It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
There's only like one picture of you and I in the WBAB studio.
Yeah.
There's only a few at the WAAF studios. And then there's tens of thousands in the WNEW studio.
Yeah, that's when we really kind of decided.
That's why it's kind of fun to find the older ones from like AAF, because those are like rare.
Yeah.
And you look exactly the same.
Nah, I got a little gray. That's what it is.
A little grayer, but
The gray hit me. Because I look and I see a lot of pictures of me with a goatee, and it's just like jet black.
yeah.
I gotta get like Bobby Kelly and use the medicine. When he says, I use the medicine.
Yeah, you had a. How can I explain this? Your color black was black.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it was like jet black.
It was like jet black, which you don't see often, because most people that have black hair technically have dark brown hair.
Yeah.
You know that, right? But with you, I think it was officially black hair.
It was black hair.
Like jet black, like midnight black.
Black goatee.
I found a picture. Like, I'm going through this box of pictures last night. I found a picture. I have no recollection of us doing this. Did you know that you and I were human bowling balls?
What?
Think about it.
Wait a minute.
Think about it.
I block these things out many times.
I'm looking at these pictures going, oh, wow, what happened next? We did the douchiest of douche radio bits.
Oh.
We were human bowling balls in Faneuil Hall. Do you remember this?
I have completely blocked this out.
Do you have a recollection? Like, when I saw the pictures, I'm like, oh, my God. Then it all came to me. But if someone would have talked to me only a mere 24 hours ago, I would have said, there's no effing way that Anthony and I were human bowling balls.
Dude, I have absolutely no recollection of this.
That's why I'm bringing it up. And you know it was some kind of Comedy Central thing? Comedy Central came to town. I guess they needed shock jocks. I don't know.
Were we hypnotized to do this? Because, first of all, I can't imagine we did it. Well, although back then. I don't remember. What did it entail?
It was a huge bowling ball. It barely looked like a bowling ball. It was a sphere.
A big sphere.
That you sat in and you got harnessed into. Nice.
There's no way we did this.
And then we were rolled down a ramp into bowling pins that were human size.
No way. No way.
Yes.
I defy you to show me a picture of me strapped in this device.
Well, my friend, you just blew up my Twitter, because later on today, because I didn't want to put it up last night. I was like,
brain damaged?
Dude, when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I got the chills of the douche variety. I'm like, oh, maybe I should just rip these pictures up. No one will ever know.
I would have remembered that.
And it was a huge crowd. And the crowd wasn't there for us. There's no way, because we just started in Boston.
The crowd couldn't have been there for us.
Because I'm looking at the crowd, and they're obviously there for something else, and we just happen to be there. I mean, we'll be honest. You know, we've drawn huge crowds over the years, but this one wasn't ours.
Wasn't ours.
No way.
Okay.
We were just like, you know, they might have had TV cameras there or something.
I am trying so hard. I'm racking.
That's why I'm bringing it up, because I know you're not going to remember this.
Strapped. We were like individually strapped in a sphere, and then rolled down a ramp.
Yeah.
At Faneuil Hall into bowling pins.
Yeah. And I got, and we were broadcasting.
Was it near the front, like where we usually stop a cab at Faneuil Hall to get out? Was it like right there?
It was right in the middle.
It was in the middle. Okay, see, so
right in the middle
where
they don't have, cars or any of that.
Look, I swear to you, this is not ringing a bell whatsoever.
I think it was one of our first months up there, so we were just happy to be there. So whatever this radio station said, we would do, because we had no leverage.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
That's what happens in radio. You know, every radio guy has to do crazy stuff, until you get a little leverage, and then you tell them to go F themselves.
And let me tell you something. I genuinely was happy to be there, and like when they'd come up with those gags, I'd be like, all right. Yeah, this sounds great. Because, I didn't have to get up and do construction. So I was happy to do those things. But I swear to you, I would have remembered something like that because I'd have been like, I got to,
you were definitely
I
in
might
it.
throw up or something.
The picture of you, it's not as obvious that it's you in there, but I could tell.
Yeah?
We've been around a long time. Well, because I have other pictures where it's the same, shirt you have on.
Yeah.
I can't really see your face in the picture I got, unfortunately. Oh, the one of me, though. Oh, boy.
It's you.
Oh, yeah. With a microphone. I'm just ready to broadcast as I roll down this ramp.
I can't. I can't. I'm trying so hard. Was it warm out or cold? Was it winter, summer?
I think it was spring. I think we were only there a month, maybe
in
2
there
months.
A month. It was after we got back from L.A.
Yeah.
And then we
oh yeah, because we got short sleeves on and stuff.
Bowling ball. Boy, I cannot wait to see these pictures because
they're not the greatest, but I'll put them up.
I didn't need a blurry Bigfoot picture, just something to jog my memory.
What I should have done was just brought in the whole box today for you.
Yeah.
To check out. I found some stuff yesterday. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I figured I'd bring that up today for you. Human bowling ball. You and I did human bowling ball. That's the exact type of radio bit we would beat the crap out of anybody for doing.
You know what? You got to bring the whole box of pictures in, and we'll get some some scrub. That's what I call the interns, scrubs.
Yeah.
To scan them into my computer. I'll bring my little scanner in.
Yeah.
And just so I have those online.
Yeah.
Because I guess I need to run through it and just go, as all the memories come back. And I curl in the fetal position with a nosebleed because brand new memories are coming into my head.
And the looks on our faces, it looks like we were really, really into it, too. All right, come on, guys.
We were good at faking that.
No, I don't think we were faking. Because we had no leverage.
I know.
We had no leverage. We had to do what we had to do. You got to do a little sacrificing.
Loved doing it, didn't we? I remember the golf ball thing.
I can't find those pictures. That's the ones I want to find.
Yeah, where we stood in the middle of a driving range with hockey gear on and frying pans in front of our groin area, duct tape there, and we let people just tee off at us. That
wasn't a hack bit.
That was
fun. That bit was copied by so many radio shows after we did it because it made one of the radio trade magazines, which is the kiss of death. It was always the kiss of death for us.
Then everyone does it.
Well, there's R&R and FMQB. If you get your picture in there doing some amazing radio, something no one else has ever done, great. Next thing you know, a month or two later, it's completely blurred because every other radio show in America does the bit.
You notice that just doesn't happen anymore? That's like a dead thing in radio.
Well, just doing crazy stuff?
Yeah, the crazy stuff that made the papers and things like that. Now it's pretty much just this guy said something stupid and he's getting fired. That's the only radio thing you've read about in recent years.
Right.
Now it's, that part of it is just dead.
Remember the golf ball stunt, though?
Yeah.
That was scary. Remember getting hit? Too. We were well padded, but when you get hit by a golf ball after someone hits it with a driver.
Oh, yeah.
And we were only 100 and, we were between 100 and 125 yards out.
125 yards out.
Something like that.
Yeah, you felt it.
It was, what was even scarier was the golf balls that were just missing you, just whizzing by your head.
Yeah. Yeah, those were creepy because when you got hit, you knew you had padding on. Because you felt the golf ball hit, but it didn't give you that pain like you didn't have padding on.
Right.
When it whizzed by your head, you got that feeling like when you were on the golf course and someone teed off.
Oh, yeah.
And it whizzed by your ear and you realize, that could have cracked my skull open.
Yeah, and when you got hit, you wanted to just start screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
And then realize, all right, you're well protected. But just the thud it makes.
And the clang that one made when it hit right off my frying pan. Because I was thinking, I could wear a cup, but I'm thinking a cup isn't strong enough. And if you get hit in the side of the thigh and the cup moves over, it's going to hurt anyway. So I just took a frying pan, a giant black frying pan, and duct taped it right over my groin area.
Yeah.
And one hit, it was a direct hit, and you just heard like a bong. It was like a Chinese gong sound.
Yeah.
Where I would have just been.
We both had
gone.
the frying pans. I think you came up with that, which was a great idea. We're dressed like hockey goalies for the most part. But yeah, I haven't found those pictures. I'll find them though. These are boxes that I've had in my basement in Huntington for like off and on for 10 years. Before that, it was in a basement up in Boston. Before that, it was in my mom's house. These boxes haven't been opened in. It's like time capsules.
Were listeners pushing us down the ramp as bowling balls?
No.
How are we being propelled?
I think the Comedy Central people. I'm not sure if it was filmed or it was another failed pilot attempt that we were part of. Yes. How many of those have we done over the years?
Quite a few failed ones.
Yeah, no kidding. Where they don't even acknowledge that we did anything for them. That's always a pleasure. Thank you, Comedy Central.
I'm trying to remember this. I would have remembered being strapped into something like that.
Well, someone remind me. I'll bring all these pictures in tomorrow.
You got to.
All right. And also in honor of Dice, with this Twitter thing. And remember he was saying like status. Yeah. I'm cleaning my ears.
Yeah, I got a few of those last night.
So I did a cleaning my ears tweet last night. It was the biggest hit.
Pictures and everything?
Yeah, I happen to have a jar of Q-tips, and I'm holding one. So you see my hand holding one, and then you see the jar of Q-tips, and it says I'm cleaning my ears with Q-tips.
Yeah, why not?
It was a huge hit last night.
Yeah, people love hearing what you're doing. Doesn't matter how stupid it is.
There it is, cleaning my ears with Q-tips.
Oh, look, there are the Q-tips. Wow, and people could go, those are the Q-tips.
He's actually cleaning his ears right now. I feel a little closer to Opie. That was in honor of what Dice was saying yesterday, because everyone has to update their status.
Yes.
With their Facebooks and whatnot. So, all right.
Yeah.
I'll show him the AAF picture. Opie Radio on Twitter, by the way. We're finally social networking our butts off here. Look at that picture.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Look at the jet black hair.
Yes.
That's all it is. Your hair is darker in these pictures. That's it. I look like I'm 17 years old.
Yeah, you look like a young child.
And it wasn't even that young at that point.
Danny.
Oh, yes.
The coolest thing is that you're still using the same equipment that's in that photo.
Yeah,
you know what?
Look, that's the same board.
Oh, my God. I think it's the exact same board.
Oh, how sad.
Is that the exact same board that we're using right here in New York?
I don't think it's yours. I think it's my board. I think that's the one.
It's that one right there?
Yeah. Wow, dude.
Because that picture is easily 12 years old.
Yeah.
We've bitched about the old equipment we're using here in New York, where we got wood and stuff. Our stuff is framed in wood here.
And there it is.
There it is.
A picture from years ago with all the wood.
Yeah. All right, we're just getting warmed up.
Seems like yesterday, doesn't it?
Oh, boy, sure does.
No.
Not much has gone on since then, huh? Look at the innocence of us in that picture.
Naive new recruits ready to be sent over to the NOM.
And now look at us. We can barely look at each other or talk to each other.
Oh.
What the hell happened? Oh, my God. You laugh because you know it's true. 877-212-ONA. You got to talk about the show.
Oh, my God. I watched this TV show last night when I was going to bed. That is just so wrong.
Right.
So wrong.
Lost?
No, Lost I watched was pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of time travel and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it was after Lost.
Yeah.
So I DVR'd Lost and watched that. And then I turned on this program, and I guess they were playing 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
And I was watching just going, oh, my God, this is the wrongest show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I thought the police were going to barge in on me.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, you'll explain next.
Oh, of course I will. It's a tease.
Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony, 877-212-ONA.
Hey, I'm your Hey,
that's pretty good. Sounds just like James.
Oh.
James Hetfield.
I love Metallica.
We haven't had those guys on in a while.
Play a Lars. Come on, Lars.
Ho, ho, ho.
Bam, bam, bam. This makes you drive fast, this song, by the way.
Kidding. I don't understand the hardcore Metallica fans. Oh, they sold out when the Black Album came out.
Yeah,
Hell effing no.
That was their huge album, that's why.
Well, I know it had a lot of hits on it, but listen to this stuff. Said but true, wherever I may roam. Yeah. Even Enter Sandman, I know it was a poppy hit, but that thing rocks.
Unforgiven, phenomenal.
Unforgiven, sure. What's the Wolf song? What? Wolf? Yeah. Holy crap, look what you found. Send that immediately. Who found that?
Oh, my God. Oh, the King, Danny.
That was Travis.
No, Travis.
Travis found that? Give me that picture. We were just talking about the stunt we did where we were dressed as goalies with frying pans on our crotches. Look at it. You can see Anthony's frying pan. And, of course, he has to...
That's you guys?
Yeah. And, of course, Anthony has to...
has to put on another song. Yeah!
Is today the day I kick this? Every day we got to talk about the same crap? Come on.
It's
really?
just become part of the show now, I think. I think people accept it as part of the show.
Anyway.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, we're dressed as goalies, goalie pads, goalie mask, everything, and then frying pans on our crotches.
I forgot. Could we put enough bumper stickers on ourselves so we can, they know what station we're from when we made the trade magazines?
We knew we were going to be in the trades. So, make sure you sell the radio station. Why is your frying pan much bigger than my frying pan? Look, I've hinted over the years that I do quite well in that area, but this picture certainly doesn't show that.
I had to fit my eggs and sausage in that frying pan.
Oh, my God. What do I got? A little freaking, saucer? Ant's got this massive frying pan. I know I had some kind of frying pan down there.
You got a cupcake tin.
And that's the bit where we were getting hit by golf balls at a golf range. Know what the bit was? Do you remember what that was?
Yes. Take a shot at O&A.
Because we take shots at everyone else.
I found, here's another picture from the same event.
Yeah.
That somebody just linked on Pal Talk. And
for real?
Yeah, it's us with, I guess, the recipient of the charity money, because this was for charity.
Yeah.
So there's some guy and his mom.
Some guy. That was a tragic story.
And some other guy. Yeah, well, I don't remember the tragic story either.
Yeah.
But we're covered. Dude, we taped huge AAF banners around us. We could not sell the station enough. And these bastards just hung us out to dry. We were good soldiers.
Yeah.
We were like Maximus in Gladiator. Just good soldiers, a fine general, and then we just got thrown into slavery.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Such good guys for the station.
That's the picture I've been trying to find. Send that over to me. I'm gonna tweet the crap out of that.
Wow.
Once again, Opie Radio on Twitter. We're all about social networking now, finally.
So what do you think? That guy's dead now?
Oh.
Whoever we did the charity for.
No, I think it was for...
what was he, what was he, retarded?
No. I'm Rain Man. I think that was the family of the father...
Oh, the father.
Who had a horrendous demise. And I don't remember what the demise was.
Oh, so he was... You're kidding.
Yeah. Oh, my God, you found a picture of the Afro wall? What website is this?
Wow.
Danny? This is really old school stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I never saw this site before. It's opieant.com, which I'm sure they've just dumped out of.
And where's the part where they trash us? Because
I'm sure there's some trashing going on there, but... Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, there was, wow. Yeah, because Anthony had a huge afro. We decided to make an afro wall. Every picture we could find of someone with an afro, we put up on this wall. All right.
Amazing.
That's so weird. There you go, though. There's there are the pictures of us dressed up to get hit by golf balls. That was Bruce Mittman's idea. Boys, you take a lot of shots at everybody, and, You could humanize yourself by allowing the listeners to take shots at you.
Yes, boys. Why don't you do that? It's always a good way of making sure that you stay with the people.
Yeah, you turn it around a little bit, boys.
Famous Afro wall. Look at the Afro wall. I make the Afro wall a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, strangely enough, that picture, it's in the upper right-hand corner of the Afro wall.
Yeah.
Of me.
Mm-hmm.
Is from my Suffolk County pistol license.
Oh, really?
That I had to forfeit when I came up to Boston because it was no longer, legit to have. But yeah, that one, complete looking like a terrorist. That one's good. I have a big afro. And then we have, Frank Zappa, Michael Jackson in the old days, Oscar Gamble. A lot of afros. OJ.
Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson, Jerry Garcia,
just
Bob Ross. I see up there.
And do you remember how the Afro wall met its demise?
Well, I think we threw a fire extinguisher through it.
It was a giant tombstone.
Oh, the tombstone. Oh,
yeah, somebody decided to bring this big granite tombstone for some reason. And one day, I don't know why, we just started throwing things through the wall. This wasn't, hey, the station's moving, let's just trash the place. We decided to just throw heavy things through the wall. Bowling balls. We would heave them across the room into the walls because when they stuck in the wall, we would laugh. How did we not get fired for that one?
Because they were all scared of us,
We wrecked the joint. We put giant holes in the wall with granite and bowling balls.
I would assume that Dave pissed us off, so we said, F you. Now we...
Screw it.
Just like they did in, Compton and all that during the L.A. riots. You got to ruin your own stuff. So we were mad, so we had to ruin our own stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah. I forgot about the tombstone. Oh, yeah, there was a huge hole right through the Afro wall.
Yeah, I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe because it was so funny to be trashing the studio for no reason and know that, someone's going to see this.
How many people get the chance to, destroy their workplace? Knowing...
Without permission.
But knowing that you're going to be there the next day. Without a doubt in your mind, in your head. Without a doubt. You knew you were going to be there the next day.
Yeah.
Most people don't get that opportunity. Danny, send those pics. I got to send that out to everybody on Twitter.
That's a good one, man.
I'm having fun with the Twitter and finding this old stuff. So, all right, let's say hi to Jeremy in Cleveland. Jeremy, how are you, buddy?
Hello, boys.
What's up?
I got an update on a chimp attack victim because she's here in Cleveland Clinic.
Oh, right. She's at that clinic where they do face transplants, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have the report right here if you guys want to hear the extent of her injuries.
Sure, go ahead.
Ms. Nash suffered extensive soft tissue injuries to her face. In the attack, she lost her nose, upper and lower lips, eyelids, and the bony structures in her mid-face. She also lost both of her hands.
The chimp attack lady they don't even know she's going to be blind because she's in a coma still.
And they took her eyelids.
Wait, but the bone structure in the middle of her face is gone, too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, basically her whole face.
Just mashed her face.
I thought it was more of a removal of the skin. No. I didn't realize the bones were removed in the front of her face, too.
He was probably beating and gnawing on her face. He probably just bit into her face and pulled bone out.
Oh. Wow.
Thanks, boys. Punching out.
All right, Jeremy, thank you.
New details are being revealed about the condition of the Connecticut woman.
This guy again. We got to get rid of this guy.
New details.
This guy sucks.
Blah, 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 blah.
He bores everything down.
Who was attacked by a friend's chimp. Hospital officials say Charla Nash lost her hands and may have brain damage. The 55-year-old also suffered severe facial damage when she was brutally attacked on February 16th.
Just as Charla Nash arrived at the house and exited her vehicle, the chimpanzee attacked her untriggered. He jumped on her, began biting her and mauling her.
Weeks after the attack, Nash remains sedated at the Cleveland Clinic. The hospital performed the nation's first face transplant last year, but officials say it's too early to know if she'll be a candidate for a face transplant. Stamford police shot and killed the 200-pound chimp. Officials are still deciding whether its owner, Sandra Harold, will face criminal charges. The chimp's owner and the victim were friends. The animal had been raised like a human and spent many peaceful years in captivity before it went on a rampage.
And there's a story in the paper today, or actually on the news. Some old couple has a pet deer.
A pet deer?
Did you see that on TV?
No.
We got to get the story. I don't know where, but this old couple feeding a deer in their kitchen, and said, "Yeah, it's their pet deer."
What?
And it's a pretty big deer.
Why?
Huh?
Why have a pet deer?
I don't know. I looked up and saw this, so we need a little more info. But
That's stupid.
Yeah, that can't end well.
No.
Deers are very skittish.
Yes, they are.
And it's an older couple, so they're going to lose all their knickknacks.
They wreck the joint.
And you know, old people love knickknacks.
They love their knickknacks.
Oh, there's some pictures right there. We'll link on onaradio.com of the pet deer just walking around the living room. You can't potty train a deer?
No, they'll leave their little nuggets all over the place.
Their little pellets all over the house.
And then don't you got to feed them a lot of grass?
Yeah. Huh?
It was a very young deer, and they were bottle feeding it. And the old woman was in one of those Pride Jazzies, so she's not exactly going to be able to get out of the way.
What is it called?
Those little Jazzies.
Yeah, but it's called the Pride?
The Pride Jazzy. Ugh. Now they got a bunch of different names.
I know, to make you feel better with the fact that you can't walk anymore and you're heading toward the grave. so name your electric wheelchair after names like Pride.
Really?
The self-sufficient. Should be called the Burden.
The Burden.
With the Coffin Express.
The Burden.
If that lady isn't a candidate for a face transplant, who is? Cody in Indiana wants to know. I don't know if they're going to bother with the face transplant with the chimp lady.
Yeah.
That lady her life is done. They're saying brain damage.
Really bad.
And then, she's gonna wake up eventually, realize she's blind, and then go, well, at least I have my I don't even have my hands.
Hope she wasn't a big nose picker. She's in deep trouble.
At least she won't have to worry about rubbing sleepies out of her eyes.
How do you live?
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
You know that I would rather lose a leg than an arm? Anyone else? You think about this stuff. Like, if, God forbid, something happened to you, what could you live with? I could live with one eye. I wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah.
I could live with a leg missing. An arm missing would depress the hell out of me.
A leg, anything would depress you.
No, but they got that leg thing figured out.
What, spatula foot?
I've been doing a lot of thinking about this.
Spatula foot?
I see these guys in Central Park running and biking and all that. They know how to do the fake leg now. And they got it hinged just right. I saw a guy walking on Columbus Avenue as I'm sitting outside this coffee shop, just kind of people watching, one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
This guy walks by with a fake leg, and he's walking like everybody else because they got that hinge thing figured out perfectly.
So it looks,
where the knee hinge
bends
perfectly, right.
Also,
but that arm, it's like trying to pick something up.
And your toes don't have to hands they can't figure out. They can't get the hands right. The toes don't have to do anything, but just kind of stay there.
Yeah. I mean, it would still suck. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm pretty good friends with Eddie from Big Brother, and, it doesn't look like fun. He's got both legs missing. He uses crutches like they're legs.
Yeah.
But I still think that's better than, having an arm or two missing.
Yeah.
Why can't they figure out the arm thing?
Horrible.
Just because you use it's more complicated, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. You do a lot more, I think, with your arms than your feet.
Right.
Walk on them.
Right.
Depends on who you are, I guess.
Yeah. Did I say deers instead of deer? Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Shrimps.
Huh?
I like them shrimps.
Yeah, whatever. Let's say hi to Ron in Georgia. Ron.
Brian.
All right, what's up, Brian?
Hey, man, there's a couple that live in the town where I live. It's a 3 red light town, pretty small, but they had a pet deer and somebody came by and shot it.
They shot the pet deer?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And a couple years back, our little city jail, they had a fence around back with some pet deer in there, and somebody shot it a few years back, probably about 10 years ago.
Deer are food. Deer are made just for food, for other animals, for us. That's why it's so easy to get so many of them so quickly.
And I don't want to hear from the hunters. I lived in Western New York long enough to know that deer meat sucks.
Some people enjoy it. I don't.
It just tastes gamey. I don't care how fresh it is. I don't care how you prepare it.
You don't prepare it right.
I've tried the deer, whatever, they made beef jerky out of deer. I've tried deer chili. I've tried like a slab of deer meat. I've tried it all.
Yeah.
And it goes down. The first couple bites aren't bad, or the first couple chews, and then the gaminess pops in every single time.
Venison.
It's that aftertaste of, this was a wild animal.
Absolutely.
You're like, yeah.
But people will insist, and they'll start calling now that it's terrific, and you just haven't had it.
The way I make it, the way my mother made it, God bless her, God bless her. She make venison cacciatore melt in your mouth.
And she'd shave down the antlers and make a potion. Good for your piscadillo. Shut up.
Piscadillo.
Quiet.
I hate that. The way she made it with the sauce. All day. Actually, she started the sauce on a Wednesday, and then a month later, on a Friday, it would be ready. Boiling down the whole time, boiling down.
Let's say hi to Sean in Jersey. Sean.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
My brother is an active-duty Navy SEAL with a prosthetic leg.
And he's in active duty.
Active duty. He goes abroad, goes all over, kicking ass, taking names with a from-the-knee-down prosthetic.
God bless him, man. Yeah, especially the knee down. I learned a little bit about losing your legs and stuff. As long as you don't lose it too high up, man. If you lose it below the knee, you're rocked.
It responds to like slight impulses from his like kneecap,
right?
And it twists and turns, and he can drop down to a knee, hop up, kick somebody in the face, no problem.
That's amazing. God bless him, bro.
Bionic.
All right, boys, punch it out.
All right. Yeah, but if you lose the leg too high up, then there's problems.
Yeah, I think you're just kind of doing that old,
JT in South.
Wacky walk, like Lieutenant Dan when he came up with his magic legs.
Yeah.
Okay, Lieutenant Dan can't even sit down for the wedding. His feet would stick straight out. It just looks silly.
That was so depressing in that movie.
Lieutenant Dan, magic legs. He lifts his pant leg up, and it's just got those poles, and he hits him with his cane.
Ting, ting.
Ting, ting.
Fat-faced awful wife.
Oh, his big, fat, round-faced wife. and then the wind's blowing his pant leg, and you can tell he's just got little sticks for legs. It's terrible.
He wasn't happy.
Poor Lieutenant Dan. He made peace with himself at the end.
He sure did.
He had his big, round, fat wife.
Big moon face.
Oh, God.
Just got hit by the frying pan that Anthony was covering his crotch with.
Yeah, right in the face.
JT, South Jamaica.
What's up, boys? How you doing?
Hey, man.
Me and my partner were riding around at work, and we're just having a discussion. What would you rather have, both your eyes or your junk?
I got to be honest. I need my eyes more than I need my junk.
Wow.
Because you use your eyes all the time.
Yes, to see things that stimulate your junk.
Right.
You got to have junk.
That is true. The most important thing about your eyes is seeing what your junk is going to be doing.
Wait, for real? You would lose your eyes over that? No way. No way.
I said I would keep my eyes. He said he would keep his junk.
Can you do a mix and match? One eyeball and a nut?
You know what? That's a tough one, but I would have to go eyes. I would have to. That would
I
not
agree with you there.
I mean, I would be bummed out that I didn't have nothing going on down there. But
showing Governor Patterson.
Yeah. Pick up line 5. Stevie Wonder screaming. I don't know. It's a tough call, man. It's because without your eyes, you can't do anything. Like, you can't watch anything.
There's great stuff to see and do, man.
But it's like, what do you like?
And then just never sex again.
Hey, it would suck. I mean, that's the choice you just gave us. What are you going to do?
You could turn gay.
What are you going to do?
Just be a bottom.
You'd have to be.
Yeah. Just turn into a whore.
See, everyone's saying I'm nuts with the deer thing. You're absolutely nuts, Hope. The region determines the taste. The upper part of Michigan is very gamey. In my backyard, it's great. BJ is saying that. Enough with and then there's a guy, perfect deer meat recipe he wants to give everybody.
Yuck.
He lives on Long Island. Where's he shooting deer? Down in Robert Moses? Larry, what are you doing? Where are you getting your deer?
Larry, you shoot them out east.
Right.
Upstate. Every hunter goes here. There's no hunters on Long Island anymore.
Yeah, you could go out east in like the Pine Barrens or something.
No, well, yeah.
I'm
you
sorry,
travel
Larry.
upstate. Take a 4-hour drive upstate. It's not going to kill you.
You're right.
It
Somebody
might.
drive.
You're right.
But the thing is, you got to get a wok. You cook the thing in a wok. What you got to do is you got to let it sit in the refrigerator in a bowl of milk for about 2 days. Get it nice and soft, take some gaminess out of it, put it in a wok, fry it up with some butter, and then pour a whole 12-ounce bottle of Guinness Stout in it. And the Guinness Stout soaks right into the meat.
Do you hear yourself?
Oh, it's one. He's
totally serious.
But he sounds exactly like we just sounded.
Right. But do you hear yourself? You have to do all this to make it taste good.
Yeah, but it's worth it because it's really soft and tender.
What do you have to do with a steak? A little pepper, throw it in the broiler, you're good to go in, 10 minutes?
He goes through 20 things, and then he goes through, and then at the end, you take it. What you do is you take it out of the milk, and you throw it in the garbage, and then you buy a roast. and you put that in the oven, and it tastes magnificent.
Larry, why
the
milk?
wok, not the oven. You got to have a wok.
Larry, why milk, though?
Because it takes the game out. It takes that tough gaminess out of it.
Larry, you really like your deer, huh? Your venison?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, once a year, that's all. It's not something I would eat every week or so.
I know deer season is over, right? They're not shooting deer right now. So the next time they start shooting the little bastards, maybe we have everyone come in and,
hey, that's
try
cool.
to convince us that it's all right.
I got no problem with that.
We did it with rats once. We could easily do it with venison.
Oh, oof.
Who figured out?
All right, Larry.
Where's my hat?
Yeah.
Make it out of deer meat.
My hat. Yeah.
Who looked at milk and said, I want to put meat in that for 2 days and let it sit? Like, how did that happen?
Take the gaminess out.
Yeah.
They probably tried everything.
Yeah.
Motor oil. This doesn't work. Okay. Down to milk.
After milk, it was thumbtacks.
Thank God the milk worked. I don't know. Things like that just, venison always creep me out when it's venison stew. It's wonderful. And then it would look like stew. It would look very appetizing. And then you eat it, and then that little aftertaste to be like, oh, yeah, this isn't beef. Kind of tastes like it came out of the woods.
Absolutely.
You started off with a nice Bigfoot salad. Imagine what that would taste like. Ugh.
Eat a Yeti toenail. Yeah. You know, Ted Nugent has a cookbook. His wife, Charmaine, had a cookbook, so I bet you that there's all kinds of...
I'm sure.
Yeah, Uncle Ted's going to teach us how to cook.
Uncle Ted will teach you how to cook.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, you buy from the Rite Aid, I'll buy from the... You buy from the supermarket, I'll be super... Brilliant, Ted.
Brilliant every time.
But I bet you're
right.
My backyard's the butcher shop.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a Ted. Great.
You let Uncle Sam do it, I'll let Uncle Ted do it. All right, fine.
That's wonderful, but most of us don't have backyards that are an entire state, Ted.
And his dumb little things, the USD. Yeah, the US dumbasses. I trust Uncle Ted. Ted. Salt of the earth. Salt of the earth.
A little stamp with a UT on it. Uncle Ted.
Great, Ted, but no one gets to live like you. Do you understand?
Exactly. Take a small boy and teach him how to murder a bear. Good boy.
Before he dies.
Exactly. Right. Take something with him.
Right. And we kind of like Ted Nugent.
I love Ted Nugent. I like him a lot, actually.
We just hate his delivery on everything. He knows better than everybody.
Because he comes off very pompous, very all-knowing. You can't tell Ted anything.
Yeah, right. We get the stats. You're right. We're wrong. We get it.
Yes, okay.
Those are good.
I'm all pro-gun, and he telling me, no, let me tell you about it. No, I'm with you. No, you couldn't be with me because I'm Uncle Ted.
That's right. Oh, Al not so Sharpton. Right. We understand his name is Sharpton.
But
he's not so Sharpton. We got it.
Did he say that?
Well, yeah, so he calls him Al not so Sharpton.
Al not so Sharpton. Oh, I get it.
I'm obsessed with Ted Nugent now. I need to hear. Can someone find some of Ted's? Yeah, Tedisms.
Find some Tedisms.
We need some Tedisms today. Uncle Ted will tell you.
Yeah, you're as pure as they come, Ted.
Boy, you really are.
Wink.
He eats everything he shoots. Okay.
Oh, it's awful.
Ted.
I one time shot a bumblebee. We're sure you did, Ted. You hung the wings. You used all of it. You're using the little stinger as a record player needle. We got it. Got you, Ted.
Stupid Ted.
Nothing goes to waste at the Nugent house.
Yes.
He scrapes roadkill off the road. All right. Makes omelets out of it. Great, Ted.
Look at this. It's a possum hat. I got off the road.
Right. That's wonderful for you, Ted.
1 in a million times I'll miss and hit a tree. Then we have tree for the night.
Right.
Got to eat everything he shoots.
Right.
I will say that him and his wife probably make it the way you're supposed to make it. When you're killing things out in the woods and just hanging them in your own meat locker.
You got to figure it out.
Yeah, he probably knows how to make it perfectly.
Yeah. Nugent venison jerky.
Yeah, everything.
This is gonna piss off Ted, but I love my rock and roll, and Ted Nugent is in one of those categories where I don't understand why he's famous for his music.
Once you get past, and I can't even listen to Scratch Fever, but once you get past that, there's nothing left.
It drops off very quickly. He's barely better than a one-hit wonder.
Oh, and Call Me a Faggot.
Why?
I'm done.
Oh.
I actually liked the crap that he did with Damn
Yankees?
Yankees better than his own stuff.
Yeah, but he wasn't really doing much there, was he?
He was playing guitar.
A couple licks. He threw a couple licks in there.
You ever hear High Enough?
Yeah, but that's like a power ballad. You don't really have to jam on the guitar for that. You have to kind of do a few.
Yeah. But he was,
emotional notes.
It was the Ted sound.
The emotional note.
You don't like Wang Dang Sweet Poontang?
I hate Wang Dang.
I like that song.
Sweet.
Like I said, the big drop off. The big drop off from Cat Scratch Fever.
The tempo of that is great.
Stranglehold's a very good song. You're right.
No.
Stranglehold's pretty good.
It stinks.
All right, you're right.
All Ted stuff stink.
Wang Dang is a very good song, although lyrically it's not very good.
Ugh. There you go. Oh, is he going to shoot a bow and arrow in a loincloth from the top of his stacks of PA?
My old friend Buzzy calls him Uncle Teddy. Check out Uncle Teddy.
Does he?
Yeah.
He likes him?
I think so, yeah.
This just has that 70s arena sound that... but not really a good one. Not like you're there watching.
Yeah, but Wolf Mother was bringing this sound back a little bit.
Yeah.
And a few other bands, yeah.
I don't know.
Baby!
All right. I'm going to sit here and listen to a 9-minute song.
That ain't that bad.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You don't like Wang Dang?
No, I hate that one.
Give me a little Wang Dang.
Oh.
Just the beat of it.
Hey, let's hear a little Wang Dang.
I'll beat you if you say the beat again.
You're right. I am one stupid, redundant idiot. It's like my father when Hall & Oates, You Make My Dreams Come True, came out. Dumb father put it on a 45 50 times.
Wait, what song?
You Make My Dreams Come True by Hall & Oates.
Oof.
And my grandmother got so annoyed. She said, he's a one-note Johnny.
A one-note Johnny?
I don't know what that meant.
Should have punched Grandma.
What do you think I did? Took it? How else would I handle that? Flying kick to the chest.
I told this before, though, and I think it might have been because you had said that once before, but my father had California Dreamin' on and played it 8,000 times and then packed his crap and moved to California.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was it.
He was giving everyone a hint.
He was like, here,
how about
I
you
like
get the
this
hit?
song, by the way. I'm really digging this. I got a plane ticket.
I like that dumb California Dreamin'.
Mamas and the Papas.
Sure.
With their harmonies.
All right, we should take a break. Maybe we'll do a little Wang Dang. Oh, here it is.
Right, we get it. You're doing it. Ooh. Yeah, man. Passing joints back and forth. The wine satchel.
It is a toe tapper, though.
No,
Just annoying. I do not listen to this. This is horrible. I hate this song.
You don't like the beat?
No.
You know what? I'll actually say you're right. I like the live version. The one when he came in at NEW, there's a live CD he was promoting. The version from that I really like, but I don't like this version. I like the studio version as much. All right, I'll accept that.
We're gonna do another one. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
What do you
Is
think?
that okay?
Why do you think we're sitting here?
Love song called Wang Dang Sweet Poontang.
I don't know this version.
I hate when the artist talks to you.
Shut up.
Most times it sucks.
Shut up and play the music.
Let me hear ya.
Shut up.
It's the same crap, Jimmy.
No, it's not this version. But whatever, I still like
the
it
live
better.
version.
Well, not the one I had. I like one night he did.
We gotta take a
One
break.
night. We got Ted talking about gun control and
Yeah, we're gonna do a little Ted going in the break. Find me other Ted-isms, please. We'll sprinkle some Ted-isms
Ted-isms.
and I'm talking Ted Nugent today into the show. And Anthony's got to talk about that show he saw last night that horrified him.
Yes, and ooh, excited me. No, it was just an awful program.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people involved were all awful.
All right, we'll get into that finally next. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. I forgot you were coming in until you walked through that door, and then I got very excited.
Well, that's nice that you forgot.
Jim Jeffries in studio, one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
I saw you at the Dennis Leary thing. We did a little rapping. I said, you got to start doing this radio show of ours. And you fast forward a little bit, and you're doing an HBO special this weekend, my friend.
That's got to be a year and a half ago now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe, yeah. About that, yeah.
But now the time has come for you to be a star.
I have to go do the special. Before we start, I want to thank Jim Norton for that, really, because without him, I wouldn't have gotten the special.
Oh, for the Down and Dirty?
Without doing Down and Dirty, I never would have gotten it, so I got to thank you personally for that.
Please, man, I'm glad you did it. The DVD for that goes on sale. You were great.
And you're filming this weekend. There are tickets still available?
There's tickets still available for the late show on Saturday, and there are probably still a few available for the early show, but Jim Jeffries at BroadwayVideo.com. You got an email, and they said they'll get back right away to you because a lot of people were waiting a little while last time.
Yeah, and you're one of these comedians. You travel the world.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, most of the guys that we know and love that are very, very big in the comedy world, they only do the States.
Yeah, but that's because you have a country where you can actually perform in and earn a living. You tried traveling the world in Australia and doing comedy. You end out just on Ayers Rock or something like that.
Yeah.
Or some crappy little place in Queensland.
Yeah.
With a whole lot of rednecks. You got to travel the world just to be able to talk properly and not meet inbred people. Like, you think of trailer park trash, right?
Yeah.
That's all of Australia. The whole country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're all like that. We're all scumbags. I'm all right with it. But, you know, they take it quite personally if you actually tell them the truth.
It's kind of known, though, throughout the world.
Like, yeah.
Right.
Our hobbies
Not that it's a bad thing either. Like Australia is a place that people really love and kind of want to go and visit because it seems fun.
Well,
and
I always say that. I go, America's so into being number one that it's like, oh, we're number one. We're number one. You don't want to be number one. That means the rest of the world hates you. All the weapons in the world are pointed at number one's head.
Yeah.
You know who they don't hate? Number 27, Australia. No one cares about number 27.
You're off the radar.
No one ever says anything bad about us. We have the most questionable human rights histories in the world with how we genocided the Aborigines off the planet. But look at that koala bear. How cute is he?
It's adorable.
Yeah, it's adorable.
And we all know that Qantas hasn't crashed, and we all know, we all know all these things about Australia that would just are good things.
But isn't it true, like koala bears are like rats to you guys? They're sick of them.
They're becoming extinct.
Yeah,
They got.
Oh, what is
they
it?
got,
No,
they got bum
It's not
problems.
enough eucalyptus for them.
No, they
only eat the leaves of the eucalyptus.
They got ass problems. Is it something going on?
Really?
Yeah, they got some the dry bum rot disease.
Dry bum rot disease.
I don't think that's the exact title, but it sounds pretty close.
God, Dr. Jeffries, how does this work?
They're lazier than the sloth. They're the laziest animal in the world. 22 hours a day sleep. 22 hours a day. That's a lot of sleep.
Like Iraq? Does Iraq have the bum rot?
The dry bum rot.
And they can only live off eucalyptus, and eucalyptus makes them stoned like pot makes us stoned.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that maybe they're not passing through their bodies.
So they chose the wrong thing to eat.
Yeah, so they only eat one thing, but they're allergic to it, you know.
Wow. There's a lot of oil in that. It's like acid or something.
Yeah. They fall from trees. They can hit you in the head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they fall asleep and just fall out. I've seen one do it. Like they just like poof, like it's a real death fall, bang on the ground. They get up to sort of shake their head, go back up the tree.
Stupid animals.
Yeah, stupid animals. They're cute. If we didn't have Oriental people to hold them from time to time, they'd never make us any money. It's true. You watch Asian people in a koala park. They go mental for
Asians
us.
love the koalas.
Oh, they love them.
They love them. Can't
There's
get
something
enough
about
of them.
koalas and panda bears and things like that.
Oh, yeah, well, panda bears. There's enough panda bears in the world.
Are there?
They won't have sex, panda bears.
Just like 8.
I think they're coming back to panda a little bit.
What?
Because you only need like 100.
Are they?
There's 1,000 pandas in the world.
Yeah,
1,000.
that's plenty.
But like, you look at it this way. When was there ever like 500,000 of them? Do you remember a time when we were like, when I was young, you couldn't see the trees for the bloody pandas.
Yeah.
There was just too many pandas. You know, I think there was always none of them. Right?
Always none.
They've been talking about how rare the panda is since we were little kids.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Nixon was the president.
Yeah.
We're losing the pandas. Now,
We're losing the pandas.
Fast forward 30 years. We're gonna lose
Kissinger, get on the panda problem, you Jew.
we never. It's just because they're cute. If they were violent animals, we wouldn't care, would we?
that's
We'd eat them.
That's
Yeah,
true.
although we do have a soft spot for the like Siberian tiger. They always tell us like there's one left.
I heard that Siegfried and Roy are back. Is that true?
Well, there's a controversy there that perhaps who's the guy that got hit? Roy
Horn.
Roy isn't the real Roy.
Isn't he?
That they've replaced Roy with an imposter Roy.
Oh, this is
because
just
Roy is now coughing up blood every 2 seconds.
They did a little switcheroo with
Yeah.
Roy.
This is the Paul McCartney's theory, isn't it? That
Yeah.
No,
You know
come
what?
on.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that there is no that Roy has kind of franchised himself out to this new imposter Roy.
Is it like his brother or something? Or
I don't know. They just like
You know
found
what?
some guy.
It's brilliant.
It's a bloody double. Prestige. Great movie.
Sigfield hung in there long enough and said, "All right, enough. It's
Yeah.
time to get a new Roy, and I'll give you a little money."
Well, so they actually,
You sit home, we get a new Roy, you get a little money.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant deal.
it was only one show though, and the name is what was the problem because it was Siegfried and a new fruit.
How'd they advertise for the new bloke? We want a really plasticky looking queer. There's one around. Who likes pets?
Yeah. Well, they say that those white tigers are almost incestuous, what you need to get them. So that was the one that attacked him. And there's a special about this guy and girl couple who owned tigers, and they had a threesome with this other guy, and they lived with a guy, and they all trained tigers. Anybody see this on HBO On Demand?
Some guy with a dress.
So is this how a tiger's born, or is this what the carers are doing?
I don't know how they actually get the white tiger, but white tigers have a problem mentally. And this couple for many years.
Well, they think they're better than the black ones, don't they?
They certainly do, but they're more violent actually, and they colonize. And it was the married couple, and they got a third guy. They had this like weird sexual relationship, and the white tiger killed the new guy, and it killed the wife. The same tiger killed two of the three of them. Yeah, they were very well known tiger trainers. They were like Siegfried and Roy level, but lower.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Lower?
Yeah.
How many grades of tiger trainers are there?
I know. We were talking about that maybe a couple of weeks ago, where the old school with just the whip and the chair.
Yeah.
And we were like, how did they decide to pick a chair? And then you realize it was just like what was in the room at the time when the tiger like attacked him, when it was just him and the whip. And the tiger said, "I'm not taking your whip." And the guy said, chair. He just starts poking
Isn't
at
there
him.
a theory that the chair's meant to be like another animal's legs attacking it?
Is that it?
That's the theory.
How about you hold two animals' legs?
Humans always do that. They go, when we do this, the tiger thinks, how do you know? How do you know?
Don't smile because they see it as a sign of aggression.
Yeah.
And
how do you know?
Maybe he just doesn't like your stupid face, and that's why the chimp chewed it off.
You heard the chimp story, right?
Yeah, well, we talked about the chimp story. Yeah, or the chimps, all the animals.
No,
are
there's a
rising
new
against
chimp
us.
story.
No, the one that beat up the man that looked like the woman.
Oh no, there's a newer one.
There's a much newer one.
I have been on planes. I've missed the news. What's happened?
This
Same
one was hardcore.
Yeah, same ending basically.
Woman
Ripped
had
off the face. Did the woman still live in this
This
one?
woman had a chimp, and like her husband. First, her daughter died years ago. Then her husband died, and all she had was this chimp. And she started really getting close with the chimp in a way that some of the neighbors were like,
They all shag the chimp.
No real confirmation of any hanky-panky going on, but she would share, like, wine and lobster tails. She had to have surf and turf with the goddamn thing. And then sleep with them in the same bed.
Don't forget either the shower or the bathing.
Oh, no, this is the same chimp, I think. And then the Elmo doll?
Yes.
Oh, this is the story I was thinking. What was the previous chimp story?
Oh, the guy with the birthday cake?
Birthday cake.
Oh, I don't know about that
Birthday
one.
cake guy?
No, I don't know about birthday cake
Greatest story ever.
Bro,
I only know, do a little Googling in your hotel when you get out of here.
Guy had a chimp, and him and his wife, and it got a little too big, so they brought it to this chimp place where you bring
Refuge
your
or
big
whatever.
chimps.
Yeah.
And but they would visit their chimp all the time. And then it was his birthday, so they brought the chimp a birthday cake, and another chimp decided, hey, what's with the birthday cake? And I don't get none?
Two other chimps.
Two other chimps, yeah. So the two chimps pounced on the guy and ripped off his genitals, one of his feet, his entire face,
and started ripping
his fingers.
Ripping his fingers one by one.
Not his cake-eating fingers.
There he is after, like, he looks
lips
stupid. Ripped his lips off. That jawbone is made out of, like, his ass now or something.
He hasn't got a nose. It's all
He's
bent
got
up.
no nose.
That's why Michael Jackson and Bubbles, he got rid of him.
Yeah,
no one knows this.
That's a magnetic nose. He popped the nose off so you could see what's left.
The little dots above it.
Yeah, the little magnets.
He pops a little nose.
Have we got a photo with him with the magnetic nose in? Like, how realistic does this other nose look? It's just a chunk of plastic, isn't it?
It looks like a plastic nose.
It's just one of those ones taken off those Groucho Marx glasses.
Yeah, and thrown on. You think at the end of the night he comes home and just hangs up his grandkids' things on the fridge with his nose? He just snaps it on there and goes to sleep.
He puts it upside down and puts pens in it. I'd love to punch his. How great would it be to get into a bar fight with that guy and watch his nose sail across the room?
He just sock his nose, lands on the billiards table.
He takes Coke with a spatula.
Oh, that's funny, man.
That guy looks silly now because of a stupid chimp.
His eyebrow looks kind of taped on too. His eyebrow. Did you see his eyelashes?
Yeah.
His eyebrow. It doesn't look.
Wow.
Real.
That doesn't look real at all.
That's probably taken from his taint. And they sewed it on there.
His Jack Klugman eyebrows. What a
But
creep.
the smile on his face is, well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like,
Yeah, he's like, what are you going to do? Try to bring my chimp a cake.
And so he doesn't have any hands, so he just has stumps.
He's got like
now.
a couple fingers still there. Or?
That must make putting your nose on difficult.
Oh my God! What
Yeah,
a
he's got to
nightmare.
hold it between his two palms, looking silly. Snaps it on. He hears that click and knows, whew, I'm in the clear.
I always find people like that weird that own chimps and stuff like that. It's like they always seem to be like
Crazy.
I'll try to put it this way. You know, whenever you see someone who's like the fattest man on earth, and they do like a documentary, and they go, "I eat 14 pizzas for breakfast, and I have 4 chickens. I eat them like Tic Tacs." You know what I mean? And they go through this whole thing, and then you go, "And I haven't been out of bed for 4 years," and it's like, sometimes I can't afford dinner. Sometimes, like, I'm like, the budget's a bit low at the moment. Where do these people get the budgets for?
Yeah, they're not working if they're in bed for 4 years.
They're in bed for 4 years, and they're eating $200 worth of food every day.
They usually have enablers.
So with the economy going to crap, it looks like a lot of people are going to be losing a lot of weight, right?
Well, it's the same thing. It's always freaks that I can't afford to have a dog right now because I couldn't take it. But chimp owners, that's got to be a hefty price to buy the chimp, take care of the chimp, buy the new nose.
buy fingers.
I'm a huge fan when animals, fight back and attack.
Yeah.
Huge fan when they get to do a little damage.
That is fun.
I like it.
There's the story, and it's in Jimmy does some fine material on it. What was it? The San Francisco Zoo?
Yeah.
Oh God, that's one of my favorites.
Was that the tiger attack?
Yeah, the tiger.
Where it turns out the wall wasn't big enough, and they were taunting the tiger, and the tiger went, "Oh yeah, watch what I can do. I've been waiting for this day."
Yeah, because at any time the tiger could have done that.
Yeah.
But he's like, "You're taunting me."
Oh, you're taunting me, really?
I know I could clear that fence.
And
I've known it forever, but they feed me well.
Yeah.
Usually little kids point at me and smile, and that's fine. But these guys are taunting me. I am going to rip your throat out of your neck.
Really? You're having fun with me today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch this leap.
Yeah.
Watch in amazement, people. Photo op coming up.
Yep.
Look at my
wait,
mid-air
did he kill some kids?
20-foot leap.
Oh, he did some damage, and then
He chased down the guys that were taunting him.
Yeah, and
One
then-
was hiding, and he found them.
Yeah, and then the friends were like running, trying to get to safety, and the snack bar was closed, and the people inside
Not for
said,
the
"Sorry,
tiger."
we're closed." Wouldn't let him in. Wouldn't let him in.
One guy was killed. The main offender, I think,
Yeah.
was killed,
Yeah.
and the other two were chewed up. I didn't know the one guy was hiding though.
Yeah, one guy was like hiding,
Yeah.
and the tiger found him in some, but not like hiding on one of those little sidewalk things that.
Just to top it off, did the tiger jump
planks.
back over his wall and go home?
And just
That would have made it even
lay
nicer.
down, put those paws the way the cats do, and then lay his head on it like, I'm done.
Well, the ending of the story sucks because they have to kill the animal because the animal was doing what it's supposed to do.
Doing its
I
job.
never understand
That
that.
all the time they kill the animal.
I never understood that one.
Once they have the taste of blood, it's all over.
I understand when they kill domestic dogs because sometimes people rile them up and make them into proper fish.
What about the people at the zoo that start taunting and poking, and then all of a sudden the animal gets hold of the winter coat? That one is the best.
Yeah. Oops.
And just pulls them through the
Gotcha.
bars, and they're just screaming bloody murder. Well,
Yeah, there's
serves
one with
you
a
right,
bear.
dummy.
A bear that grabbed some guy
Right.
through the bars.
A panda bear, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a panda.
Yeah.
And boy, they're strong.
Yeah.
Oh, they're adorably cute and very strong.
Oh yeah.
We when we were leaving the station yesterday, and one of the police canine units were out front.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, invites Kenny over to the window. And, Kenny, he's a big guy. So
Right.
Kenny goes in and kind of leans in the window to say hi to the officer, and the dog goes,
Oh,
Kenny jumped back to see that big dolt get frightened like that. Was me and Jimmy just started cracking up laughing and calling him a wuss.
I would have paid money to see that.
it was
I've never
funny as
seen.
hell.
I've never seen Kenny
Oh,
intimidated
dude,
or
it
scared.
was great.
Watching an animal get frightened.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
He was frightened by another animal.
It's like watching the Loch Ness Monster hear an explosion. Dummy.
When I was in Iraq, they took us out.
Hold on, Jim.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, who he?
The panda trying to pull the little Asian fella through the bars.
Look how strong that thing is,
That
man.
thing is not happy.
You got to give that jacket.
Yeah.
up.
Give
He
up
gave
the
the jacket.
The panda wants your jacket.
I'm sure they had to kill the panda, even though it's a rare.
No,
animal
they
at
wouldn't
this
have
point.
killed. They don't kill the panda in China.
No, he's rubbing the
The
panda on
panda's
his
rubbing the jacket on his face after that. He was
Yeah, it's all in
rubbing it.
good fun.
Iraq. I'm
I
sorry.
was just saying when I was in Iraq, they take you out to. They've got dogs out there, you know what I mean. But these are bomb sniffing dogs. That's their gig, right? They got to sniff bombs, right? So we went out and met the dogs and you pat them and all that stuff. And some are very fierce, but they're very well trained. But then you meet that one dog that's sitting like crying in the corner, and he's the one who found a bomb. Oh, he's not in good shape, that one. And they're like, does anyone want to adopt him? He can sit on request, and plus he's very needy. It's like a broken down woman.
A broken down woman, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. I was thinking of getting one, a scared bomb dog.
Yeah, a scared bomb dog. That's all you need. God, that thing's got to be a little skittish. I think they train them. What do they train? They train those dogs to sit down when they find a bomb.
Well, that's how they train them for drugs. My brother's a cop,
Yeah,
and he
just
works
kinda
a bit
sit
with the dogs,
down.
and he says that they're all the dogs are smack addicts and coke fiends and that type of stuff, because the way they get them so into the drugs is their reward for finding the drugs is they get a little bit of drugs.
Come on.
Yeah, they get a little tiny taste of it, just a little taste.
I've heard that, but I'm not. I was never
that
sure
true?
if it was true or not. I don't know.
If that canine guy's listening, if he could call in, I mean, he obviously knows how to train the dogs.
Maybe we'll learn something about that today.
This wasn't a drug dog though. Yesterday, it was a dog they used to apprehend bad guys. It was just when someone runs, he flings his door open and he goes, "Go get him, boy!" This was a beautiful German Shepherd.
Wow.
And he'd peek out from the back seat. And me and Jimmy are standing kind of at a distance from the window, but he'd peek out and look at us and go like, show his teeth. And me and Jimmy were just like looking, going, this thing could just lunge through this window and grab your throat, and there would be nothing you can do about it.
It was honestly, it was scary because like the dog was so unreasonable. It was like we were talking to the cop, and it was obvious the dog sensed your intentions. We were being very pleasant, but the dog didn't care. He didn't like us being there. But compared to that chimp, like, very few animals right now are frightening me.
Yeah.
I'm like, it would suck. What's he going to do? Spend 12 minutes eating my nose and fingers?
No. I think the officer would be able to,
Have you ever done that thing where you get in the suit with like the hockey mat? No, well, we did in Iraq, and you run, and then the dog it is a rush because you can't run because you're dressed in a big mesh suit.
And even if you're
so you're running like a Down syndrome bloke with an erection, right? and you're just sort of plodding along, and then the dog tackles you. But it seems all right to sort of punch it while you're on the ground because you're trying to swat it away, and it keeps going at you.
Oh, they don't care. That's playing to
oh yeah, they love it, these dogs. And then just one whistle from his trainer and he's back off. Like,
it's like, all right,
I've had me fun.
We should take a quick break. We could, we got to get into that show you saw.
Oh, well, look at the tease we're doing.
We don't mean to. I mean, it just means we're doing some good radio because we're just kind of going with the flow here. Jim Jeffries, you got some tickets left for your HBO taping this weekend.
Yeah, at Jim Jeffries at BroadwayVideo.com. Just email them how many tickets.
BroadwayVideo.com.
Yeah, you got to be over 18 is the only requirement.
And just put how many you need in your contact information. It's the same ones I've used. Jim Jeffries. It's Jeffries.
That's the word.
At BroadwayVideo.com.
Yeah, this is going to be huge for Jim. I mean, go and support him. It's the HBO taping. That's awesome. We're very happy for you, Jim.
It's right here in New York. Exciting. It's very exciting. My mother doesn't get it though. She goes, I go, Mum, I got an HBO special, and she goes, is that a cable network? And I went, yeah. And she went, oh. And I went, it's very big, Mum. It's very big. Is it going to be on Australian TV? No, because Australian TV sucks, Mum. And there's nothing, and she just can't get her brain around it. She can't fathom it. She thinks I'm a failure.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's quite upsetting.
That's one of the biggest things a comedian could do.
No, I said, I did this. I go, George Carlin just won the Grammy for it, and she went, "Who's George Carlin?"
Oh
God! I could send a chimp on the woman.
I just picture Australian TV as like, oh, here's Gallipoli is on, and then
Gallipoli is on.
The Road Warriors on.
Late night, we put Mad Max on.
Yeah. It's just.
And then our favorite reality TV program, Casual Racism.
Casual racism.
Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony, we got a cool crew in studio today. It's a nice flow. Of course, you got Jim Norton, who's going out to San Francisco this weekend. We're going to lose him in another hour or so.
What?
Yeah, he's leaving early. But we got Jim Jeffries in studio. We love this guy. We would love you to do our show regularly, but he tours the world with his comedy.
I'm moving to America now.
But you're going to probably move to L.A. and become one of those L.A. assholes.
Yeah, L.A. guy.
Probably.
Yeah.
You're going to be. Don't turn into an L.A. comic, please. You should move to New York.
I don't think I can. They only do 5 minutes, and it's all like a show reel.
Your comedy is perfect for New York. You should be hanging in New York.
Yeah, but
being miserable like the rest of the New York comics.
I got my tours of Britain and all that to be miserable.
Those LA guys, for the most part, suck. Don't become one of those guys. Yeah. But Jim Jeffries is in town because he's filming his HBO special this Saturday. A lot of us are going. There's tickets still available for the second show?
For the second show. And you can try to get tickets for the first show if you want, because, some people mightn't show up.
You never know, right?
Tickets, yeah. What was that noise?
Don't even ask. It's just something.
Is that the new format kicking in?
Yeah, probably. We're not supposed to talk about the rumors. They told us that we're the ones keeping the rumors going. Really, the whole world's talking about the fact that this station might.
I'm dumping out. I'm dumping out.
I'm freaking out.
Just enough.
It's freaking out.
Enough.
Even though everyone's talking about, he's freaking out.
Don't care.
He heard it in Atlanta.
Let everybody else talk about it. The second we do, we get effed.
In 6 months, there won't even be radio. They're getting rid of it completely. Get rid of this media. We can't afford it. The economy.
Anthony being the responsible one.
For once.
He's
a
panicky Pete.
Panicky Pete.
They yell at us for talking about it, but the whole world is talking about it.
I'm shell-shocked. That's why I'm panicky Pete.
But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they do to us. You guys are the ones. Oh, really?
At least people are talking about the station. There's a conversation in Atlanta about this station. That's good.
Well, see, you better.
All right.
I'm actually irritated because not at you. I'm
Jim Florentine, by the way.
Jim's doing the show at Eddie Trunk on Saturdays on VH1, and you guys get great guests and Geezer from Sabbath and Dio from Sabbath. Yes, I'm so annoyed. I didn't go. I wanted to just go and just look at them again.
Yeah, that'd be cool, right?
That was the first time I was around those guys, and Jim wasn't lurking in the background with his camera.
Yeah,
and an 8x10 that it got blown up.
Yeah,
I know.
Just pretty creepy.
Up with a poster.
Eddie Trunk kept saying, he goes, wait, I know Norton's going to be texting me any minute. I got a picture. I got to get it signed.
Yeah. I have nothing else for those guys to sign.
You'll find something else.
Nothing. My bag, maybe. Geezer, could
You'll
sign
start
this?
drawing the guys and go, can you sign this? I drew Geezer. Once you start getting into art. Because you know he's going to get to that point where he's so messed up in the head that a therapist is going to go, just do some art. You'll get away from everything. You'll clear your mind. Then he's going to start drawing. He's going, Geezer, look at this picture I drew. Can you sign it?
It'll be awful.
It'll be terrible.
He'll throw himself into painting and artwork and trying to do the. Yeah, could you sign this? And they just be like, ew.
But you bring up a good point. Norton's very confusing because he's very famous, but he acts like a stalker around his heroes.
I know, and
we've all seen it.
Yeah,
that's been going on since day one. When I first got on stage, I mean, he wanted to be a comic, so he used to come to all my shows and stalk me. So it's been since day one with that creepy look, and you really think he's gay when he's just staring at you because he gazes at you. He's looking at your package, and he's looking at your eyes, back to your package.
Is that where the term gazers came from? The word gay?
Who hasn't been with Norton after 3 hours after the show ended? Still waiting for the picture to be taken.
Well, remember that time we were at some function? We were hanging out, me, you, and Jim, and he was getting pictures with everybody. He didn't know any of the celebrities.
You got him good.
And there was just some black guy talking to these two hot chicks, and he looked like Wesley Snipes, but he wasn't. And Norton's like, who's that guy? I go, we're like, he's on CSI. He's like, really? Is he famous? I go, yeah. When Opie's like, yeah, he's the main guy. He's like,
he is? You see this new action star?
Yeah.
But we're acting like, yeah, he's the main guy in that show. I don't know his name, and Florentine's working it with me, and we got Norton to tap the guy on the shoulder, interrupt his conversation with two hot chicks to get a picture, and the guy's like, a picture with me? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
I have a photo with him. He's like, all right. And as the picture's being snapped, I see Opie and Florentine rolling.
And then you know.
I've been got.
Oh, boy.
I've been got.
Yeah.
Dice got me like that once. We were in like Nashville on our way to a gig, and we were in the airport, and he was telling me that some guy was Charlie Daniels. So I asked some guy for a picture because I thought he was Charlie Daniels, but it wasn't him. It was just some fat guy in a hat.
But do you
have these pictures?
I do.
You got
and Shirley MacLaine he got me with too.
I want to see
a fake Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have that.
I want to see the pictures, just knowing that they're nobody. I want to see your happy face being you, and they're slightly confused and befuddled. Why is he asking me face?
Yeah.
The Shirley MacLaine, was that just some old broad with red hair?
I don't remember, but I remember. I only know I have it because it's entered as not Shirley MacLaine. I'm like, not Charlie Daniels.
Can you bring that in?
I will.
I gotta see that stuff.
And if you still got the black guy, I'd love to see that.
I do have that. He was wearing some like a corset almost. He had a weird outfit on, and you guys were like, "That's the guy. He's like some big action star. I can't remember his name."
Our acting was good that day.
It was
That was right. I know, because he's tough to get. You know what I mean?
Good.
Yeah, I got.
But he kept. Know what he did? Because we had to work it a little while, and Jimmy was looking at me and Florentine, trying to see if we were messing with him, and then he started this movement where he's looking at the guy, looking at us, looking at the guy, and he's like, and then he finally went for it.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap. Excuse me, sir.
The guy's in the middle of talking at 210s, and this guy comes over. I got a picture.
Hey, we made his. We made his night.
I can't ask for photos. No, I'd get all weird about it.
I can't not. It's something.
Really?
I can't not do it. I don't know. Now I like it. Yeah, it's a hobby.
But you're famous yourself. So
you nobody.
You have people stalking you, and then you stalk others. You're like third generation.
I love Norton, but I had to give up going to concerts with him. I had to. It was the Metallica show in Jersey.
I remember that. Well,
I think you were there too.
In Long Island with you guys where you were stalking him in Godsmack.
Well, the Metallica, man. The stage was pretty much done, and we were still there waiting for the Metallica picture.
Got it though.
Yeah, I know.
Lawrence, me and Jim hung around, got James. He's a tough one to
Trust
get.
me, it was very easy to find our car because when we finally left the venue, guess what? It was the only car left in the parking lot.
Metallica's bus and your car.
I'm not even joking. We ended up walking out with the band. It was me, Norton, Brewer, and James Hetfield with his family walking out together. That was it.
Because he can stay up all night, too.
Right.
He doesn't drink. He doesn't party. He's got 17 coffees in him, so he's good till 6 a.m. I lose steam at like midnight, 1 a.m. I want to go to bed. He's like, nah, come on, we got to get this. We got to.
Like, do you understand I'm feeling a hangover? I got to go.
The checking of the camera. Yeah. Where he checks his camera every 2 minutes.
Always.
To make sure it's set and ready to go.
We just went through that backstage. We just saw Metallica.
I can't.
A couple weeks ago, and Florentine had a couple he had to get.
Jimmy's crazy with his he cleans it like a Private Pile cleans Charlene, making sure everything works. Focus, Slide's nice.
He does dry runs. You know, let's go to the venue the day before. We'll hang by this door. Yeah. But yeah, he's standing there with his picture because now he gets the 8x10s. He gets them blown up, and then he has to bring them to. So he's already got the pictures with the guys. Now he gets the pictures, and has to lurk and just with his 8x10s standing there next to like 8-year-old kids that want an autograph.
See, to me, if I got the picture, that's good enough. I don't need it now signed. It's wow, I got a picture.
Yeah, you're in the picture.
Yeah, so, but Jimmy goes...
People are going to believe that you met him.
No, I just like to have it because it was like guys were coming in 2 and 3 times. I'm like, why not get it signed?
But does it end with the signing or now? Or now do you have to now get a picture with the guy with you holding the picture that is signed?
And then you need him to jizz on it.
Can I have your DNA now, please?
You know, because look, he started with the number 1 on him, then it went to number 2, and I don't know, God knows where it's at now. Yeah. So you know that's going to happen with the pictures.
No, we had 50 Cent in recently, and
that was pretty cool.
I got him to sign the picture I got with him a few years ago, but I was the only one that didn't get a shot with him. I got it signed. That's all I need. I don't need anything else.
There you go.
I asked whether they could spit in my face while it's being filmed. Could you degrade me racially?
Where are we? So we got Florentine, we got Jeffries. We printed out the top TV shows in Australia. Where's my copy?
Remember
we're talking about Australian TV.
This looks like a load of crap.
You remember you're talking to someone who hasn't lived in the country for about 7 years.
But do you recognize any of these shows?
I recognize a few of them. But
these were the top shows last week in Australia.
The number 1, Underbelly, is a really good show. So
what is it?
It's like The Shield, or it's like The Wire, or The Soprano-y type of a drama. But it's about the Australian mafia. If you've ever seen the movie Chopper, it's very similar to the actual movie.
Eric Bana, right?
Eric Bana's big breaking film, Chopper, yeah.
That was a great movie. It's a true story.
They used a good line on that movie where they said the truth, the whole truth, and nothing like the truth. Which was a good take. But that's what it was. It was his recollection of what happened, but I imagine some of it. The best thing on that movie is if you ever get the extra features where he's just patting a chicken, like a really sadistic bro. And he goes, oh, yeah, I used to go in there, cut their fingers off. They didn't like it. Oh, you see them cry? You cut someone's finger off, they start to cry.
Did he cut his own ears off?
He'd cut his own ears off so he could move from one bit of the jail to another bit because he had a bounty on his head for slashing a mob boss's throat. So he cut his own ears off. But that's that great bit in the movie where who's the person who runs the prison? The warden. The warden goes, "You're not moving cells, Mark. You're not moving cells." He goes, "I'll be out by the afternoon." And then he cuts the ears off and he's there going, "Who said I wouldn't be out? You almost bloody walked me out." And he's just got blood pouring out the sides of his head, and he's like an Australian legend to us. We're like happy to have him. And he writes books now, the real Chopper. He writes crime novels that are very successful. So that's Underbelly done. Then we've got a whole lot of just crap.
What's Packed to the Rafters?
That
sounds like a horrible show.
That would be a sitcom about an immigrant family that are living in too small an apartment, I assume, is what I could...
Oh, wow.
Australia's got a lot of that stuff going on.
What's Find My Family?
I know what that one is. That's the orphan kids.
Yeah.
People who have grown up without parents, and then we go out, we find... Look, it says what it does on the tin, Opie. Yeah. How can you not think that's good?
Find My Family.
That's Find My Family.
Why haven't we stolen that one? That would be perfect for American TV.
It's ethically wrong, probably.
Yeah, and sometimes just to make a good show, they give them false families.
Do they?
No, I don't know.
That would be very... get them really involved with these people that they think is their parents.
Dude, I did see an ad, though, during that show that I was talking about earlier that I didn't talk about.
Oh, let's do that.
I did see an ad for a show where they do send somebody out and find people's long-lost fathers, mothers, families, things like that. So they have kind of taken this.
And the father's like, oh, great, you found me.
They've been doing
wonderful.
Since the dawn of time. I always like the reunions on those shows whenever they go, and here's your dad the whole time.
Yeah.
And they come out and they cry, and the dad always gives a little bit of, I never wanted to leave you, but...
You know what?
But you did, mate. You did. What are you talking about? You have a choice in this world. You did.
I was young, and I didn't know what I was doing, and...
I was shagging a girl in Kansas like 10 months ago, and she just had a kid just like a week ago. And I think I've just slipped under the radar. I don't think it's mine. I'm pretty happy with it as well. It's not mine. I'm pretty sure it's not mine. Another guy's taking credit.
Oh, okay.
So, gotta be happy with that.
Safe.
One of my biggest nightmares is that door opens and there's a 20-year-old walking in saying, hey, You're my father. And it's some white trash a-hole that I wasn't able to mold and raise.
Oh, yeah,
and now I have to deal with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you missed all those young years, though. The diapers and all that crap.
That's a good point.
And school.
That's a good point.
And soccer.
Send her over to my house.
Oh, great.
And you don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
But
you'd have a good-looking daughter.
But that's my nightmare right there. I have it all the time. Like, it's someone that I wasn't able to mold, and now they're just some meth head, complete loser that I have to deal with for the rest of my life.
Hope he goes, how do I know you're my daughter? And she shoves her finger up her nose.
Does this look familiar? You're mine.
Oh, my daughter.
Ugh. Hey, what's that show you were watching? We've been teasing this all morning. Not on purpose, by the way.
After I watched Lost, of course, which is mandatory on Wednesday. Ready to go to sleep, and then I noticed this show on. It's called, what the hell's the name of it? Look, I forgot already. Little Miss Perfect.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Little Miss Perfect. Now, if you saw the movie Little Miss Sunshine, I think you can understand what this is about. It's about these little beauty pageants that these parents drag these kids to. Anywhere from age 5 to, I think, 12 is the age bracket.
It's horrible.
And it is so despicable. The parents are the ones you just want to smash in the face. And then coming in second is the people that run this thing.
Aren't the parents all just, their mothers mostly, and they're all fat pigs?
Fat, slob mothers.
And they're always the same thing. It gives her confidence. She loves to do the shows. It makes her feel good about herself.
I'll do it as long as she wants to do this.
Yeah.
And then the kid's like, I don't want it. Just shut up and put on your whore makeup. but she loves it, every minute of it. And it's mostly either very wealthy, spoiled brat kids from well-to-do families, or complete white trash from like the trailer park somewhere down south. And they get these, adorable little kids and parade them around on a stage in front of flaming homosexuals and pedophiles in bikinis. They have an evening gown segment of the show, just in case you're taking an 8-year-old out to, some nice restaurant. Yeah. They're
not even up to
having on the green. Oh, Uncle Paul. and it's the whole thing of how they treat these kids. And once I watched one episode, I knew, in my humble opinion, I guess I got to say, that the Ramseys killed JonBenet.
Really?
Because they aren't their children. They don't treat them like their children. They are property. They are things that are to be brought in. It's the way of socializing. You know how that Munchausen syndrome by proxy thing, how the mothers usually get attention because it involves them with the doctors and this, and they can talk to people and stuff. It's the same thing with these pageants. It gives these mothers that have nothing to do, they have no life of their own, something to do, and people with common interests to talk to about these pageants. And it's one of the sickest things I've ever seen. The way they dress up and make these kids up. One mother was brushing this girl's hair, and she had her head in a vice grip lock with her hand and just twisting her neck, and the kid's going, ow, ow, and she's just brushing her bleached, blonde, destroyed hair because she had bleached her hair so many times. And then the hairspray and the sparkly crap and the giant whore eye makeup, red lipstick. And then they make them go out on the stage, and there's this wow portion, they call it, where it's time to wow the judges. So they put them in their most hoary outfits, and they got to go out there and do like grinding ass dances and parade around and strut around like they're trying to get laid.
How is this legal?
I think it is.
I think it is just in America. I know it's not.
It is so close. It's not child pornography, but it's by definition.
But it might as well be.
It's the closest thing you can get to child pornography is watching this, I could absolutely see a pedo frothing at this stuff.
Of course.
It's kids in little skimpy bikinis,
it's also,
all made up like whores.
Who does the presenting work, the judging work, the running work?
Homosexuals. Yeah. Dude, they are all gay guys. They go to these coaches, these pageant coaches, and they are either former mothers of these girls, because they're all tremendous fat bitches, or flaming homosexuals that are going like, and I have this idea that you're a chimney sweep. And this is from the show. You're a chimney sweep, and in the middle, you take off your chimney sweep, and you're in a beautiful dress. You've gotten rid of the chimney sweep portion of your life, and you've emerged a beautiful butterfly. And the kid's just like, I want to play with my dolly. And the mother's like, shut up, yes, he's right. Check the chimney sweep thing, you stupid little bitch. And I'm horrified.
This is the footage of it here, yeah?
Yeah, there's some footage right there.
They're always saluting.
They love that salute. Like, yeah. Look, there was an almost nude 10-year-old being carried out on like a litter.
Surfboard.
On one of those
lifeguards.
Yeah, by 2 lifeguards. Here's some audio. We're going to have to get audio next week or tomorrow.
Look at that.
Look at that's horrible.
If that isn't something that would get a pedo frothing at the mouth.
And it confuses the hell out of the kid.
Does it?
Yes, the kid all of a sudden thinks she's an adult before her time.
It teaches a child that being sexy is very important. You get what you want. You're a winner if you're sexy. If you wear
that is true, though.
And
but they should learn that.
But they should learn that at 8 or 9 when they've grown up, not when they're 6.
We got audio. We're going to get more tomorrow because Aunt hit us with this at last minute.
Oh, yeah.
And Jim's looking at the one. I bet she has a MySpace page. I'm going to look her up. That's a good one. They're keeping the minors, Jim. Blue chipper. My sister had this friend. She was like 15, and she was in love with me. I was like 26. And she's like, my friend, I'm like, you know what? She's going to be hot. She started to get a nice rack.
Yeah.
So I'd send her a birthday card. I'd call her on a birthday every year. I'm like, you never know when she turns 18.
A bit of lay-by.
I invested a little bit. Yeah, I'd call her like twice a year. And then when she turned 18, I nailed her. It was beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I brought her up.
I
brought her up like September 1st. It was a 40-man call-up. I put her on the roster.
I can see that mission accomplished banner over the bed.
Great, yeah.
Are you dead serious?
I swear to God, absolutely.
Oh, you're my hero. I love the effort.
Fantastic.
That's fun.
Yeah, you put the time in.
You never know.
Yeah.
You know, what's a couple cards?
Good man.
You know what we should do? Because the phones are late. Everyone saw the show you're talking about. And we got 2 lousy clips. We should have more. But, there's some YouTube videos. Maybe Sam could work some of these YouTube videos and give us a little more audio. And we'll do this proper after the break. Jim Jeffries, HBO special taping this weekend. That's very cool. Florentine, what are you promoting? The VH1 show with Eddie Trunk?
That metal show this Saturday night, 11 o'clock, VH1 Classic.
Who's on this week, you know?
Vinnie Paul's the first guest, Dimebag's brother.
Oh, wow.
Pantera. Yeah.
Nice. And you can go to VH1Classic.com for more info.
Yeah, and I got a prank call CD, Terrorizing Telemarketers, Volume 5, out this week, too.
It's nice to see
you're the guy who does the prank phone call thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen. Sorry.
Terrorizing Telemarketers.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's good to see Florentine has come home.
Too busy watching Back to the Rafters.
Yeah, Back to the Rafters.
Florentine has come home, ladies and gentlemen. Opie and Anthony. Oh, my God. It's an easy one today. Everyone just blah, 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 during the break.
A lot of yapping. I love it.
Yeah. I think there were 5 different conversations going on during the break. Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton, Jim Jeffries, Jim Florentine. A lot of Jims in today.
All comics named Jim.
Yeah.
Should be a theme. We should have like Jim Thursday.
Yeah. Call it the gym workout.
Sure.
No, that's.
Wow. The gym workout. Mornings. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, that's great, dude.
That's terrible. Right?
Mornings at the
creepily bad.
Yeah.
I just did a show
Jim Radio.
Where was it? And I don't even want to say where, but I just did a morning show somewhere in another market, and it was free-for-all Fridays.
Well, yeah. What happens on free-for-all Fridays?
There was nothing going on. I expected when I opened the elevator doors, like people going nuts. There was no free-for-all anywhere. I went in, we just talked.
Ancient Rome.
It was not free-for-all.
Drinking, vomiting, having sex, hacking people's limbs off. Nothing.
You got to hate morning radio. I mean, you've been fortunate to do Howard's show, our show, and then you go out there and you have to deal with free-for-all Fridays.
Free-for-all Fridays.
It's just horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something that's really bad.
Did you ask any of the staff what Free For All Fridays meant?
You know, they busted my balls about coming on the show. They were like, "We need 5 topics." You know, all these. So you were on a plane recently. You know, like that.
Yeah.
We want stuff from Iraq. They go, "Look, I do 45 minutes of penis jokes. Can I say it?" Like, no, you can't. I go, "That's all I talk about is just taking care of myself."
I've never understood these radio guys where someone like Florentine or Jeffries or Norton, you don't need to prepare. You just sit them down and start yapping.
But they do that.
It's the easiest thing to do in radio.
It's a talk show.
I was doing one, and they do that thing where because they know I do a lot of religious material, and they go, "Hey, so you're in that hotel? There's always a Bible in the bedside table.
What's up with that?
Do you ever read that? And you're like, oh, you want that joke, do you? Oh no.
And then I just said, all right, just say that I'm single. I got a bunch of material I could just talk about on the radio. Fine, because I want to sell seats. That's the bottom line. So, and then the producer comes out. He's like, well, how is he going to get into this? That you're single? I go, I have no idea. It's his job. How the hell do I know?
How is he
I don't know.
Into this?
How is he going to get into this? He's like, he likes this, that you're single, but how is he going to get into that?
Are you kidding?
I swear to God. I almost thought I was getting messed with. I'm like, all right, somebody's punking me right now.
Yeah.
Do you have change of a 5? Yeah, I got a few singles. By the way.
So what does your wife think about that? You don't have one? What?
Oh.
They're the worst.
Ham-handed way.
They're terrible.
Unbelievable. That's why we love the comedians that come in and do our show, but there was a time we hated having comedians on our show. We were able to turn this thing around because they would come in and you would ask them something like, how's it going, Florentine, or whatever, and next thing you know, they're doing their act like, how did that happen?
Yeah, that's
we just
terrible.
want to do the hang, you know?
Yeah, how's it going? Well, not as good as it's going for George Bush.
Yeah, right.
Coincidentally enough, you said we like doing the hang. There was one comic that would do his act when he came in, and I believe he hung himself.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Doing the hang.
Did he really?
Richard Jenny.
Was it Jenny? Did he hang?
Shot himself.
No, he shot himself?
Oh, that's all right then.
In the shower.
I was thinking of the other guy from the Family Feud.
Oh, Ray Combs?
Yeah, Ray Combs.
Yeah. Survey said.
Survey said Brooks was here. Adios, funny man.
Was he the host of Family Feud, was he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
You wanted to say something on the air about your parents? Or
No.
What were you talking about?
Well,
there was something else, no?
Me and Anthony were talking about at the moment. I've given up alcohol for a couple of weeks just to drop a few pounds and just so I can have a clear
That was the
brain.
scream you heard from me.
Yeah, just to have a clear brain for a couple of weeks before the special. And then I've been on the road for 2 weeks, and I've picked up 3 times. And have you ever had sex where you're sober and they're drunk? I've never done this in my whole life. It's like rape without the
Guilt.
No, not the guilt. Without the justification of being drunk. Like there is, it's rape with the guilt. Because the whole time they're passing in and out of consciousness. You're just pulling their hair up going, you sure you're into this? Yeah. You're positive. Oh, yeah, okay. Put your head back down.
It's rape without the charges.
Without the charm.
There is something about that when if both of you are drunk and you're rolling around, there's this mutual, all right, we're hammered kind of a thing. But if you're not drunk and that girl is ripped, it is just like, all right, just get this over with. Shut up. Whatever. It's so awkward.
What do sober people do? How do they meet each other? How do they get together? And how do they have sex?
Yeah.
Like, the first time, you got to be plastered, right?
Yeah, I would think so. You got to have a few in you.
Is it just me on this one?
No.
I feel like
right with you.
It does feel like I've slipped into material, but this is true.
I'm right with you.
And also there was this girl in Cleveland who I went out with on the Friday night, and I really liked her. And then I go out with her on the Saturday night, and she wouldn't have sex with me then after 2 days together. And then she's like, I still want to see you. And I'm like, well, why aren't we having sex? And she goes, I don't think we're ready. And I'm like, I'm here for 2 days. This is as ready as we get. This is the whole romance.
Here it is.
We got to confine, like on the Titanic sunk after 2 days. Look how big a romance was that?
For a comedian, 2 days is like
2 days is everything.
Regular guys in a relationship for a year.
I had to kick her out of the hotel and go, if you're not going to sleep with me, you have to leave because I'm an adult. And if you're not going to have sex with me, then I have no interest in talking to you. I know it feels bad, but that's the reality of it. What's going to happen in the morning? I'm going to chat to her more. I'm going to see how crap she looks in the morning without makeup and not have sex with her. That's going to add to your appeal. At least I would have had happy memories before. What are you sleeping in my bed for?
We'll just sleep together.
No. Unless I can wank in the corner, I don't want you in the room.
Well, that's the thing when they always say, look, nothing's going to happen. Like, no, I don't want anything to happen. Let's just crash. And that really annoys them. They're like, wait a minute, he doesn't want to bang me?
Look at you, you turn it around.
7 out of 10 times. You're nailing them within 10 minutes. Always started out no, I don't want to have sex. We just met. I mean, come on. We don't even know each other. Why would we do that? Let's just crash. And then next thing you know, they're all over your mule.
Do you guys as comics do the same thing when you're in bed with a girl in a hotel where she goes, I bet you go from town to town and just have sex with girls in different... Do you deny it?
No.
I denied it for years.
I'm tired of denying it.
And now I go, yes. In every town I try to, and you're just one of many. And it makes them feel small, but I like that.
No, or I just go, I bet you bang every comic every week. How do I know you don't do that? Like, no, I don't. I go, well, you're here with me and you just met me.
Flirting is the turn it around guy.
Always.
Wow.
Any kind of argument with your chick, you just turn it around, make it their fault.
Yeah.
And then they're crying, go, how did this get turned on me? You just banged my friend and somehow it's my fault? Always.
You brought her around.
Exactly. You were looking you threw the garbage out, you were out for a couple minutes.
You're a veteran, huh?
A
road veteran.
Girls always say that thing, they do say that sentence where they go, I don't normally do this.
Yeah.
Well, I want some tramp who normally does. I don't want an inexperienced person. Can you tell me that you have? I feel like I have enough diseases to kill off yours.
Well, Jim, you always got to walk them downstairs because, you never know if these girls are going to cry rape at the hotel after you're done with them. Go walk them out and go to the front desk. And make sure you go over there and say, hey, I need a wake-up call for 6 a.m. So that, the guy behind the desk sees you guys. The girl's not crying.
Yeah.
And then you crack a joke like, hey, I go, hey, do I look like Brad Pitt? And they're like, no. And I turn around, I go, how about from this angle? Just something stupid. And we're all, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, she thinks I'm Brad Pitt. And, and then she's laughing, and then she wants to press charge. Like, hey, she was at the front desk. Look at the video.
Be funny if Brad Pitt
who laughs?
Rape?
Who laughs after they just got raped?
Yeah.
So you got that,
well, unless you've held a mark to that for it, going, you better laugh.
She was very despondent at the time. She did not know what to do and how to react. Some people react differently to these situations, and she reacted to her horror with laughter. I'm doing a very Jewish lawyer.
Yeah.
When I was in New York, the first time I ever came back, I picked up 2 girls from Caroline's. And it's very, very rare you get the 3 thing going on, right? But to convince them to have a threesome, I had to keep on doing shots and stuff like that. Ooh. It turned out they drank better than me. I was plastered. Yeah. They took me back to the hotel and they stole my video camera. So if you're out there, girls, I'm still up for it. Even after the crime.
Even after the crime,
I forgive you.
I was in on a Jim Jeffries attempt one day at the bar. We were both trying and just failing miserably. I think we were a little too drunk.
Halloween.
Was that Halloween?
One of them wrote. One girl wrote on my Facebook. On my fan page. I made out with Jim Jeffries at Halloween, and then I went, I did make out with it. I was so plastered. That thing was going, all right, Anthony, if we work as a team.
Yeah. All right, see these 2 over here. We're going to walk up over, boys, get us some drinks. And
I'll use my charming accent. They won't stand a chance. I do that. I think I start thinking of like Sean Connery, and I start walking up going, hello, ladies. How are you?
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from all over.
Where do you want me to be from, bird?
Oh, I do that.
Me bird.
You ever been with an Australian man where I'm big down under? Ha, 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 ha. Oh, it's horrible, man. Horrible drunk I am.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, it was a fun.
We got clips of that show you saw.
Oh, you do?
The little girls doing the pageant thing.
The little girls show.
Yeah. You want to start with the...
What did you have to type into the computer to get this up without getting arrested?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hot.
We start with Michael, who explains what he does and how great the pageants are.
Michael.
My name is Michael Galanis. I am a pageant director, friend, mentor.
He's got anus in his name. What is his name? Go anus? What?
My name is Michael Galanis. I am a pageant director, friend, mentor, coach, and the queen of everything, actually. What are you doing there? Pat your lashes. Pat your lashes. Hold it down. I would like to really sort of be the spokesperson for pageants and for wherever lies in your heart right now for pageants. If it's not a positive thing or not a positive experience, I invite you all to retry and come to the world of pageants, because I'm here to tell you there is something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
Gay guys and pedophiles.
Yeah.
And overbearing fat mothers that want to treat their kids like little whores.
The husbands in these stories are
Yeah.
always, they're very depressing men.
Yeah.
They're
They're beaten men.
Well, you know, like, that's what she likes. And they've been told the lie as well. They believe the lie as much as the kids being told to believe the lie. And it's just, they're just overpowered by their wives.
They're into the pageant, and because there was this one woman running around, this fat slob, running around, and she couldn't find the big can of hairspray. And she had dragged, of course, her daughter and her husband and her son to this thing, and they're all in the hotel room before the pageant, and it said like 35 minutes before stage time, and the mother is crying. She's literally crying, going, I bring the big hairspray and I can't find it. Get your father. Get him, because we need to. And she's pulling the sheets off the bed. And then she looks under the suitcase and goes, I found it. Get over here, to the kid now. And spray her head with hairspray.
Well, why wasn't the kid there?
She was cowering in a corner.
Yeah, they had her out working the streets.
Yeah.
She's just trying to be a kid somewhere else.
Just the poor kids. Yeah, for a second trying to be a child. Tina, get the axe. Just that type of overbearing bitch.
Well, this guy swears it's a whole positive thing. He swears.
Oh, really?
I continuously go to weddings and parties and things with girls with whom I've met at pageants, and I see what it's done for them. And, you know, you have to sort of weigh out all of the pros and all the cons, but when all is said and done, I think pageants really are a positive journey. If you could trade places with your mom for a day, what would you do?
Kill myself.
Probably go shopping and spend on her credit card.
I'd eat all the chocolate hidden under the couch.
I drink out of the special bottle she keeps over the fridge.
I'd keep a secret.
I'd abuse another child.
I'd let me play. Just bursts into tears. These poor little bitches.
Oh, don't get it.
What kind of problems are these? Are actually perfect, though. These are the disturbed kind of girls I've always liked and been attracted to.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that after a while.
Up.
Yeah. I like girls with just like tons of baggage and just no dad. I like her. I don't think I've met a girl's father in years.
You like him being a complete mess?
I just want daddy issues. I want everything. And after a while, you get sick of it. But initially, it just works perfect.
Yeah, in the beginning, it's really cool because they
works
totally
great.
attach to you. And
They're all effed up. And it's just fantastic.
Yeah. They're a complete mess.
They're messes.
If I can't see self-harm, it's a deal breaker.
It's fantastic. When they got to come to your door with a bellhop for all that bag, just bringing it all upstairs. Here you go. Here's my father. Oh, fuck. Just log that. Take this steamer trunk of my mother was a bitch and everything. Oh, here's an uncle trunk. There's another one out here and another one over here.
The wildest in bed.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
you got to have the crazies, man.
And then, but the thing is, you could run into that landmine of bursting into tears at any moment.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So you got, and holidays are special too, because Christmas, it's a happy occasion. Oh wait, that's the day Dad left. All right, right off Christmas.
Like you 1 minute they're crying, next minute they're giving you treats at a movie theater.
Yes,
you know what I mean? You don't know why. You're like, all right, I'm going with it. She was just crying 10 minutes ago.
It's
but
like you fell into Girl Interrupted.
I know.
It's like they're trying to suck daddy's love out of the bottom of the thing.
All your problems aren't at the bottom of a scrotum.
Oh, my God.
Oh, nice.
That was a fantastic Daddy's Love. Come on, I know it's in there. Oh.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we can't do this anymore.
Hey, we might have found the girl that stole your video camera.
What?
Yeah, we got more from this Little Miss Pageant thing.
What?
Jessica.
Hi.
Hi.
Were you one of the girls that went home with Jeffries after Caroline's last year?
Yep, me and my friend Jen.
It is, right?
Where's my camera?
Oh, we didn't take your camera. We took your CDs.
Someone took my video
You're
camera.
fessing up to stealing something, so your credibility is shot. So you probably took the
there
camera.
was the Sony DVD camera, the ones that you put the little DVDs in, that wasn't there in the morning. And anyone could have taken advantage of me, mind you.
How old are you and your friend?
I'm 26.
15.
Yeah, come on. I met him at a pageant.
How old is your friend?
She's 14.
No, come on. How old is your friend?
24, 25.
Okay, so do you remember these girls, Jim?
I don't. I remember the situation.
Did you do anything with Jim?
I cannot remember what the girls looked like.
Jessica.
I was plastered drunk.
Jessica.
He was. We closed down Caroline's, and then we went to Playwrights.
I don't even know where Playwrights.
I bet you that's her. That Playwrights is around the corner from
No,
Caroline's.
it's definitely her. Jessica, walk us through it, because Jeffries doesn't remember anything.
Well, he was on your show. It was like the week he was on your show twice, and I thought he was hysterical, so convinced my friend to go to Caroline's on a
You're
Sunday.
welcome, by the way.
No,
Thank you very much.
No, I'm saying you're welcome to Jim.
Yeah, you always do.
You're welcome.
We drank all day. We went there, drank.
So embarrassing.
Okay.
We met him, and he was really friendly. Asked us to stay for a drink, so we did, and then we just kept drinking. Jim told us his life story, pretty much. Started singing show tunes in Caroline's. and then finally the bartender was like, you guys got to leave. We have to go. So then we went to Playwrights.
Mm-hmm.
But we pretty much drank and chain smoked all night talking about his life story. It's pretty exciting.
And wait, you went back to his room, so keep going. Let's go.
Yeah, keep going.
We went back to his room, the three of us.
Yeah.
And... Jim, do you remember this?
I can't remember. I'm a drunk. I'm a horrible. I can't remember anything past waking up and not get. I can't remember anything before waking up and losing stuff.
Wow.
Well, pretty much Jen and I decided we live in Westchester, so we missed our last train. So I pretty much told Jen, listen, you have to give it up so we have somewhere to sleep tonight. Jen agreed. We went back to the
No, see, that's not how I remember it. I remember what was going on.
All right, wait. Let her go. So Jen agrees. Keep going, Jessica.
So we go back to the hotel room, and sorry to disappoint, guys, all three of us passed out drunk.
Oh, so it wasn't just me. You guys were as drunk as I was.
I threw up in your sink.
You threw up in the sink. What a rock star. Holy crap, man. You rule. This is a great story. Were you all naked in bed, passed out?
A little bit. I mean, you know. As much as we could be before we passed out drunk.
If you would have died, if Jim would have died that night, he'd have been a legend.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm still going to be at the Skirball Centre on Saturday.
Give it a second try.
I assume if you were good enough when I was drunk then, I'm getting drunk on Saturday. So.
And he has a lot better things for you to steal.
Yeah, he's got new CDs you could steal.
He's got new clothes, I see, too.
He's got a Blu-ray player you can lift.
Hold on, there's a little more left here. So you guys pass out, you're a bit naked. You don't really do much with Jim Jeffries, right?
No. So then, 5 o'clock rolls around. Jen becomes conscious again, decides to go down to the front desk, ask where the next train is. They were no help. So then she came back to the room at some point. I don't remember. She's, on the floor. I'm on the other side of the floor. We both Jen and I end up floating on the floor to keep warm. The phone rings at 6 to wake us up, and I pop up to answer, and Jim wakes up screaming and goes, bloody hell! What are these two girls? Why are you on my floor?
And how'd you get this?
You can't startle me. I'm not a good person. Remember when I told that story about the break-in with the knife and all that? Ever since then, I'm a mess.
Yeah.
If you try to wake me up, I'll scream. I will punch you.
Yeah.
I will just, especially if I'm hungover, I'm horrible.
Yeah.
There was no punching, but he was pretty scared.
So what about the stolen item? What happened?
Yeah, how'd you get the item out of his room?
So, okay, so then Jen and I haul ass to the train station. A cab would not take us to the train because he thought we were hookers. He flat out denied driving us anywhere. Get to, we get to...
Close enough.
Wait. You're out of the hotel, which is fine, but how'd you get the CDs?
Oh, that would just be in my room.
I don't know. Jen, okay, apparently, so I get to Grand Central. Jen's like looking through her purse. I look in her purse. I'm like, what is that?
Oh,
She's like, oh, it's good for you. It's a parting gift. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, well, I was looking through his drawers trying to find a train schedule or something, and I found these CDs. I thought he would.
I think your friend stole my video camera. My video camera was gone.
If she
still
took
got
the
the
CD,
plug
she
for
took
it.
the camera.
The video camera was gone.
Yeah, your friend took
She
it.
definitely would have told me that she took it.
No,
Nah,
she took
but
it.
maybe not.
No,
Because
she wouldn't have told you about the
criminals aren't
CDs because you saw them in the bag.
What were the
Oh,
CDs?
that's true. I should ask her. What
What were on the CDs?
I just
they
my
were his,
stand-up.
like, his,
Oh, was it?
stand
The
up.
stand-up CD.
Stand up. They were awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
You really think
Well, at least your comedy was awesome, even though you passed out.
Do you really think...
That's the best review I've ever had from a girl who didn't sleep with me, who passed out in my bed.
Yeah, the other girl's got your camera. It's so obvious.
Do you really...
So obvious.
Wait, Jessica, do you really think that your friend was looking through his drawers for a train schedule?
Yeah,
She was looking for money.
Probably not. Oh my God. She would have just got to his pants pocket, right?
Your friend's a thief.
Yeah, your friend's a thief.
A little bit. She's a fun girl, though, so.
Oh, yeah, she was a fun girl.
Yeah, she doesn't want to bang you and she steals your CDs. She's great.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hang with her.
Hey, what can they steal this weekend, Jim? You haven't drank in a while, so it's only going to take a little bit for you to be...
I'm getting smashed up on Saturday after the show.
You got another great opportunity, Jessica.
Where are you going to be Saturday?
I'm going to be at the Skirball Center, and tickets are available at Jim Jeffries at BroadwayVideo.com.
And the Skirball Center is in it's NYU. It's right off of it's right near LaGuardia and West 4th Street at Washington Square Park. It's in NYU. It's a brand new theater, like 3 years old. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, the next parting gift will be chlamydia.
Yeah, but she won't bang you. She'll just throw it on you.
Well, I won't bring Jen this time. She's moving to LA tomorrow, so you won't steal anything. But
Well, tell Jen that I live in LA now, so if she wants to steal anything...
She has your phone number in her
long
phone.
distance threesome. That's nice.
Tell her to call.
I'll tell her to call when she gets there.
Why is she going? Why is she going to L.A.?
So I can punch her in the head till I get my camera back.
Better stuff to steal.
Exactly. She was hoping that would happen.
Why is
She wants to be a filmmaker with Jim's camera?
She actually said, "Yeah, I think I'm taking up amateur filmmaking."
Oh, great! She's a porn girl. You know that, right? She's doing
She so stole your camera, dude.
yeah, and she's doing like $500 porn videos.
At least we know that I was telling the truth.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what
right.
The show's
Did Jim
about
get-
getting to the bottom of things.
Did Jim get naked at all?
No, he couldn't.
What do you mean he
What do you
couldn't?
mean? It's not like an erection. like no matter how...
He couldn't get his pants off. This never happens to me.
We couldn't walk. We couldn't walk. We drank them under the table pretty much.
Yeah, they did do that.
Wow. That's a good story.
What a great opportunity that was just like blown by alcohol.
I know, exactly. But the thing is, it's that little dance you do with alcohol. If I didn't have if there was no alcohol involved, the opportunity wouldn't have come up. And then you can drink past the opportunity as well as a fine line.
I always said it. There's a graph that goes up that things will get better. Your performance at certain things will get better as you drink, especially bar-related things. And picking up girls is a bar-related thing. Playing darts. Things like that. You'll get better. And then instantly, wham, the graph drops off in 1 second.
You play darts really well. Next thing you know, there's a family of 4 dead.
Family of 3 would have been good.
Why?
Because you only shoot 3 darts at a time.
I just meant a drunk driving accident.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant hit him in the head with darts.
I would thought hit him in the head with darts.
I meant that you're playing darts really well, and it's a great night, and the drop-off is you're picking different color hair out of the grill. When you
That's okay. Now I got the old patent leather shoe and the hair ribbon. I'm wondering how that happens.
Well, there's a lollipop and a Timex watch. Uh-oh. Someone was holding hands.
Jessica, we're going to put you on hold for a minute here. We have to take a break. We got more audio from the Little Miss Perfect TV show that Ant was watching last night. We'll finish up with these guys next. Jim Norton, Jim Florentine, and Jim Jeffries all in the house today. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. I guess we're losing Florentine.
Yep, he's the other press.
You got other press to do, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of those like satellite radio tour things.
Oh, fun.
Where you just call different stations around the country. You're in Des Moines, Iowa. And,
hello, Des Moines.
You're on the Bob and Kelly Wacky Show. So tell us about your show. We're excited.
Wacky horn.
It's awful, right?
Yeah.
You don't think they're excited?
No. Just say, what's this stupid show about? Just be honest.
Jim's show is with Eddie Trunk and, of course, Don Jameson. And it's called That Metal Show. It's on VH1 Classic. And the new season starts March 7th, which is this Saturday. And this season they got guests are Black Sabbath, they got Anthrax, members of Guns N' Roses and Velvet Revolver. And you can also watch old ones at VH1Classics.com.
Yeah, we got Lars from Metallica, Queensryche.
Who do you got from Guns?
Duff.
Duff's
great,
cool.
man.
The guy knows his finances.
I know.
Did you guys talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about that.
His stock portfolio, excuse me, is pretty amazing.
The guy's his pancreas almost exploded from drinking so much.
So he had to figure out something else to do with his life.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden he went back to school.
Right.
How do you go back to school after that? You party so much.
He told a story on our show. He said, look, if I drink again, I will die.
Yeah.
He got to that point.
Really?
He got the closest to dying from alcohol.
At least he got to keep his video camera.
And didn't die. And, now he's a whole new person. But then his bandmate wasn't so lucky. You watched that Sober House?
Yeah.
Stephen Adler? Who knew that it was that bad?
He's still alive, though, isn't he?
Well, I guess. Have you seen this?
I read the Slash book. I know that Adler was a smack addict for heroin. He might still be, I don't know, but I mean...
He got a seizure from doing what?
Or a stroke or something from doing that stuff, yeah.
Stroke, right.
Well, he could still drum for Def Leppard. They could have the both of them there.
Yeah.
Like just one...
Then you got one drummer.
Assuming.
That could do like a hell of a quad bass.
I wonder if that conversation was like after Rick Allen had that car accident in Def Leppard. Rick's lost his arm, and they probably had that meeting without him. Like, all right, who's going to tell him?
Should we just dump him? Or
no, he's been there since the beginning.
Yeah, but we could get a guy with 2 arms.
Yeah, play twice as fast.
This is a bit off the track, but when I was in Iraq, they make you go visit the hospitals and all that type of stuff, and you go see the soldiers. And we go there with page 3 models who are like topless models in Britain. And we only had enough time to visit the hospitals very quickly, so there was 2 wards. And so I went into one ward and the topless model went into the other ward. You never seen a more depressed bunch of amputees.
Oh, God, yeah.
They were expecting to get the model. And then in walks me and I'm like Peter Griffin trying to, hey, kids. Hey.
Yeah.
Like that. But anyway, there's this guy and he was missing an arm, but it was not like a stump. It was like tethered bits of skin. Like little jagged, like cortisone things, right? And what happened was he picked up a dirty bomb off this woman in the street. He just, here's a present. I had rat sack in it, this dirty bomb, right? Blew his hand off. And he could feel the poison going up his arm and killing him, going to his heart. So he got an axe and hacked his own arm off.
Holy crap.
Really?
Hacked his own arm off. And he said it with an element of pride. Now, I'm weak, man. My arm's dying. I'm all dying. Everything's dying. It's like that scene in Mad Max where he goes, you have, what is it? Like you have... You have 10 minutes to cut your arm off or 20 minutes to cut the chain. You're about to die in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And the guy goes for the chain. But, hacked his own arm off with an axe.
Oh, wow. What was in it? Rat poison?
Rat sack, rat poison.
And he just knew.
He could feel the numbness going through.
And he goes, all right.
And he just went, I know they would probably get trained for that type of thing.
Wow.
Picked up whatever implement he had, hacked his arm off, man.
Oh. Boy, that's a man.
That's a man.
So those guys weren't happy to see you when you went in there?
No.
They all started hacking their own heads off.
I did a tour of Walter Reed. I was down there, and they wanted me to go to the hospital. Some woman, a fan of mine, hooked it up. And I go in there. It was so embarrassing because, 3 of the guys out of the 40 that I visited knew who I was. Oh. They're like, the soldiers are lonely. They want to see you. And I go in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? The guy's like, hi. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, nothing. I'm like, so, you like the show that I'm on? He's like, I don't know what show you're on. I was so awful.
They would have been happy if you cleaned their
who are you?
They thought you were there to change the bedpan or something.
They thought some star was coming in,
If they don't know you, you're just the guy who can do things they can't.
I'm trying to explain the shows I'm on. They're like, sorry, I never saw that. I was overseas. I was fighting for our country. I'm like, oh, it's a show. You check it out on YouTube. Yeah, but I don't have any arms. All right, well.
Or a laptop. Jim,
God, right? Yeah.
the most embarrassing moment happened. We were just talking about Semi-Pro. We went to the screening of Semi-Pro.
Right.
And I walk in, and everyone has their hands up. Like, hey, this is my most embarrassing moment ever.
Oh, yeah. That was
They have their hands up. So I'm like, hey, like a rock star. Like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, And I turn around and realize they all had their hands up because K-Rock, the station I was promoting it, was throwing out T-shirts.
But then Jim Norton tried to have a photo with you, so everything was okay.
And I should have known because it was all black people because where they had the premiere, it's like that's the area, so they all came in for a free movie.
Right.
And I'm thinking, wow, Aunt and I and Jimmy, we're doing real well. We are like crossing over to the community. They all had their hands up because they were throwing shirts and hats and frisbees.
Did you feel stupid when you were
I had a bad one.
How did you play it off, though?
I just grabbed the chair and sunk all the way down.
You feel so stupid.
Even talking about it just bothers me.
I had that one at Tavern on the Green. That was a Christmas dinner with a bunch of people and everything. And we had been in New York for a little while. Not really long enough for a lot of people to know who we were, though. And it was some dinner with people, and this couple comes over with a camera and goes, "Excuse me, would you take a picture?" So I'm like looking at my family and stuff and everything, like, this is cool, man. I'm finally getting to show them the star that I am. So we walk up to the Christmas tree that's in Tavern on the Green, and she hands me the camera, and her and her boyfriend get in front of the tree. And when they said, "Could you take a picture?" they just wanted me to snap their picture.
You look worthless. Could you press this button?
Yes. I went back to the table because I kind of made a face like, to everybody, like, this is part of the territory.
Yep. Get used to it.
You got to deal with people. And I sat back down, and they were just laughing at me. Like, oh.
I had one of those with Voss in Montreal. Oh, my God. We weren't working. And we got a lot of recognition from that dumb thing we did, right? And we're up there for the comedy festival, and Voss just did Last Comic Standing. He was getting recognized everywhere. And this lady comes up to Voss like, "Oh, my God, can I get a picture with you?" And Voss is like looking at me like, "Oh, see what I've become?" And then the woman taps me. And I'm like, "Oh, she knows who I am, too." And she hands me the camera.
The worst is when you're going into a place like a Walter Reed or anywhere you're going, and they go, "All right, we got a special guest," and everybody's like, "Who's the special guest?"
Oh my God. I don't know.
And you could feel the
Bob
disappointment.
Hope, right?
And when there's no recognition, they're like, "What?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with you?"
And I was out with this chick, and all of a sudden this guy came on the street. And he's like, "Dude, I watch the metal show all the time on VH1 Classic." I'm like, "All right, cool. It's going to impress this chick." Like, wow, you get recognized, especially a new one.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's always cool. And then he goes, "Can I be honest with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "The show really sucks." I got to be honest. It really sucks. And I'm like, "All right, well, hey, that's your opinion." He goes, "No, seriously, it's really bad.
All right,
you guys don't even know anything about anything. You just talk about old 80s metal, and it's terrible." And I'm like, "All right, thanks, man, whatever." And it was just awful walking away. Yeah.
But that's what the show's about.
Who is this
Why?
douche?
What does he want?
I don't know why.
Most of the guys that watch that show live in their basement with their mom. They're 45.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you talk
about like older metal, not they want to talk about old metal.
Because metal, you could say it's Def Leppard, you could say is metal, and then you could say Slipknot is.
Yeah.
So then there's a whole thing in between. So it's a big argument. They're not metal.
You suck,
This
dude.
isn't metal. They're like hard rock. They're not. Metallica's metal, and Metallica's not even metal anymore.
No,
so it's just a whole, and they just get so angry over it, over nothing.
You don't carry the.
I could care less. Eddie Trump does it a lot. He's like, "Don't say extremes metal." I go, "Who cares?" He goes, "I'm going to get hate emails." I go, "Then get them."
Get them.
Oh, is that really bothering someone that say this next metal band Extreme? Who cares?
Jim told me that sometimes when they're coming back and the camera's getting running. How long before the camera comes on do you cut gassers and wave them at Eddie?
5, 4, 3. fart right there. And then he blows it every time. He's like, he did it. I go, I didn't do it. It's constant. One of the PAs last night, we had a rap party for the show, and she's like, you're just a disgusting human being. All you do is fart. He goes, did your mom teach you anything? I go, you tell me that's not funny. She goes, no, it's not funny. I go, it's funny every time.
Funny.
I always have one in the chamber. That's my thing. Always keep one. You never know.
With one in the pipe.
You never know.
Safety off. You're dangerous.
What's better than just waving at Eddie Trunk as the cameras go on and try to do a show?
Nothing. Even when Jim wasn't famous, we were auditioning for this VH1 show. We were nothing. We were making no money.
Oh yeah,
and it was a big show. It was like already going in production. I think it was already picked up. Or we were going for the pilot. We're sitting there. The director finally comes in from L.A. because we're doing like a second casting. They're interested in me and Jim and someone else as partners. And we're sitting there. The guy's like, okay, 5, 4, 3. And Jim just starts farting. And it was like some gay director. He's like, excuse me, well, did someone just fart? And Jim's like, yep. He put his hand up. Yep, I did. I was like, you remember that? It was in that couch potato thing.
I remember couch potato.
Yeah. He just farted. I'm like, dude, we're making $200 a week. Can't you just hold that in?
I don't even remember that.
I like the fact there's no denial whatsoever.
He put his hand right. I did.
Jimmy's very, very proud of
Yeah,
him.
he likes to brag about him.
Funny.
Do we have to. You have to sneak out.
I gotta go. Yeah.
You got to do the awkward out, and we just all look at you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
Oh man, don't be a stranger, Jim.
Absolutely, Jim. Good luck with your special, man.
Jim Florentine, everyone from the Metal Show on VH1 Classic.
Yeah.
March 7th are the new episodes at 11 p.m.
Yep, Vinnie Paul's on the first week.
Very, very cool.
I met Vinny at Hard Rock. He was very cool.
Vinny's a great guy. And they got a strip club in Dallas, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
They hook you up. Anything goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Pick one out.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
So just wear sweats if you go.
Yeah, nice pair of silk underpants.
Yeah.
Silk shorts.
Oh, that what? You want it to run down to your ankles?
Sometimes, no, sometimes,
no absorbency in that.
Yeah, see, that's why I wear tighty whities, just in case. It keeps it in.
Absorbency.
Keeps it in.
It's like almost like a diaper for sex addicts.
I wear chaps backwards.
Oh my God. Jim Florentine, everyone. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
It was good seeing you, man.
Damn, man.
Hey,
that's funny.
Just so we can wrap this up, you want a couple clips from Little Miss Perfect? All right, man.
Please.
All right, this is
He's a good guy.
Hadley, Hadlies. Hadley's mom talks about doing the pageants.
Thank you. Stunt brain got it.
There you go.
Hadley.
Back it up.
Pageants can be expensive, and I think people try to cut corners. Sometimes it's on their clothes, sometimes it's on taking pictures themselves, sometimes it's on doing their own hair and makeup for their child. Ow! If you start skipping these steps, you're not going to have a positive end result. Woo, you look sassy! Our next contestant, Hadley Sage Campbell.
What?
You did your face wrong. You went, she knows that she has to nail this routine.
I'm gonna nail this one.
Or what?
Trust me, I'm gonna nail it.
What's with that foot?
Sorry.
Stop saying you're sorry. For her to say, I'm sorry over again makes me feel like maybe she's doing this more for me than for her.
Oh, my God. Yeah, maybe. But don't let that thought sink in a little too much.
That's the big sign. That was the signal. It's not the bedwetting and the not being around.
Yeah.
Being scared of gay men.
Sorry, I'm sorry about everything. Could you stop punishing me?
She has to nail this routine.
Right.
Or what? What is going to happen if this child does not nail her bathing suit section of her...
Yeah.
Well, it's the stuff they're not filming. You can only imagine there, Jim.
Yeah.
You have to nail this routine.
Right.
Oh, yeah, the beat downs.
Or we chain you to your bed in the basement for a week.
It really is just bizarre to watch this show because
parents don't realize what they do to the kids. Why would the kid want to do this?
Like, there's nothing. You watch it and just go, oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, but pedos must just be like porn to them. They must just love it.
Yeah, I like the mothers are all lunatics. They stand up when their daughters are on the stage, and they start acting out the routine themselves, and they want the kid to make eye contact with them so they could just copy what they're doing. So here's this Jabba the Hutt slob with
a big perm.
these fat under
they're called bingo wings. Bingo wings.
Bingo wings.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's great.
Because when you go bingo,
and that fat loose skin just flaps underneath their arms.
Yeah, bingo wings.
Yeah, bingo wings.
That's what they called in Britain.
Great.
Bingo wings. Yeah. I thought everyone knew that term. Bingo wings.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, the British have a lovely way with
It's
language.
shaking, and she's trying to do the routine, and she's like smiling and telling the kid, she's pushing her mouth, like the mother's doing this, pushing her own mouth up, like, smile, you little effer, smile. And the poor kid is there with this fake, plastered-on smile, walking around like a robot, because they're kids, they don't know how to, like, move loose when they're choreographed like that. So it's like they're just going through these motions, and it's just creepy. And then it's like, and now here it comes, the evening gown portion. This is where we judge facial beauty, the dresses, of course, and the poise. How the girls walk in the dresses, and if it looks natural.
What horrible company is making these
gay
dresses?
Guy. Completely gay.
It's just despicable. Like, what you're teaching kids, and like, if you say kids play sports, at least they learn some type of healthy competitiveness. But just smile and look sexy teaches you nothing.
At least sports is exercise.
Right.
There's nothing exercise. Well,
this is just
you'll burn a few calories being molested, but
it really is sort of a prelude to molestation. It's an audition to be molested, is what these things are. This one woman slapped these Rich Voss caps in this kid's mouth and made her go out there and smile, and she looked silly with these giant fake teeth in her head.
I gotta watch this dumb show.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Let's meet Shelby's mom here.
Shelby is just a natural talent. It's like
This woman, let me set it up a little bit.
Please do.
This woman is every haggard, smokes 8 packs a day, spent too much time out in the southwestern sun. She could be 35, but she looks 60.
Oh yeah, she's leathery. I remember
leathery old
she looks like
hag.
a purse, or like a leather. Yeah,
a hag with these. It looks like she doesn't have her teeth, all her teeth, and she's just, her whole life now is hot gluing beads on rags for this little poor kid to parade around half naked on a stage in.
Hot gluing beads.
When did you realize you had enough watching this show, by the way?
When you had to go for a Kleenex.
Yes. You know a little too much about this.
You got sleepy towards
that. I got sleepy after that.
You did a marathon, huh?
Had to roll over, wrap it in the sheet so it doesn't get on you while you're sleeping.
I just let it get on me. I don't mind.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
But then you wake up potato flakes.
I always have a shower in the morning.
Potato flakes.
Yeah, it looks like you got some stomach dandruff.
Does it?
That's the haggard woman.
That's Shelby's mom?
And you can see she's got like a tat on top of her chest, but that is just sagging.
Any woman who tattoos a tit, why do you tattoo tits? Are like the best things in the world.
So dump they.
Sorry.
We need to ask a valid question. Jim's talking about any woman who will tattoo her rack. Why would you do that?
I think
it's an awful place.
It's probably going to end up like when you pick up a comic with silly putty, and then each year you just pull it a little more until Beetle Bailey is about a foot long.
Her breast, if you push it together, is like the back of a Mad magazine.
Let's meet Shelby's mom.
Shelby is just a natural talent. It's like the talent fairies flew over her crib in the hospital and just sprinkled her with magical dust. Big
Very well put.
Not that constipated smile. Give me a real one.
Not that
You still look
constipated.
like you're constipated. I wear many hats. I'm mom. I'm head costume designer. I'm head choreographer. Drop the jacket. I want more sass in that frass, Missy.
I'm kind of tired of doing it.
Well, you're going to get tired of doing it, but you're going to do it until you can do it in your sleep. It's a big expense for these pageants. She's got to understand, I'm not going to just put all this money out just for her to go up there and blow it.
Well,
the constipated smile. Kids don't get constipated. A 5-year-old shouldn't know what the term constipated is all about. That's something that you get when you're older.
This is when she was giving, doing her own headshot. She nailed up this this little backdrop on this trailer wall, pulls out this cheesy digital camera, and makes her kid do these sexually suggestive poses and starts snapping pictures of her. And then tells her, hey, this isn't Playboy. She says something like, "This isn't Playboy," and then the mother said that, and then the girl goes, "You mean Playgirl?" Because the kid didn't know. She thinks Playboy. Why would I be in Playboy? I'd be in Playgirl, thinking it's a girl. Playing girl. And she goes, "No, Playgirl has naked men in it." And then the kid made this face like, "Really? Ew." Like an ew face. And she goes, "And besides, you can't be in Playboy till you're 18. The mother said that to the kid, like she's already got her geared up for that one.
Yeah. We're moving you out to the mansion.
And it ain't going to be Playboy. It's going to be Swank or Wee. Wee.
Hustler.
Oh, Beaver Hunt.
Hustler's even better than...
That's phenomenal.
Who didn't love the Beaver Hunt section? I loved the girl next door pictures more than I liked the models. I loved those other ones where it was just disaster.
You guys have got at least good ones. The ones in Britain, we still get the American imports, but then you get these ones that are just British girls off the street that are just called jugs and stuff. Like just these like horrible fat women without teeth with a leg up on a pollard.
Are you a fan of Bigham's?
Bigham's? No. Now I've got the internet. I've got a laptop. I haven't bought porn since a laptop. You know what I mean?
Those magazines are in.
I can't still.
Those
see.
magazines are in deep trouble.
Why would you?
Yeah, I can't see a still photo. I need live action.
They have to somehow reinvent themselves. How are they going to do that?
They can't.
Like even Playboy,
3D glasses.
Playboy, they said, is heading towards bankruptcy. Hey, Drew, you're in. You got anything going on? Because we're rushing to the finish line.
I'm actually running out right now, so I'll see you guys when I get back.
Oh no, Yimmy!
Now we lose Jimmy.
I'm
this is
going
gonna be
to
the
San
last man
Francisco.
standing today.
Yeah.
For Cobbs and Jim. Good luck, man. I'm happy you're doing it.
Thank you very much,
Please,
man.
dude. You did a very deserving comic. All right, guys. I'll see you.
All right.
Tuesday. If the plane doesn't crash, I don't die.
You see that piece of? There he goes, another one.
Now there goes Norton.
Tag him and bag him.
They're dropping like flies.
Yeah. So it's before the end of the day. I'm gonna own this show.
Yeah, Drew needs a quick plug. Go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, my CD available. Go to the Great Drew Boogie on MySpace. I was just hanging out here, you know.
All right, well, it's Opie and Anthony remixes. It's a good CD.
That's right, 2 discs.
I was tracking through it. It's nice. Some real good work.
Thank you, sir.
And Jeffries, the quick plug for Saturday night.
Saturday night, you can get tickets at Jim Jeffries at BroadwayVideo.com. 10 p.m. show has still got plenty of tickets left. Just email your name and details, and I'll get back to you probably today.
This is very cool. It's his HBO taping, so support Jim Jeffries this Saturday, all right?
Yes, I need people who are going to laugh as well, not butt heads. I was going to say something else.
Continuing with the Opie and Anthony show. Jim Jeffries made the walkover.
Yes.
We got Dana White calling in a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, the dude that runs the UFC. He's always a fine guest on our show.
Quite volatile.
And also, yes, Jason Ellis will be on our show today through the ISDN lines because he lives in L.A. Jason Ellis is a relatively newer radio show host.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Blatter and Rob Cross turned me on to this guy, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. They're like, no, really, give this Jason Ellis a shot because we want to maybe have him play on your channel a little bit. I'm like, whatever. That guy, send me some shows. I was all annoyed. All right. And I can't get enough of this guy, to make a long story short. He does afternoons on Faction, I do believe.
Faction.
Yeah. And he's great. I love him. Mm-hmm. And I don't like many radio shows whatsoever.
Well, I'm sure the feeling's quite mutual.
With what?
Many radio shows don't like us.
Well, that's fine. Trust me, it works our way. It doesn't work the other way. There's a lot of horrible radio out there. And it's very rare that I'm turned on to a new radio show, but this Jason Ellis, he has something going on. So we're going to talk to him today. And I think he's going to start doing like a best of show. Or they're going to give us like a best of show that we're going to start running on 202 on the weekend. So we're very excited to talk to him in about 15 or 20 minutes. He's got a great little story, too. He decided, I think he's in his like mid to late 30s, he decided to pick up MMA.
What, is that a disease? Or?
Yeah, he's just jumped in a wheelchair. Figured he'd
UFC.
Try it out.
UFC stuff.
I know UFC, the Ultimate Fighting people.
Yeah, but they call it MMA.
What's MMA? What does that stand for?
Mixed martial arts.
Yeah,
mixed martial arts.
Yeah, because that's it used to be Ultimate Fighting. They would call it that and stuff. And this, it's gone by many different names.
Right.
The original one was pretty cool. I always dug that because it was just stomping people. You could take your elbow and just jam it in their face and keep going. The refs barely even. They're like, is he dead?
There were really no rules.
He's on the brink. I'm hearing a death rattle. I guess we'll peel him off of him.
You can't fish, hook, or eye gouge, right? That's the only 2 rules. Isn't it?
I think
they got a few more rules in finally.
Yeah, they got rules in.
Open it up to a bigger audience.
You know what it was? It wasn't even so much a bigger audience. They couldn't fight anywhere.
Right.
They weren't allowed to fight anywhere because this was like savagery, like gladiator stuff.
Hence opening it up to a bigger audience.
Yeah.
Because you could do that crap in your basement, but how are you going to get like a TV deal?
Yeah, true.
So
did anyone get properly injured, like brain damage? Or
yeah. Some people got really
elbows
fucked
to the
up.
head.
You'd see
Until the guy was out cold.
Teeth and blood and like cartilage and just shit was in the middle of the fucking ring.
I don't know why anyone would ever do it.
I don't know, do it, but watch it. It was really cool to watch.
Tremendous.
The early UFC fights, I remember from like 10 years ago at least, when it was just kind of getting off the ground. I remember watching one of the first pay-per-views, and at that time it wasn't mixed martial arts. It was just style versus style.
Right.
And I saw some judo guy or some Jeet Kune Do or whatever just kick the fucking teeth out of like some sumo guy who's, he's just like stomping his fucking legs. And this guy
throwing rice around and shit.
This fucking guy just flew at him within 15 seconds. The match was over, and I swear we were taping it. We rewound the tape 5 times to where you could see a tooth fucking fly out of this guy's mouth.
You know what it was like? It was like fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yes, exactly.
It was like Mortal Kombat. You get like the big fat guy, and he's fighting a guy that like throws Street Fighter. He's throwing fire out of his hands and shit. And like it was really like that. And then they changed it. But you're right, it was different styles. You'd have a wrestler and real wrestler going against a boxer. Now you got to kind of know everything.
It was too one-sided, so now it's the whole mix.
I liked it when it was
hold on.
We're
into a great little rap here, but everyone is losing their minds over your fucking mic.
Yeah, my mic sucks today because our processor is broken.
Mars, what's going on?
Can't you just move to
People are
mic?
not happy. Ant's mic sounds like shit. Ant's mic sounds like shit. Please fix
If I move to another mic,
Ant's mic sounds funny.
It sounds
all
right to me. What's the
crazy.
Yeah.
Is it tinny?
It sounds different. It sounds tinny.
It sounds fine.
That is a little better. That is a little better, at least to me.
How's that?
Hopefully, it's better to. That's a little better.
It's just his voice.
That actually sounds a little better, but I was kind of getting used to the tin can and string sound. That was really nice. That was good.
Does that sound better?
Let me see.
People out there.
Sounds like a cat pissed on Ant's mic. His mic sounds fine. All right, let's see what the third choice is. Anything? It's fine.
All right, maybe
check 1, 2. Someone wrote. He sounds good.
Someone wrote check 1, 2.
Yes, they want me to read check 1, 2.
Check. All right. Good to see the stock market rally today.
Well, General Motors
down
has
125.
decided. The auditors for General Motors have come out today and said, "Hey, we have severe doubts that this company can continue being a company." So
that's great.
Yeah, it's looking grim. As a matter of fact, I popped it up over here. If the market just opened, right? Oh yeah, yeah, that's down 14%.
GM is
down 31 cents to $1.88 a share.
How low could this fucking thing go?
Well, let's see.
When it dipped below 8,000? We're like, uh-oh. Now it's well below 7,000.
A year ago, let's see, April 30th last year, we were looking at $24 a share
for GM,
for General Motors shares, and now we're at $1.88 a share.
Well, you should buy them now. They're very low.
Kidding. That's a good
you should buy them
I don't know
before
much
they go
about shares.
Before they go bankrupt. See, if they go bankrupt, then it's worth nothing.
But you got to take the chance.
They're not going to go bankrupt.
How much money you got, Jim?
Obama's in. He bails people out. Everything will be fine.
Let's get into this together
them
here.
out.
How much you got? I got a few bucks.
I got a bit of money.
They've already bailed them out
right now.
And the auditors are saying even with the bailout money, they can't sustain it. You know what it is? You can only bail out a company that has some kind of game plan to make money. If no one's buying new cars from General Motors, what are they going to sell? Right.
You could keep throwing fucking cash at these guys to pay their employees and keep the plants open and everything like that. But if no one's buying new cars because, first of all, the banks aren't loaning money because of the big
I'll
thing.
buy one. I'll bail them.
You're going to buy one?
I'll just get one.
Yeah, get one. That'll help.
I'll help them out.
Oh, the stock just went up a half a cent.
Do you know I actually sent money. I sent a payment to General Motors that I didn't even have to, and they sent it back to me.
Why they sent it back to you?
I'd have kept it if I was them.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that I had actually paid my car off, and when I turned in the other car that my ex had,
right,
the SRX, I was like, oh, cool, I don't have to make that payment anymore. But I'm like, oh, I got to remember to pay my Escalade payment, though. So I wrote a check and sent it out, not realizing the Escalade's paid for. So
they sent it back to you?
Yeah, so they're like, hey, we were sending this back.
That's the problem. They're too
I tried
honest.
to help them. The motherfuckers, they're too honest.
Too
what
honest.
did they do?
Take Aunt's money.
They could have taken that cash. You know how much that probably happens? Dummies paying for their fucking paid-for cars?
Yeah. You know, it finally happened with Obama. I was wondering... Yesterday it finally happened.
You dropped the M-bomb. I told you it was going to happen.
Hell effing no.
No?
He looks very weathered, finally.
Yeah.
This guy, because the whole time with the campaign and everything else, I'm like, when does this guy sleep? He looks like he sleeps 12 hours a night.
Oh,
and it finally hit
boy.
yesterday where he looks tired and weathered already.
Did
45 days in.
When he was like, let's change America. Let's change America. Now he's just like, fuck, I'm fucked.
He's got young kids as well, so that's got to fuck you up. As soon as he's got young kids, and he's got that, his wife's got that weird jaw on her that protrudes underneath. Am I the only person who notices?
No, I keep bringing this up and people think I'm crazy.
I just mentioned it on stage and people thought I was racist or something.
Dude,
she has
I
a jaw.
hate her fucking face.
What are these ones?
She got this big jaw, and then she makes this pucker thing when she closes her lips over her teeth.
Yeah.
And then she'll smile with a big jaw, and then she makes this little pucker again. I hate
it looks like
our first lady,
takes
the way
a
she
lot
looks.
of effort for her to cover her teeth.
I don't like the way she looks. She's not a pretty woman. She got big fat hips, and all the press can do is talk about her dresses.
Yeah.
I don't care about her dresses.
She had a backless dress.
The economy's going to shit. Fuck her dresses.
She's got great traps, though.
What?
I'd still give her one.
Yeah.
Out of all the first ladies in my lifetime, she's the first lady I'd give it to, I think. I'm thinking.
The last one wasn't bad.
Nancy Reagan in her day.
Maybe
in her
not,
day,
maybe
Nancy
not.
Reagan. But not the Nancy
You
Reagan.
know
In
what?
her day.
In her day. She
never
was
Back in the Hollywood days.
Back in the
Hey,
Hollywood, she was
Ronnie
a
Reagan
rock
had her
star.
day. Ronnie Reagan thought she was bangable when they were both doing movies.
She was a movie
never had
star.
her
She was a
day.
movie star.
What's wrong
She
with
was
you?
She was like the Mary Pickford big-eyed fucking bitch.
I'd rather do Barbara Bush than that Nancy
Barbara
Reagan.
Bush.
I would have rather done Barbara. Who's the last
I was just
Bush
trying to be shocking
woman?
there.
What's her name?
George W.'s
George
wife?
W's missus.
Yeah, Mrs. George W. Bush.
Yeah, I would have liked to have done her just after she had the car accident where the guy died when she was all crying and weepy.
Yeah. You can make her feel better. You just brush your hair through your hand through her hair, and then slowly push your head towards your. Yeah.
Well, the hottest one ever was Jackie O. And you know.
Was it though? How do you know? Maybe Taft had a fucking hottie.
I don't think
Very
Jackie
good
O.
point.
Jackie O was too.
Her eyes were a little too far.
Yeah, she looked a little
apart,
wacky. First ladies, just by nature, aren't very pretty.
You think
it's
if you're the
weirdest
most powerful
thing.
man in the world.
But you start out like, I want to be an assemblyman. You start out as a douchey fucking nerd that wants to like run the library or something, and you pick up a chick, and then you're the president with some fucking pig, because, you know, you think Obama can't fucking pick up chicks like Billy D. Williams used to get? That guy's fucking, that guy's got some game, you know it. And he's stuck with fucking Big Jaw.
Yeah.
He's stuck with fucking big jaw, fat hips.
I think now he could get himself a real good sort.
Oh, please.
And also, in a few years, his daughter's friends are going to be.
Oh, they'll be coming over the house.
They'll be coming over.
The older daughter is going to be kind of hot. I think she got a little more of the, well, when you mix white and black, it usually ends up being supermodel. It just does. You could have the ugliest white guy, white chick, big fat fucking blonde, a black guy that looks like a crackhead, and you have them fuck, and they just pump out supermodels.
I was just discussing this yesterday. Look at Tiger Woods' kid, if you think that theory is true.
Why, what happened?
No, but he's got a bit of Oriental in there as well.
You know why? Because they're both kind of good-looking people.
Yeah.
I think you need ugly.
Tiger Woods' kid is not a looker.
And he's not black.
He's got fucking black in him, but he's got fucking, he's Filipino, he's fucking all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm talking, you get a black guy.
There was a girl I was seeing who was half black, half white, and she was stunning. Yeah, stunning.
Usually that's the case. You notice the swing set that Obama got for the daughters?
I'm not going to fucking I don't want anyone commenting on this at all. They put a play set in at the White House, but one item in a playground was mysteriously missing. Silence!
No, I don't know what's happening.
Good.
Please explain
Best
it to me.
kept the secret.
No.
The angle I was going to take with this, the older daughter is too old for a swing set. Way to know your daughters. 10-year-olds don't really run around on...
No. I used to like a swing set at 10.
It's still a younger daughter.
At the playground.
It's got to be for the younger daughter.
It's got to be for the younger daughter. You can't just go, I bought a car for my son, but my 2-year-old can't drive it. I don't know my
What
kids.
do you do? You put in a swing set, you put in a seesaw, you put in one of those spinny roundy round things.
I think everyone got it.
No, I don't
You
get
put
it.
in, what else is in a playground?
Well,
you put shut up!
A slippery slide.
A slippery slide.
I don't know what we're
slippery. Is that what they call it?
Oh, we call them slippery dips in Australia.
Slippery dips.
Slippery dips.
You people are stupid. You really are.
What do you call
dip?
What do you call it? It's a slippery dip.
A slippery dip.
Yeah, what do you call them?
Interesting. Just a slide.
And
they used to be called a slide-in pond.
In Britain, they call them a slippery slide, and in Australia, slippery dip.
Let's go on the slippery slide.
Yeah,
they suck.
A slippery dip.
A slippery dip.
Australia knows how to name things.
Yeah, they certainly do.
There was that episode of The Simpsons where he goes, "That's a funny looking animal," and then he goes, "Oh, it's a such and such," and then the Australian guy goes, "I would have called it a whizzle-wobber." You know what I mean? And that's how we do name things.
That is funny, yeah.
I think the Aboriginals set us up the path on a lot of names. I think there's a lot of bullshit going on.
Is there?
Oh.
Yeah.
The Aboriginals, we got a place called Wagga Wagga.
Wagga Wagga.
Because evidently the Aboriginals don't use numbers or something, so you got to say the thing twice. So it's meant to be Wagga Wagga 2 or something.
Oh, like Wagga 2.
It's got to be Wagga 2.
Wagga
right?
3.
Yeah.
Instead of like Wagga Wagga Wagga.
Yeah, they're going to go, what if you got like a packet of like hundreds and thousands or sprinkles or something? What do you call them? You know what I mean? Like, how do you
That's why you fucking, came over there and just defeated them and decimated them. They're like, how many people came over on the ship? And they're like, walla, 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 walla. And by that time, you guys are all in position to just fuck them.
Captain Cook, man.
We had the same thing with the American Indians, though. Like a lot of wacky places, especially out on Long Island, have names that are like, Patchogue. And then you try to spell it and you have a brain hemorrhage.
It's like Ayers Rock now. We changed the name back to the Aboriginal term, which is Uluru.
Uluru.
I grew up on Warramoo Avenue, and there's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. Coogee, Kalgoorlie. Kalgoorlie's a good name for a town.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Kalgoorlie has the most amount of hookers per capita of anywhere on the planet.
Are they, like, nice looking?
It's a gold mining town. They fly them in.
Gold mining town? What fucking year is it down there?
Well,
I know it's winter is summer, summer's winter, but what is it, 1850?
It's got the biggest man-made hole in the world. We're very proud of that.
This fucking Pal Talk volume. This fucking Pal Talk volume thing, I'm gonna stab somebody about it.
What happened?
The audio, and I heard Ronnie bitching about this too, the audio constantly, for no fucking reason, just shuts off. Just shuts the fuck off. And I understand it's only a couple hundred people listening on that, but they're enjoying things. They, wave, we use it when there's that. But the thing is,
what's Pal Talk?
I'll look up. It's the video conferencing.
You've seen the Pal Talk.
Okay, what I'm more interested, I still don't know what bit of play equipment is missing from the slippery dip and the swing and the merry-go-round.
All right, shut the mic.
It's obviously a black thing.
Shut the mic. No. It has nothing to do with that. It honestly doesn't. There's nothing to do with that.
All right, hold on. We got to get our on-hold music.
Yeah, we'll put our on-hold music on.
I really have no idea. I'm not playing you.
I know.
I can't figure out what this joke is.
Oh, I know.
Just hit O.
There we go. There it is.
Hold on.
All right, now let's get the mics off.
We'll be right back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
What are you, an idiot? Now, don't repeat it.
It makes perfect sense now.
What?
It might be too late.
No, I hit dump a few times.
You dumped.
When I said the LP thing,
shut up!
I didn't say it.
You don't understand. You don't understand how sensitive.
I get
the situation is.
I can't believe that your brain went to that place. I would have just skipped right past that bit of apparatus.
No. Mine goes right to it.
I turned the mics right on so we get the reaction, but your reaction was to repeat what Ed said.
I didn't say people were laughing.
We're laughing or something. I didn't say something even worse. And it makes for a nice little bit.
I said something from time to time. I thought it was a language barrier problem, but
that's what I thought too.
We have those back overseas.
All right, and we shan't discuss them.
We won't talk about them.
Don't even discuss it because it's just nothing but trouble here in America.
I know.
Everyone's so uber sensitive.
We can't mention them.
Yeah.
All right.
Although it's the only thing I want to say right now.
I know, really. Let's just avoid it.
Let's talk about the gold mining town in Australia with all the hookers.
Kalgoorlie.
So they got a lot of money coming into that little area.
Very, very rich people who work in a hole for a couple of weeks, and they rear their little heads outside, and every bar you go into there, every bar is all the bartenders are topless. Because it's like a bar with like 90 men just standing around. These are real men. These are gold miners men. Sure. You know what I mean? And I went there years and years ago and fucked the girl who was when I first started doing it, and fucked the girl who was like the only hot looking girl there. And it was like everyone in the town found out, like, fuck, you got Jennifer. Oh, shit. He sweeps in here. I've been bringing her chunks of gold all month.
Chunks of gold, yeah. That's gold mining town.
I have a funny story. We were driving to Kalgoorlie from Perth. Now, it's about a 12-hour drive or something.
Everything's a 12-hour drive in Australia.
It's a really long fucking drive. And so we're driving out there, and we hired a car, I think, because we were just young comics without cash or whatever. No, we had one of the guys that owned a car. And we're driving along, and I fucking smash into an emu, right? And
Holy shit.
And I fuck this animal up, right? He just, with a bird trying to fucking, this is the time you try to fly away, you useless prick, right? And just sitting there, but the car, he fucked the radiator up, and all the water went out of the radiator, and I had to smash the bird's head in with a rock because it wouldn't shut up.
That's fucking caveman shit you gotta pull.
We're in the middle of the desert. I'm trying to use that, this is humane type of thing, but I crushed a bird that was 5 foot tall in the head with a rock. Right, so we're all sitting there, but strangely enough, on these roads, they still give you a phone signal, even though you're in the desert. They put towers everywhere, so you can still ring people if you're in trouble.
Yeah, because you probably get in a lot of trouble there.
Every comic knows a cunt who's like some guy who just really wants to hang out with the other comics, and he's not a very good comic, but he's always at the club and he's always trying to get in, you know. And there's this one bloke there who in Perth, who was this guy, right? So we go, well, we got to make the gig. If we get someone to drive now, they'll be 3 hours away. They get to us in time, we'll still make the gig, you know? So we phone this guy, because he's the only douchebag we know who will just get his car and just drive out in the desert for 12 hours for an open spot, right? So we're sitting on this car with a dead bird with a rock on its head, with water coming out of the front of the engine in the middle of the desert. We ring this guy up, and so we wait 4 hours for him to come. 3 hours for the driver and an hour for him to get ready or whatever he has to do, right? So we're sitting there, and then we can see his car 2 miles away. We can see it, like right, little speck in the desert, and it's coming closer and closer. And then I can see a fucking great big red kangaroo about half a mile away hopping, and I can watch it. I can see this accident 10 minutes before it happens. I'm just like, oh, here we go. And then a mile away from us, boom, the kangaroo's fucking dead. We walked down the road, his car was all right, it was still drivable, it was all fucked up on the right front. Kangaroo with a broken leg.
You guys hate kangaroos, right?
Well, I don't mind kangaroos.
Those are the ones that are kind of like rats, right?
Yeah,
we look at them like, wow, a kangaroo.
They're vermin. You can kill kangaroos. There's a plague of the things. We used to box them back in the 1940s.
Yeah, I heard about that.
There's footage of it.
Fascinating.
You can probably YouTube some footage of a kangaroo getting its head punched in.
Yeah.
They go to carnivals in the country and they go, who thinks they can beat the kangaroo? Come on, rally up, rally up. And they get this 6'4" kangaroo, and they put fucking boxing gloves on its little fist, and they're natural boxers. I know, right? And so what they do is they get another bloke in, and he'd start punching the shit out of the kangaroo with his little tiny head and just smacking it. And the thing is, you have to knock the kangaroo down to be able to win the fight.
Jesus.
But with the tails and the big feet, they're like fucking tripods. these things were concussed on their feet. Just they're like flopping around. Like
Knocked out, but he's still standing.
They wanted to fall over. If they could have fallen over, they would have.
God, that's hysterical.
If the kangaroo wants to win, it just rears up on its tail and kicks the shit out of you across the ring, and that guy's dead. Right?
Yeah, they got like claws on those feet where they could just rip your fucking intestines out like a velociraptor.
But my old man said, "Oh yeah, we used to watch kangaroos being punched. Oh, it was all in good fun."
I couldn't imagine punching him in his little head though. It seems so sad.
These aren't little kangaroos. These are big reds. These are like big 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
they're called big reds.
They're not like scare big reds. They used to have dinosaur kangaroos back, like before my days.
Yeah,
there was big 12-footers ones. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Wow. Which is only because you always think Tyrannosaurus Rexes. They're only like, I don't know if someone probably Google it or something, but Tyrannosaurus Rex was only like 12 foot or something.
Yeah, when you see like skeletons of them, yeah. Or in the movies, they're giant.
They're giant. We think that they're humongous. But
they'll still bite the shit out of you.
You don't start picking
It's only 12 feet high with fucking giant teeth and fucking nothing.
Oh my God, that is fucking funny. Hey, speaking of animals, you were telling me just before we started about Cat Guy. Cat on the head
man. There's a guy.
That guy is an asshole.
There's a guy
I had a run in with that
New York
dope.
who has a cat on his head.
Right.
And the cat sits upright on its head.
Yeah.
Like, what type of freakish fucking training did he have to work this cat into doing? And he walks around. I think he's got a cane as well. He walks around because I think his spine's starting to get curved from the weight of the cat on his head.
Yeah, it's a big cat.
It's a big,
and it
big
just
ass
sits on this
cat.
guy's head and doesn't and has no problem with it. And the guy walks around Manhattan.
And he just rocks around Manhattan. And when you see a guy with a cat on the head, the natural response from another human is to go, "Hey, you got a cat on your head."
The cat on your head.
Yeah, what's with your cat on your head? And then he'll ask for money because you've noticed the fact that he has a cat on his head. It's like walking around with your dick out, right? And then someone going, "Your dick's out. Well, pay me.
Right.
You've had a good show." Like, am I in trouble for noticing the phenomenon of a man with a cat on their head? I'm allowed to notice it.
But he's an asshole about it because we had a run-in with the guy, and my girl's like, naturally, we happen to have a camera. Like, oh, I want to take a picture. And right away, that'll be $10 to take a picture of the cat on my head.
Yeah.
All angry and stuff.
Fuck you.
I'll just go
That's
to the
him
internet.
right there. That's the dude.
There he is, guy with a cat in his head.
He's an asshole, this
He
guy.
looks like a real fucking obnoxious cunt.
He looks a bit
Because
like
it starts
Phil
off all
Spector.
nice. You know the people that walk around with a bird on their shoulder or they carry a python?
They're mostly
They're not looking
quirky.
for money. They're like, oh, yeah, take a picture with me and my dumb pet.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll throw them a few bucks like, oh, that was cool, thanks. Not this guy. Right away with the, putting his hand out
dude,
for money.
Here it is. Just get a fucking Roddy that hates cats.
Right.
And then just let the leash go. And watch it bite this guy's whole head off.
I'm going to walk up and
Cat
slap
all.
him in the head with a fish.
Where'd you see him?
Yeah.
I saw him at the front of Caroline's. He was just standing at the front.
Just he's usually a little more uptown.
Or just throw catnip in the cat's face so it starts clawing at his forehead.
Right.
Yeah.
He looks like a, what is he?
He's got
like
fleas.
Redbeard the
he's got
pirate.
fleas.
Everyone has their thing where they're trying to make money in this town. It's
I
crazy.
used to have a cat, right?
That naked cowboy, you've run into him if you're
I haven't seen him yet. I just saw him on the cover of the thing.
that fucking
Times
guy.
Square.
I don't know.
He's
but
out there in the middle of winter,
I don't
too.
mind eccentric people. I just hate when you're eccentric and you've designed an outfit.
That's what
Because
he's done.
real eccentric people, I've met eccentric people. We know eccentric comics, right? Real fucking quirky people who go home and occasionally smear shit on their body and don't know why, right? Those are eccentrics, but not a guy that goes, I'm going to be a naked cowboy for money. That's not eccentric. That's just, you're a bad businessman.
He found a gimmick.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a good businessman. I don't like the gimmick at all, but this guy makes a fucking fortune.
Does he really?
He makes a fortune.
Yeah.
I saw him once. I was going into the
6 figures.
I was going to the Javits Center, so I went and parked in the parking lot across the street, and that's apparently where he parks. And he comes up. His wife is also in on some fucking
naked
gimmick.
Cowgirl.
She does the naked cowgirl.
They
It's his
attempted
fucking
the
wife.
naked cowgirl thing.
And they both were coming back to their vehicle, which was like a brand new fucking Range Rover. They fucking put their clothes on. They hop in. They were like, "Hey, take it easy." I can back out in a brand new Range Rover, and off they go. And
what happens with him in the tax department?
I don't know. It's a cash business. By the way, he keeps it in his boots. He puts cash in his fucking boots, and then occasionally, I guess he goes to the bank.
I'm going to
makes
mug that
deposits.
I was going to say, so for all those people out there that are, falling on tough times.
You want to rob the naked cowboy? I guess he keeps him in his boots or something.
The left boot.
He wouldn't be a hard guy to mug, would he?
I would think,
Give me everything you got.
You know where it is. He's fucking naked. It's in his boots. And then I guess he's got to stop off at the bank every so often and drop the cash off.
And he's not even a naked cowboy. He's wearing underwear.
He wanted to be naked. They wouldn't allow it. And then he put on one pair of underwear, and they still wouldn't allow it because the outside of his dick was too...
was it like a G-string or something? Was it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So now he's got 2 or 3 pairs of underwear.
He's got to wear 3 pairs of underwear so you can't see the outline of his dick.
And does he sing songs or anything? Does he do a performance
sings
for you?
little songs. But most people, these rube tourists, just want to take pictures with him in Times Square so they could go back home and go, look, here's me with the naked cowboy. No, it's really a naked guy that stands there. And
they think he's... These dopey women that come from the Midwest, they think he's hot, like they also think Fabio or whatever the fuck his name is.
That Fabio.
Oh, he's just the greatest.
He's amazing.
He's a man's man.
A man's man.
He has got a nice physique.
We're going to take a quick break. Jim Jeffries
That's like his job, I guess, keeping in shape.
You got a naked cowboy with a cat on its head, then you got a fucking business.
Now you got
a big beer gut.
Now you got a gig, sure. Jason Ellis is going to be on our show next. We're going to talk to him for a few minutes. He's going to start up on the virus, I think, this weekend. We're going to give him a couple hours to show everybody what he's all about. So we'll talk to him next. Jeffries has got the HBO special that he's taping Saturday. Tickets are going fast, but you might have a shot if you do this right away, right?
They'll get back to you today, but the 7:30's, if not completely gone, almost gone, and there's still a few tickets left for the 10, but it will be sold out.
You better save me 4 seats.
You got 4? Yeah?
I'm going 4, Saturday, 10 o'clock show.
Yeah,
how do they get their tickets there, Jim?
You go to Jim Jeffries at BroadwayVideo.com. You email it. You got to email the time you want to go and your age. And if you've got my video camera, you should also mention that and bring that along.
All right, we got a real busy show. We're going to talk to Jason Ellis in a second here. But we've been mentioned in another John and Kate Plus 8 article. Usually you would say, what the fuck, dude? That's like a girl show. But I love the mentions we get in these articles because it's not flattering for Kate. Sam, are you proud of the latest one?
I am proud. I'm glad I was a part of this whole thing.
This is from Gosslip, GOSSLIP.com, and PhillyMag.com. We don't need to read the whole thing, but it says, the criticism has spread beyond the net. Kate's battle axe behavior has made her every husband's nightmare and consequently the butt of pop culture jokes, too. But on their syndicated radio show, the notorious Opie and Anthony called her a capital C and her marriage loveless.
A capital C.
As men whose DVRs have been taken over by their wives and girlfriends' obsession with the show, it lit up their phone lines. There you go.
I don't know why they didn't mention my exclusive interview.
Yes, you did. Holy
You know
Jesus.
about this John and Kate Plus 8?
I don't. I just think the word capital C, you're just giving more emphasis to the word cunt by giving it a capital.
It's true.
It's a broad that had 2 kids. I believe they were twins or something, right?
Twins and then sextuplets.
Yeah, and then she decided she needed to have more kids, kind of like Octomom.
Yeah, Octomom, yeah.
You know, this Kate is going away fast because now it's all about having 8, not 6 kids at once.
Yeah,
And she turned around and had 6 more, and they have a reality show called John and Kate Plus 8. And she's the biggest cunt.
I should call it The Cave.
Huh? Yeah. She is the worst. Just yells at the guy.
She's still
the whole
at
time.
it. If you still want to do clips of that sometime, there's a episode that's worse than anything we've played where they go to Toys R Us.
Oh, really?
And she's just destroying John throughout the store.
And John's a husband, yeah?
Yeah. Why don't we do that for Jim Jeffries? Turn him on to some of this fine American TV that we get to watch.
Okay.
Or our ladies watch.
8 kids. And did she have the program, the tablets that make you, whatever that thing is, the birthing thing that makes you have the 6 kids, or is she a natural freak?
Yeah,
no, this wasn't natural. She had whatever.
Yeah. I think she had like polycystic ovaries or something, and so she couldn't.
Polycystic ovaries.
Don't say that like everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Ovaries.
She had something that made her have trouble having kids, so they gave her fertilization drugs that just made her super fertilized.
You got to see her belly before she gave birth. It's
horrific.
Afterwards, though, the belly, there must be the skin. Have you ever shagged like a girl where you roll over and spoon them and they've got that skin that no matter how much of a workout, you just like an elephant's ear hanging off their stomach?
It's called lasagna belly.
Lasagna belly, yeah.
Lasagna belly with a bit of bingo wings, and there's a nice looking girl. This is two cultures mixing together to make the ultimate woman.
So we're proud that we made the latest Johnny K Plus 8 article.
Couldn't be prouder.
Where's Jason Ellis? He doesn't talk about Johnny K Plus 8 on his radio show, does he?
Nope.
Hey, Jason.
I've never heard of the bitch. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Never heard of
How's it going?
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show. We got in studio Jim Jeffries, who's from Australia.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Oh, God, I feel like I'm talking to my mum right now. What the fuck's going on here?
You moved out of Australia when you were 14 years old. You have a thicker accent than me, you bastard. How does that work?
I left when I was 17, and I'm talking to you like me and you, but then I'll go back to Opie and Anthony so that the world can understand me.
Yeah, it is bizarre. It's
we just said things then to each other that you wouldn't even know. There was subplots. There was.
I know.
I feel like
I asked him on a date, and he said, "Go fuck yourself."
It's a secret language.
I feel like I got Jim Jeffries' clone on the phone.
We just think it's an accent, but it is a secret language.
Yeah,
I feel like there's an echo going on. Or something.
Chicks dig it though, man. This voice.
They do dig it.
Oh,
it's ridiculous how much they want to bone you. You know what else?
Go ahead.
I heard you talking about kangaroos, and I realized that you can just say anything you want if you're Australian in America, and everybody believes that.
Oh, they don't even exist.
Dinosaur kangaroos. They go like
It's true.
They're about fucking 20 feet high.
There was dinosaur kangaroos.
Oh no, yeah, my mum's got one in her backyard.
We do. We just eat that shit up. Really? He said it with that accent. It's got to be true.
I am partial to
Did you know that AC/DC's lyrics came from a dinosaur kangaroo?
It was red.
Sure,
giant.
they have one. They still have one.
12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just believe it because it sounds Australian.
Oh,
I told a story about drop bears where they were like feral koala bears and they would drop out of trees on your face and maul people.
My dad used to say the drop bears. That was a myth.
If you weren't strong enough, they could actually kill you. Like if you couldn't get them off your face in time, they might slash your jugular or something. And that story came back to me drunk at a bar like 10 years later. Do you know about drop bears?
No, my dad told us about drop bears.
You idiot!
That's a standard thing. Drop bears.
Really?
My father would tell us about drop bears, so we'd look up at trees and
They
shit.
sound like cute fuzzy head crabs from Half-Life.
No,
You know they're actually really terrifying.
Are they? Yeah. Well.
In the wild, they're real. I smoke pot with a bunch of dudes. That sounds gay, but I didn't bang any of them. But I wasn't in bushes.
Smoking
I wasn't in bushes.
I'm sucking dick with a bunch of dudes. That sounds gay. Smoking pot. Nah, we'll give it to you.
Well, let's just slide.
Yeah. Anyway, there was a crazy noise in the bushes because we were in the dark because we were smoking pot and we were underage and we didn't want to get caught. I think I was at fucking school camp. You know what? I was fucking dudes. It is gay. So anyway, there was like a and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like we're in the, you know, I mean, it's the outback. I know you're Americans and you guys would be way more terrified, but believe it or not, I'm not Mick Dundee and I get scared when I hear monster voices at nighttime in the bushes as well. So I was like, the fuck is that? And everyone's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm out of here. And then in the next day, I heard the same noise with the sun out, and there's a fucking koala, little fucking bushy thing,
making that kind of noise.
Where
if you grabbed one off a tree, he would maul you.
They're that fucking like vicious.
No, well, you can hold them in koala parks. I don't think you can grab them in the wild.
You can pet sharks in a fucking aquarium.
You can pet tigers and fucking baboons and shit. Not the real shit. Not the real thing.
You can't go near
They're
chimps.
pussified ones.
Yeah, try petting a fucking chimpanzee from that lady's house.
Yeah,
exactly. It's the same thing as like, you know, they're like animals in the zoo are like entertainment of animals.
Yeah,
they're just pussies.
They've just been beaten down and they're
on Xanax and stuff.
Yeah, Seacrest tigers.
Yeah, they feed them Xanax and keep them mellow so you can
like,
get your picture
show me your dick.
taken and
Not
fucking
real.
pet them and shit. We should have spread out the Australians.
Why I like this.
We should have spread you Australians out a little bit. Even though Jason Ellis is in America a long
too
time.
much Australian.
Now it happens when you get two of them together.
Yeah,
Fucking what happens?
There's Aboriginals running away as we speak.
Hey, Jason, Steve Blatter and Rob Cross turned me on to your radio show. They're like, you really got to check out this Jason Ellis. And I hate radio, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know why I do it, because for the most part, I hate every radio show.
You want the fame and the power, don't you?
Money, a department, a hot wife.
Right.
Keep naming a few things.
Good point.
Why do I do
but
it?
there's a handful of shows I do enjoy, and I told Blatter and Rob, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But they finally said, come on, just give it a shot. And I really like what you're doing. Absolutely. And we figured we'd try to throw some of your stuff on our channel.
Yeah, well, somebody just told me that the other day, and I was like, well, fucking hurry up and put it on there then, so everybody can hear it.
Well, what happened was we were supposed to do this last week, but you went and had your wife had another kid, right?
Yeah, humongous baby out of her vagina. The doctor had to cut her vagina in front of me. I watched the scissors go into the beef and cut it open. I don't want to bang her. She's not listening right now.
It was a drop baby. It dropped out on his head and started mauling the doctor.
I always find that funny.
You know what? He came out the same size as a fucking koala. He's a beast. He came out humongous.
When my brother had his kid, his wife had the baby. Same thing. They cut the cunt open. The baby falls out, right?
Yeah.
And then the doctor
goes, Australians are the only people that can say cunt correctly.
Cunt.
Oh, yeah, cunt.
Yeah.
It's not offensive if we say it. When you say it, it's like, whoa, dude,
No.
is it really
We
possible?
say it, the chicks fucking punch us and leave the house immediately. You guys saying it's like, it's so endearing, fuck me.
Yeah.
But they cut the baby out, and they go, you're not to have sex with her for 6 weeks. And he's like,
yeah, don't worry about
that. yeah, because I was so desperate to fuck that.
Yeah, I was ready.
He said at the end it looked like Apollo Creed's face when he was killed in Rocky IV.
Oh, wow. Thanks a lot for putting that in there. That's cool.
Jason, so your first child, they didn't have to do it, but his name's Tiger, right? Your son's name is Tiger for Tiger?
Tiger Lee Ellis. Recognize.
Nice. Oh, and you had to watch this.
It's not named after that fucking retarded golf player, I can assure you of that. Get a real sport, bitch.
That's got to be pretty fucked up to see that live.
My father-in-law was like, hey, man, guess what? Tiger came back to play golf after hurting himself the same day Tiger was born. I'm like, what the fuck would you tell me that for? Fuck golf. Fuck that guy. Useless. What, he injured himself playing golf? Fuck off. Injured yourself smoking a fucking pole, you useless prick. My God, golf injury. Jesus.
Good point.
I shattered my wrist and had pins in it. My doctor's like, do you know how many golf players I have in here? And I was like, no. I don't have any. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, figure it out. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Fuck doctors. Fuck golf. Fuck all you mother pussies.
Well, a lot of
break something and fucking live your life, you homo.
People got to understand that Jason Ellis does a lot of the extreme sports. The motocross, the skateboarding thing. What was the ramp? 70 feet or something?
70-foot drop.
70-foot drop.
70-foot gap into a 30-foot high quarter pipe.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I jumped acting like you know what he's saying,
huh?
You just acting.
Yeah, you know what 70 feet is? It's about the same size as a fucking kangaroo, you turkey.
Yeah. I don't have to be a skateboarder to understand that. That's pretty impressive, Jeffries. Jim Jeffries used to skateboard a little bit when he was younger, and he was just telling a story before he got back on the air that a couple years ago he decided, I'm going to get back on a skateboard because I used to do this as a kid.
I was at a party and I thought I'd impress some girls, and I went, I'll get on a skate. Couldn't fucking stand on the thing.
No.
I couldn't.
Were you drinking?
Well, yeah, that was it as well. But I used to drink.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
But when you were 14, you used to be able to do it, and now as an adult,
it's called an equilibrium.
But it's everything.
You have that.
When you're a kid, you go back to your family home that you grew up in. There was things that you would just jump off and shit like that. And you look at it now, it's retarded. Kangaroos, 20-foot kangaroos. I used to box them with my dad in a ring, fooling Americans.
It's called getting older.
Yeah,
and
that is a bitch. I'm running from that. As fast as I can.
Yeah, you really are fucking running, skateboarding away, fighting your way out of it.
Well, I just figured that it's all gonna come to an end soon. You know, I've been a pro skateboarder. It's like another life. I feel like I've already lived a full life because when I turned pro at skateboarding, I was like, there is no other life. Nothing is ever gonna happen after this. This is all I'm ever gonna be. And then I'm going to die. Because I used to drink and take a lot of drugs. And, I did crack with hookers and stuff. I used to party. Nice. But I was like, there's no way I'm going to make it any further than this. So I'm just going to wreck shop, fucking break some bones, bang whores. You know what I mean? Hope I don't get herpes before I get a real hot chick and get the fuck out of here. And then all of a sudden I got older and then I banged this chick who was really hot and I dropped a load in her uterus. And then Bob's your uncle, I got a fucking baby on my hands. And it looks like I'm not going to die. And I was like, oh, fuck. Now what the fuck am I going to do?
Yeah, now you fucked it all up.
Yeah, I did. I fucked the whole game plan. Got fucking shot out my wife's fucking uterus. Is really what happened. But as soon as the first baby came out, I was like, fuck, I got a game plan. I got to get a game plan. I'm like, skateboard. I'm old. New guys coming. I'm not really as passionate about. I love skateboarding, but to compete, it's just annoying. They're all a bunch of fucking bitches. I'm just, he did this. He got these points. Fuck off with your points. I just want to go skate. So I'm over the whole thing. And then thanks to Tony Hawk, I got a chance on the radio, and then I started talking on the radio, and I was like, wow, I'm way better at this than fucking any skateboard shit I've ever done. And you never get hurt. Oh, watch, I'm going to try something new. Fuck everybody. See? Nobody got hurt. I can do it every day, all day.
Yeah, you're well on your way, Jason. And then you decide, you're in your, mid-30s? Because I think you talk about
37.
37. You decide to pick up some MMA crap recently, right?
Yeah.
You had your first fight?
Yeah, my first pro fight, was it a month ago?
Yep.
Yeah, just under a month.
And
I won. I'm undefeated.
Yeah, you knocked the dude out in the first round, right?
No, that was I had an amateur boxing fight about 3 months ago, and I knocked that dude out in 90 seconds, and then this is an MMA fight, which is mixed martial arts.
Yeah,
I heard you guys talking about it. It's always been called mixed martial arts. UFC just made it look like Ultimate Fighter because they're the big organization of America.
Yeah, it just kind of...
I'm sure Dana White will correct you when you get him on.
Yes,
we talk to him all the time.
I'm sure it did change, though, over the years, where it used to just be, bury your fucking sharpest bone in your body into some guy's face until he's near death.
No, it's still the same. It's just because we're all fucking pussies, and now everyone's learned how to defend themselves because nobody wants to get fucking hurt, do they? All they're worried about is, I don't want to fucking break anything. Everyone's learned how to do wrestling and jiu-jitsu and kickboxing and boxing. Everyone needs to have every kind of discipline under their belt so that they don't get too hurt. Back in the day, I'm a fucking karate guy, which, just so you know, karate is complete bullshit. If you're a karate guy and you're listening, go fuck yourself. You suck. and you try your spin kicks with your fucking stupid little slippers on, and then somebody gets you on the ground and starts elbowing you in the face, and then everything changes, doesn't it? You look like a fucking idiot. Flapping around, wax on, wax off, you fucking pile of shit. You all suck. But yeah, the only reason everyone got good is because they're all terrified of getting hurt. But back in the day when there was like the Tank Abbott was good. Do you know who that is?
I remember the name.
He's a big fat racist dude. He's probably not racist, but he just looks like he is. You know, one of those dudes that looks like he hates black people. Like, why are you growing your beard out like that? Where's your fucking Harley Davidson? You're freaking me out.
You just got to assume that he has to be racist with the look he's got.
You think I'm like, dude, if I was black, there's no way I'm going, to 7-Eleven with this guy. I just don't trust him. I'm over it. So yeah, that guy was fat. And he would go in there, and his game plan was, I'm going to punch you in the face. Feel free to do the same. That's a game plan. Right?
Sure.
It's a ticket seller. If that guy gets back in the ring, I'm there. He's useless, but fuck, man, I love his game plan.
Hey, Jason, a lot of people calling in. They're excited we're talking to you. Someone, I don't know if this is true, Shane in Georgia, he writes, why did Chuck Liddell hit you, Jason Ellis?
Oh, because I was drunk, and I called him a pussy like 500 times, actually it was 3 times. I'm having, because this is the second last time I drank alcohol. I ended up, a lot of things happened that night that I actually ended up thought that I got raped that night.
Oh, wow. Really? Congratulations.
Thank you. It was an experience. It was an experience. I wasn't in jail.
So gave up drinking.
Yeah, is that why you gave up drinking?
Are you calling me a pussy?
That's when you reach.
You saying being fucked in the ass is a pussy way to back out of drinking?
You're afraid of getting hurt.
They say people have to reach a bottom before they stop drinking, not be the bottom.
Yeah. So. Well, I don't think I was. Actually, I was the bottom. Anyway, Chuck Liddell, I'm a big fan of MMA, and I'd been drinking. He showed up, and I was like, come on, man, hit me. And he was like, I'm not fucking hitting you, dude. And I was like, come on, just hit me in the arm. No big deal. And he's like, all right. And he punched me, like, really badly. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm a fucking pro skateboarder. Just hit me. And then he did it again. Yeah, I know. I was drunk. I told you that. He hit me, and then it was not good enough again. I was like, dude, you're a fucking pussy. Just fucking do it already. And then I said to Kerry Hart, who owned the Hart and Huntington, we're at a tattoo shop. I'm all, Kerry, tell this guy if he fucking hits me and he breaks my arm that I'm a skateboarder, I'm drunk, and I'm from Australia, and I will not sue him. I'll cherish it. Fucking wail on me, you idiot. And I believe the last word was pussy, because that's all I remember. I remember his eyes sort of opening a little wider, and he was like, all right, move back. And he told people to move back. And yeah, and I've been drinking since like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was one drink off shaving my eyebrow off, and then I was like, ooh, he's really serious now.
Yeah, this is going to happen.
Yeah, he doesn't know me, and he really thinks that I said pussy as in fuck you, I've never liked you, or anything like that. And yeah, he punched me so hard that I fell on my back from a punch in the arm. Thank God I was drunk, because it's like a car accident. When you relax, it doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
But it did knock me over. I got up. I felt very, I felt very powerful that I could take a punch without breaking an arm. So then I told the girl who was there, because she said she was a kickboxer. I'm sure if you're from Australia, you might have done this. Can you kick me in the nuts and make me spill my drink? That's what I did.
Fuck that.
So I had...
that didn't happen where I was from.
No, different part of Australia?
Yeah, my dinosaurs sound unbelievable.
Anyway, I held my drink while she kicked me between the legs. I think it was 7 times. Carrie Hart told me, because I don't really remember it. But I was trying to use the pants. I was trying to stretch the crotch region to block the testicles. You know what I mean? There's a technique there that I've used before. It's actually a pickup line. I've got laid from this one. But she wasn't getting the balls. Her toe, because she had like pointy bitch shoes on.
Yeah.
Her toe was going in the hole in my ass. It wasn't poking around the side. She was fucking me. She was toe fucking me. And I was so drunk, and all I was doing was concentrating on the beverage. Because I was like, I'm not spilling it. I was like, nope, didn't spill it. Nope, didn't spill it. You fucking suck. Keep kicking me. Didn't spill it. So then that happened. She couldn't spill it. I'm too awesome. And then I dropped a couple of drinks. I started abusing Tony Hawk's fiance, and that was when everyone said, "Okay, maybe it's time for you to go to sleep, Jason."
Yeah,
so
time to leave.
I was sent to my room, and then I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I went to sleep at 8. I woke up in the morning. I was like, "Where the fuck am I?" I'm like, "What?" Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I kept calling Kerry Hart a bitch. And he said, you keep saying that I'm going to tattoo it on your arm. So they tattooed backflip bitch in my armpit. I don't know why. But anyway, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, fuck, my arm is killing me. Obviously from Chuck Liddell punching me. So I'm rolling my arm up, and then I see in the mirror that I have bitch tattooed under my armpit or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck why is there bitch tattooed in my fucking armpit? And then I'm like, oh my God, my asshole hurts. And I'm like, no way, because I know my track record. I'm sure I must have done some sweet stuff in the past, but I'm like, I've finally done it. I've talked so much shit. Somebody tattooed bitch on me and fucked me in the ass. You've got to be joking me. I almost cried, but then I thought, what's so bad about a dick in your ass if you didn't ask for it,
If you don't remember it either.
No, there's a few things bad about that.
Is there?
Yeah. I still think it'd be frowned upon.
What are you going to do? End your life because you had a dick in your ass one time? You get a man up.
What's wrong with you, Jeffries?
No, I wouldn't end my life. I'd be upset about it. I wouldn't end my life.
You must have had to throw those fucking underwear away, though, if a pointy shoe is going up your asshole through your underwear.
Wow, I thought I was offensive. No, there was no poo in my underwear.
Oh, really?
No. Right. Well, you know what? I didn't smell my underwear.
I don't think he got fucked in the ass, man. I don't think he got fucked in the ass.
No, I believe he got fucked in the ass by a pointy bitch shoe.
Yeah, toe fucked.
Oh, you got toe fucked. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Give him a trophy.
No. So you weren't understanding. There must have been a language barrier there.
How the fuck did you not get that one?
The Aussie doesn't understand the other Aussie.
Come on, can't get with it.
All right. Hey, we just were watching a video of Pink punching in the face, too. Your friend with Pink,
one time she put her vagina on the back of my neck. It was pretty cool.
Really? All bare and everything?
Is it a nice vagina?
Nah, because I'm good friends with Kerry, the dude that bangs her all the time. I had a shot at TV, because I've always thought I had a chance at TV because I'm so hilarious and I'm not as ugly as all you other radio dudes, so I thought I could get the TV thing going, but obviously I am just as hideous as all of you, so that's a good thing to know. But I did shoot a pilot. It was on ESPN too, and I went around to her house, and she said, I have to dye your hair pink, and I was like, go ahead, do it. But so she put my head in the sink and put her vagina on the back of my neck and massaged my head for like 10, 15 minutes. It was awesome, because I could totally feel each side of the beef, if you know what I mean.
Really?
I tell Kerry about that all the time. He's very insulted by it every time I bring it up. I'm like, you know what, dude? I know your wife's vagina. I know it.
From the back of your neck.
I know it like the back of my neck.
Yeah, I was just watching that clip. She pops you in the chest a few times and then just
she hits you
clocks you in the face.
Yeah,
she's pretty tough.
But then you got to punch her back, right?
That's right. I punched her in the stomach in New York, actually. So I said, "Do you want to punch me again?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "You want to? Can I punch you?" She said, "Yeah." She's a thrill seeker.
Hey, you got a lot of your fans calling right now. The LL Cool J interview. This is one I have no idea about.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm getting into, but they said you got to mention LL Cool J to Jason Ellis.
Yeah, he was on the show. Like he was in New York and I was here, and somebody said, "Hey man, LL's going to be on your show in 5 minutes." I was like, "You mean LL Cool J, the rapper dude?" And they were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, that's weird." And then my boss said to me right before I went in the studio, "I'm sure you guys have dealt with this." That's the thing I wanted to talk to you about, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
My boss says, "Just so you know, LL Cool J is good friends with the big boss at Sirius, and when he's done with your show, he's going to walk into that office and talk to that guy." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" "I'm not saying it means anything. I'm just saying that's what he's going to be doing after the interview." And I was like, that's weird, because I don't really, I'll fuck with people, but usually if it's a celebrity, I know what you got. They need to be pampered. Yeah. "Oh, you're so fucking glorious. Fuck you. When's your album coming out?" I know that bullshit. So I've never really said anything too bad, but straight off the bat, this dude starts coming at me because he misunderstood me. I said he was like the prince of hip hop.
Yeah.
Because he was getting his last record was on a certain record label. I could care less, man. I never thought he was good anyway. No. But he's, I said something about you. You're like the prince of hip hop, except you don't have arseless pants. And he thought I was saying that he had arseless pants. No, dog, you are. You the one in the garage with your assless pants, motherfucker. I'm like, what? What's going? You get these balls, and I was like, get your balls. You're pissed at me. What, you want me to get your balls? Like, what's up with that?
So now I gather he went to the boss after this great conversation.
I haven't been fired.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm still here. If he's listening, I'm still here, and nobody's listening to your album, you steaming pile of shit. Why don't you do another episode of Project Runway, you washed up motherfucker?
Nice.
I'll probably get fired now, because now people are listening, because you guys are like proper radio. I'm just off in wacky action sports world. Hey, it's faction. Whoa, Tony Hawk's here, dude. No way, 900. Woo! Fucking
yeah, you're on Faction every afternoon, right? Doing the show live, and then we're going to try to do like a couple hours of your stuff on our channel starting Saturday night from 7 to 9 p.m. People can check you out.
You want to explain? I can't wait till people.
You want to explain your show a little better for the newbies out there? What is the Jason Ellis show all about?
I don't know. It's about everything except. It's easy to say what I don't talk about. I'm not a big politics guy. I think that Tiger Box dude is really old, and his wife is totally bangable, and Obama is a black dude. That's about as far as I go with politics.
Yeah, it's more like
everything else. I talk about everything else. Vaginas. I try to help people out a little bit too. Believe it or not, I care. Opie and Anthony, I care.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I do. I want people to. I think that old dudes that are married should be shooting loads on their wives' faces, because I think that if you're married and you have to spend the rest of your life with one uterus, the least they can do is catch a load on their face. And I believe that helps the world go around. I know a lot of people have called in and said, thanks to your show, I catch loads on the face, and dudes call and say, hey man, I just dropped a load on my bitch's face. Thank you. So I feel like that really, means
I love the women that call your show and admit, yes, because of you, Jason Ellis, I took a load on my face, last night or whatnot. They come out of the woodwork to
brag.
A
nice thing to do.
To brag about it for you.
Thank you.
It's good form of contraception.
I've got people off heroin.
And we do a similar bit. We do a bit called...
I know that had nothing to do.
We do a similar bit as you guys, Gay or Funny, we call it on our show.
When did you start that?
I don't want to fight this guy. He's an animal.
How many years ago?
Let's go with, to be on the safe side, 10 years ago.
You guys are pretty good, huh? What's that like, being really good at radio? Do you get, because I'm nobody right now. I'm just happy that the faction employs me, and I was making fun of.
There's a buzz out there for you, Jason. There's a buzz. You're on your way. Now,
what's it like?
What's it like? It sucks.
What do you mean? Don't you get stuff? Do you demand shit?
Yeah, you get a little money, you get a little more exposure, and then
but you got money. How much money you got? Like a lot? Do you get jewelry and shit?
Nah, we don't do the jewelry thing. That's
What about chicks? Are you married?
Yeah, I just got married 3 months ago.
Copious. Yeah.
Oh,
And
power move. Good on you. Aren't you like a millionaire?
Yeah.
Why would you get married?
Because
Wait a minute. Weren't you a millionaire before you got married?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't understand. Are you really old? Are you missing some arms?
So when you
missing some arms.
So when you become a millionaire, then you dump the wife?
No, I already fucked up. I told you I dropped power loads in my wife's carnival. I sealed the deal. It's over. But if my wife left me like, fuck you, I don't think you're funny anymore.
Right.
Guess what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yep.
Well, Anthony went the other way. Ant was married for 10 years, and
I got married when I was making $28,000 a year in construction.
Yeah.
And then I got
Yeah.
divorced when I signed my first $1 million contract.
Yeah.
And and now it's pretty much girls that probably were born when I got married.
Right. You sound sad about it though.
No, I'm just exhausted.
No?
Yeah.
Do you ever lonely?
He's dehydrated, Jason. He has
right. Oh,
that's when you hear his voice.
Never lonely. That's I do trot about the house a few days and nights a week.
At times.
Just kind of walk around. You walk to a window and just look out and go, okay, now what? I guess I'll light a fire in the fireplace.
Do you ever miss that connection?
No.
What, of a good punch?
No, the connection of whining to my ear. That's the only fucking connection I remember. Oh, the
I had
worst.
an ex-wife as well.
Really?
She used to beat me.
No, you did not have an ex-wife.
Nobody believes me too because she was like really hot and cute. She used to be a stripper, which everyone should have realized she's a crazy bitch. But
that's true.
She used to beat me for smoking weed. Well, not so much smoking weed and lying about smoking weed because I wasn't allowed to smoke weed. I'm like, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm 28, 30. I'm smoking weed. Fuck you. You know what I mean? So I come home with sunglasses on. She'd be like, why you got sunglasses on? I don't know. I just feel like wearing sunglasses in the house watching TV, don't I? And then she'd eventually get them off and I'd look stoned and then she'd beat me up. She actually kicked me in the face. Like kicked me in the nuts one time and then when I went to the knees, kicked me in the face and then like took multiple blows and I was bleeding all over the place. And then I went to sleep in the living room and she said, coming back in she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm sleeping in the living room. You just beat me up. Get back in the bedroom and sleep here. And then I woke up in the morning and my pillow was all bloody and shit from my face leaking.
Your head trauma.
Yeah. And then I tried to make her go to anger management. She was really hot. You know when you're dumb and you bang chicks because they're really hot and you don't care about how torturous your life is because when you're banging them, they're really hot?
No, there's nothing dumb about that. That's just reality.
There's nothing dumb.
Well, then... I don't know what happened, but I was really into that. I was really felt like it was worth it. You know what I mean? Like the whole day, I'd be like, "Oh my god, you are a fucking moron," but you're pretty hot, so I'm gonna bang you, and then I'm gonna get over it, and then in the morning, on it would go again.
So what was like the last straw where you finally said, "Fuck the hotness, I got to get out of this nightmare"?
The last straw was the actual beatdown that I told you about. That was in I was in Aspen, and it was one of my skateboard sponsors had taken me there to do a bunch of bullshit for the Winter X Games, and I was signing autographs at a club for a bunch of snowboarders, and that's when I got beat up that night for coming back, and there was dudes in the room next to me that heard the whole thing, and they were other skateboarders, and they were like, dude, because nobody believed, this is the thing, I thought everybody just didn't care, but someone was like, dude, look at your fucking head, and I was like, what? Like, you're messed up, and I was like, so what, dude, she's a little girl, I get messed up all the time, and she was like, they said, you cannot stay with somebody who does that to you, just because you're the guy and she's the girl, that doesn't make it right, so I think my friends kind of got into my head, and that was the end of that.
What's she doing? What's she doing now? You know what she does?
She actually she lives in L.A. now, and she had a baby with an actor dude who wants to be an actor but didn't really make it. I think he was in one movie, and then it kind of fizzled, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And she had a baby, and now she lives in L.A. I think she's a yoga instructor.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know what else she did after I boned her? Found Scientology. She's all into Tom Cruise's fucking alien load and shit.
That is big in L.A., huh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she found her inner peace. Whatever. Hey, Dana White wants to say hi to you, Jason.
Yeah.
Dana.
Yeah.
We got Jason Ellis on the line, too, here, who just had his first fight recently.
When are you going to sign me up, Dana?
Dana, can you hear him?
No, I can't hear Jason. Are we on the air?
Yeah.
Tell him I want Anderson Silva.
Oh, he said he wants Anderson Silva. He wants you to sign him up immediately.
This is going to be painful if we have to.
Yes, tell him.
No, there's got to be one lousy button. We want Jason Ellis on the.
Tell him he better stick with little strippers from L.A. He doesn't want Anderson Silva yet.
Oh, you better stick to little strippers from L.A. You don't want Anderson Silva yet.
It was a fucking joke, Dana.
It was a fucking joke, Dana. Jesus Christ.
Jason, can you hear him, though?
I can hear him now.
Yeah,
I can hear Jason.
Okay.
What's up, dude? Hey, man, I was just kidding. I want no part of your organization whatsoever. Everybody in there is way tougher than me. I'm just a skateboarder dude who likes to punch people who suck.
I can't hear anybody now.
All right.
That's wonderful. Fantastic interview we're doing today.
All right, thank you, Dana White. All right. Dana White's back on hold. He's back on
hold. Your show's just as fucked up as my show. That's awesome.
Oh, it's the equipment. You know how it is.
Yeah, when you become a huge radio star, trust me, nothing will change. The equipment will always be fucked.
Well, I think equipment that fucks up is good. It's good to talk about. I want more people to work for me. I only have one dude that works with me. His name's Cowfucker.
Right.
And
he wasn't christened that.
Yeah, it's his name.
No, it's an Aussie thing. You know what I mean? He's 7 foot tall and all that bullshit. But anyway, I like that dude, and I don't want to tell him to fuck off. So I really want. I had what is it called? Those people that work for you but you don't pay them.
Interns.
Yeah, I had an intern.
Slaves.
I abused the shit out of him all the time for absolutely nothing, and I made fun of everything he ever did, and convinced him that he was gay, and it was so awesome. And now I don't have one anymore, and I just really want that back. I love making fun of people that work for me, and you guys are mega powerhouses. You almost beat Howard Stern. You guys are like the king of kings, but not really. You just missed out.
We always reach a precipice and then we fall to our deaths and have to reclimb.
We were well on our way, and then we decided to have a little contest where a couple had sex in a church. So, you know, that kind of happens. That kind of blew up everything for many years.
Whose idea was that?
Anthony's.
What? Wow, I don't think so. I really don't.
That's a really bad idea.
You know what?
It was,
for once, I don't even think it was our idea.
Did they have
sort of happened?
Did they have sex in the church?
Rumor has it not only did they have sex, they did a little ass sex.
But that is still sex. Not only did they have sex, but they also had good sex.
That's the rumor that we don't know.
No. In the church, you're not allowed to bang people in the ass.
Yeah, that's what God frowns upon. The normal sex.
No, there was this dude. I know about it because I have a guy that works here who's a Jewish dude, and he helps me with religion. I
thought you only had the one
there was a dude. This is
a Jewish guy. Are you making things up?
Raw dog. He's not a myth. But anyway, he's real. He said that there's some dude that came down to a town where everyone was banging everybody in the ass, and he said, "You guys can't bang each other in the ass anymore, or God will fuck up your town." And then they fucked each other in the ass, and he fucked up the town. Is that true?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but he sounded like a noble guy.
I know that story.
All right.
You don't know that story?
I said I know that story.
It's in the Bible.
It's a great one,
and did you know...
Sodom and Gomorrah.
He's Jewish. He said that the Jews dobbed in Jesus to the Romans, and the Romans killed Jesus. And that's why... That's what he said.
Fuck
and
off.
He's Jewish.
No, the Jews had something to do with it, I think.
I thought the Jews just killed him directly.
Well,
why would they kill him? They are one. He's a Jew. Why would you kill yourself?
I think the Romans poked at him a little bit, but I think, I
heard that they dobbed him into the Romans.
Yeah.
And now they're really sorry for it, but they still did it. That's what I've been told.
Maybe
but I really want to talk about you and your glory, man, because I don't get to talk to anybody in radio that's glorious.
Oh, please.
Come on, dude. Look, man, there's the Howard Stern dude, and then as far as I know, I don't really follow radio that much. I listen to that guy because I'm like, oh wow, you can actually say what you want to say and get paid for it. That's pretty cool. And then there's you guys. You guys rattled the cage. You're the next in line. This is what I want. I can't be the #1 skater in the world. I'm sure as hell never going to be in the UFC because I have had a fight, but I suck. Dana will explain it later. But I want to be the radio dude, and you're the dude. You guys are the dudes.
We've been next in line for 10 years.
Yeah, but that's good enough. I'll take that. Let me fucking work underneath you guys. I'll be third in line. It'll be a great time. I want a Porsche, motherfucker. Come on. Let's hang out.
You must have money. You got a Porsche already, don't you?
Yeah,
I got nothing. I got Starbucks in my fucking hand. That's it.
He's got a little of everything. He was in Mall Cop. You got your own band. taint stick.
Taint stick, recognize.
Recognize the taint stick. Yeah.
The show today is actually groundbreaking. A new song. I'm actually not. Yeah, fuck it. I'll tell it. A new song that no one's ever heard ever before is going to debut on the Jason Ellis Show today, and it's all about my truck that I have, which is very riveting. I'm sure you can imagine.
A song about a truck. Is it
yes,
a country
has,
song?
No, we're sort of a metal comedy band, but we're very serious. And I mean, the only thing that stops me from being really committed to it is, as I said before, I dropped a bunch of loads in my wife's carnival, and there's no fucking coming back.
Yeah, that's baby.
Because now that the radio show is getting better, and I get a lot of girls like, hey, I'm like, cool, I have 2 kids. You probably want to blow me? Awesome. That works out fucking sweet now, doesn't it? Motherfucker! I got nothing! I wake up fucking 7 times a night. Fucking bitches want to blow me now? Shit! I hate it, man. Everyone, MySpace, hey. I won't even click on it anymore. I have direct ones where they say, hey. I'm like, wow, that's actually that's what you're saying. So I can fuck you. I can do you. I can do all of you and your friends. Hey, I heard you talking about threesomes. I've got a friend who'll fuck you. Great. Cool. I'm just going to go burp a baby. And then I'll be right back. Fuck, I'm going to go watch a human come out and rip my wife's uterus in half. and know that that's the only uterus that I'll be touching ever again. And you and your friends all want to blow me? Sweet. Can't wait to fucking go home.
You got the worst timing. You should have started this radio thing in your early 20s.
You have the
I know, but I didn't know I was that funny.
Yeah, you're pretty funny. You're very funny, actually.
Not as good as you guys.
Jason Ellis. Okay, the Jason Ellis Show. You can hear it live every weekday, 3 to 7 on Faction. Right?
Faction, the number 3 radio recognize. Faction is coming up, motherfuckers. I fuck everyone. I will fight every other radio channel representing Faction. We are way better than everybody. You know what? Fuck you, Opie and Anthony. Fucking Faction is coming for your asses. Virus versus Faction. Come on, dance with me. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on your channel now, huh?
Virus versus Faction. I like that. As long as we don't have to attempt to punch you.
No, wait a minute.
No fighting.
Now I'm collaborating.
Let's have a no fighting fight, and then I'm in.
No, it's you. Now it's you and us against the world. Now I have extra backup. I'm Virus Faction, right?
I like that you're on our side. Trust me.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, get my balls. I am Virus and Faction. I own the fucking world now. I am king of all.
Wait a minute. He's got 2 channels. That's
Wait a minute,
cool.
motherfucker. You now have 2 channels. Yeah. We only have 1. What's
you
that
can
about?
come on here. Why don't you come on my show and relate to the kids? Opie and Anthony need to relate to the kids. Come and see the kids, man. So you can still have a job in 20 years. I'll hook you up, man.
Yeah,
I'll introduce you to all the kiddies.
We want to do a little kids channel, do a show on that.
Well, Faction is Sirius 28, XM 52. And then Saturday night, 7 to 9, we're doing a best of Jason Ellis on the Virus. We're going to, ease you in slowly here. And, I don't know, then maybe you move over and we take over the world.
Yeah, let's all get matching cars with our faces painted on the front. I've always wanted that.
We could start with matching tattoos or something.
Yeah, that's gay, dude. You're on your own.
That is pretty gay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Dicks on our asses. That's what I want our tats to be.
I'll do that.
Yeah, it's not gay.
That's a good one.
No, if you had we're all, let's all have matching, I'm going to kick ass tattoos, that's gay. But if you have dicks on your ass, it's completely acceptable.
And limp, not hard-ons. That's gay.
Of course not a boner.
No. Just a limp dick right near your asshole.
As soon as it's a boner tattoo,
then it's gay.
So gay.
Right.
I want balls on my neck. You know what you should ask?
Balls on your neck.
Yeah, because guess what you should ask Dana White? Dana White's #1 fighter, the heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar, has a straight-up cock tattooed on his chest. He does.
That's
tell
fantastic.
Dana
that Brock Lesnar. He's an animal.
Brock Lesnar needs to get some balls tattooed on his jugular. I'm kidding. That dude's a vicious man. But still, you look at it. Go look at it right now. Look at the picture. He has a sword, and because of his humongous boob muscles, his sword right near the neck area. Looks a little bit like a knob.
Yeah, get a Brock Lesnar picture up before we let Jason Ellis go.
Yeah.
It's he's one hell of a beast, but I'm telling you, if he wasn't a beast, everyone would beat him up for having a cock on his chest.
What else you doing on the show today, Jason?
Record deals and talking about a baby coming out of my wife's vagina and debuting a new song. And, and probably I'll do the...
Is this your first live show since having the kid?
Yeah. Yeah,
nice.
I'm back.
I'll be checking it out today then. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about you guys and how we're now like the Wonder Twins, except we're not gay. We're combined. What's a good one? We're like Birdman. You're Birdman, and I'm that fucking eagle.
And talk about
and when the sun's out, we're going to fucking fly out of a cave and fuck everybody up. It's going to be awesome.
It could be like that.
And make sure you
start learning how to sound like an eagle.
And make sure you trash Jim Jeffries on your show today too.
Fuck Jim Jeffries! Guy's a steaming pile of shit. Who is Jim Jeffries anyway? What the fuck? It's me and AC/DC. Fuck everybody else.
That's the only Australians allowed.
Yeah, Jeffries is taping his HBO special tomorrow night, Saturday night.
First Australian ever to do one.
Yeah, we're tired.
A funny guy from Australia. Wow.
Yeah.
He must really bone a lot of horse.
He's fucking hilarious. Wow, that is a
you
weird...
get herpes?
No, actually, no.
He's working on it.
Every now and again, I think I've got them, and the doctor just says it's like a rash.
Speaking of herpes, Bret Michaels admitted to you that he has herpes?
1 and 2, motherfuckers. He said 1. I said herpes. He said 1 and 2.
He goes 1 and 2.
Is that like?
So
is that 2 grades of herpes?
Oh. That means mouth and pee-pee.
Oh, I got the mouth one.
Every time you watch that show and he makes out with those chicks, like one of the other. I was watching with my wife.
I can't even watch
now the show becomes really entertaining because he does it to everybody with his 50-year-old. He's a nasty ass motherfucker. I actually like the guy, but he's the most grotesque individual ever, and he has that weird, because he puckers up so he looks good in the photo. He looks like a girl from the 80s. You know that whole thing he does?
Yeah.
He does that when he makes out with them, so he's like, ooh, and just drops herpes all over everybody.
Oh,
there's no remorse. He made out with like a 22-year-old the other day. He's like, welcome to herpes, like all over his face.
Fucks her life up, and anyone she fucks.
Welcome to herpes.
He gave her herpes all over her face and then fucking booted her off the show. Like, thanks a lot. Here's a little token of
you know what? You can only give them if you've got them at the stage. You can still fuck a chick.
You know what?
That's a complete lie. That's a complete lie because I also do sex stuff on my show because, like I said, I care. I care. But herpes, when you're not showing with the condom on, you can still get herpes.
Wow.
Terrify yourself on that. And did you know that where you are, 25% of you have herpes?
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, just about
Don't fuck anybody in New York, dude. Come back over here.
Most people have herpes.
Oh, right.
I'd rather say
New York has more herpes than anyone in America.
I'd rather say 75% don't. I'm more the herpes are 3/4 empty.
Right, then...
yeah, that's what I say.
You know what? Fuck Bret Michaels. He's a friend of ours, and he didn't admit the herpes thing on our show. He goes to Jason Ellis and admits it.
He admitted AIDS on our show, which was really
he admitted
big.
AIDS on
he
our
admitted
show.
AIDS.
Take that one, Jason. Take that. Take that.
Touché.
Take that.
You guys really are the powerhouses that I've heard.
All right.
Can't wait to go for a drive in your Lamborghini. You got a Lamborghini?
No, fuck that.
Just the fuck, man. Come on.
Manhattan, I live here. It's where are you driving?
You don't even drive, do you?
Where are you driving a Lamborghini in Manhattan?
I've driven Lambos before down I drive them to my mommy's house.
Yeah, well,
out on Long Island, I got pulled over 80 times.
Ant's part of a car club, so
I'm suburban.
He gets to drive the fancy cars.
Fucking Ferrari 430.
Yeah, see, there you go. Fucking
Shelby
throw it around.
GT500 that I just shipped out to Vegas to come back at 720 horsepower.
What happened to that car?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking virus in the house. Check you out.
I love driving cars fast and shooting stuff. That's my hobby.
Yeah. Awesome.
Jason drives the drift cars too, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I tried it. I was going to get into it, but then I had this fight coming up, and I realized the amount of training it takes to have an MMA fight that I had to drop a couple of things. So I hadn't ridden my dirt bike for a while. I haven't skateboarded for 6 months, and I just really trained my ass off to be a fighter. I'm not really a fighter. I heard you guys talking about it before, and I know Dana's going to be on. Yeah. I trained to be a fighter. I fought in the cage, but the more I trained and the more I got into it, the more I realized that the dudes that you see on the UFC. It's another game entirely, dude. These guys are, I don't even know. They're subhuman.
Shit, man.
Yeah, they really are, dude. Because what I did was, it fucked me. It was the toughest thing I've ever had to do. Not to mention, when you fight somebody in a pub, you don't know it. It's a different thing when it's like, I will see you at this time, at this day, and with a dude in the middle who will tell you both to go at the exact same time. I'm going to be training very hard. I hope you are, and then I'm going to try and kill you. It's a really weird thing, man. Because it's not boxing. I did the boxing thing. MMA, it's like the little glove. When I first put the glove on before I went out, I was like, dude. this glove just stops my hand from cutting open, and that's about it. That's the only thing that it prevents.
Yeah.
And when I hit you with it, you're gonna fucking die. And the other guy's trying to do the same thing. It's such an awesome experience, though. It's like fucking somebody who said they have herpes without a rubber, but they didn't show a scat, which is another show entirely.
All right. Hey, we got to let you go, man. Jason, it was a pleasure.
Hey, thanks for letting me on there, man.
Cool,
Seriously, I
Jason.
appreciate it.
Remember, non-boner dick tattoos on our asses.
Right.
When
Let's
I come
do
to
it.
New York,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's do it in a church.
No shit.
It's a joke. It was a joke. Just team virus. Team
Yeah,
virus.
team virus.
Yeah, way to hurt us. Thanks. Way to remind us of that nightmare. All right.
You'll be all right.
Hey,
Power.
we'll talk to you soon, all right, Jason?
All right, man.
All right, later, boss.
Peace. Jason Ellis, everyone. He's the real deal. I really enjoy his show. And you can listen to him weekdays 3 to 7 on Faction, Series 28, XM52. And we're going to give a bunch of people a taste at Jason Ellis on Saturday nights from 7 to 9 right here on 202. All right?
Right.
On XM. And Series 197.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
That was exhausting, though. Now I need a nap.
I know.
Guy could talk.
That's how we used to be at AAF.
What? All hyper?
Just,
hey! Before we got better. See what you got to look forward to, Jason? Bitterness.
Bitterness.
He was asking.
It's getting kicked around.
Right. It's all fun. Everything's new to him.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Wait till the bosses beat you down for a decade.
They fucking physically browbeaten.
Right.
Ass raped. Wait till your first contract negotiation.
Right.
You got so many firsts in your career.
Wait till they take every great bit you came up with and tell you why you
take
can't
that
do it
away.
anymore.
They just pick. You know what it is? Sit there and let them pick your soul away, your very soul, until there's nothing left of what was you.
Oh yeah,
and then there you've made it.
There's going to be no more Pink punching you in the face.
Yeah,
because that's not cool. Especially you punching her, that ain't happening in another year. LL Cool J trashing him,
no,
never going to happen.
That won't happen.
Because he's going to be involved with something that matters.
That you can't talk about because it's that and this. It's refreshing to hear somebody with that much energy in the business and that much faith and just thinking, that naive thinking that it's all going to go great and stuff. Believe me, he sounds very good. I bet he'll be very successful, but by the time you get everything you want, you're an empty shell of a man.
And that's why he sounds like we used to.
Yes.
Oh, is he still here?
He's done, man.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Bloody hell. I've never heard. I was homesick about 50 minutes ago. I was homesick, and now I don't want to visit the country ever again.
What's wrong, Jim?
Fuck you, we're going to punch someone in the fucking head, and the thing in my wife's fucking snatch has just been coming, and the baby fell out, and the fucking thing.
That's what he does.
Oh my God! And you're a fan opening. He is shit. That guy is fucking shit. He didn't say one fucking funny thing. He didn't let anyone fucking get in. He just mouthed off about everything. And you're a fan.
You Aussies cannot get along. That's why you're not a superpower. That's why you're not a superpower.
I just went into the office and said, "I'm not going to say. I got to walk away." This guy's fucking.
You should have said it to his face.
I couldn't get a word in. Trying to say it to his face, he would have told me that he punched some guy and that karate isn't a fucking known form of martial arts.
We were just talking about, though, this is how you are at the beginning of your radio career. If you listen to early tapes of us, I think you've been in those shows, we're full of piss and vinegar. It's we're in radio, man. This is the... And then as time goes by and your bosses and the business suck the fucking life the life force out of you, then you end up like this, where you're just like, just fuck everything.
To all the listeners
fuck
out
everyone.
there, I'm halfway through a crossword. Right? That's how fucking much. And I've never done a crossword, and I'm not even good at them.
Yeah, I saw that you changed halfway through that.
I just went, fuck this. I'm not.
Fuck this. I love that. Fuck this.
Yeah, I like Jason Ellis. I like his radio show.
Funny.
I'm sure his radio show's fine, but
I
oh my God,
his radio show.
I haven't heard so many. I'm a swearer. I love a good swear. Don't get me wrong.
He was selling himself to a whole new
You know what?
audience.
And I think that's what one of the callers was going to get to, but fuck it, I'm going to just comment on this. When he's at the point where he's playing old tapes of himself and douche chilling out, perhaps we'll be in that montage. He's just so full of vim and vigor, energy, and that goes away. And I can only hope the bosses shit on you enough that you can have a career just like we've had. Success, sure. That part of it's fun. It's exciting. You get to get things you want. You know, it was very nice when I paid my credit cards off and I would look at something in the store and go, I could just buy that.
Yeah.
But then you realize they've taken my very soul from me. The bosses have taken my soul. Oh, I enjoy my life. I enjoy my car. I enjoy everything. But there's part of me that I listened to in my early tapes that's dead.
And then when this business is done with you, they just throw you out with the garbage.
Spit you out into a big fucking dumpster.
What respect you used to have, that's long gone.
I'm not going to apologize. He's probably a very nice man. I overreacted there. I feel bad now. I feel bad because there's people going to be writing in that I'm a whinging bitch now overdoing that.
Whinging bitch.
No, you know
but you know what I can say to them? Fuck you, fuck your friends, fuck your sister, fuck all your friends' sisters, fuck karate, fuck Jim Jeffries, fuck the world. I moved over to America when I was 17. I haven't dropped the accent because I'm a bit of a fucking cunt.
I know this is going to get back to him, so once again.
Yeah, have me on your show,
funny.
Jason.
I'm a fan of Jason Ellis.
Fucking Jim Jeffries is hysterical.
Yeah, Jeffries, you are hilarious.
Fucking guy.
E-Rock, what do you got?
Well, it's funny that you guys are explaining your old stuff to Jim Jeffries, because tomorrow we have some new old O&A stuff for you.
Sorry.
What do you mean?
Some new AAS stuff that you haven't got a chance to review yet.
Great, fan-fucking-tastic.
What did you find?
Dude, there's 4 hours of scoped material that I'm still going through.
God, what did you find?
No. What is this? Is this
our old material?
Douchebag files?
This is our old material.
This is the shit I don't.
Really uncomfortable.
I feel the same way about my old stand-up. I went to my old stand-up, and I was a hack, man.
Can't fucking watch it.
I was a hack. 18 jokes and shit. Oh my god.
Oof.
Oh, what is it with this shit? Why do we have water? Like, what's wrong with the tap? Fuck, I was a cunt.
Well, you know what? But we threw it on the channel. E-Rock or somebody was throwing it on the channel like it's like we're still proud of this stuff. Like, no, if we're going to play our old shit, you got to give it to us so we can mock ourselves.
People were listening to that like it was us. Serious?
Yeah.
Like, seriously doing
before we
shtick?
said, what the fuck you doing? Don't just throw it on the channel. People are going to think that we
we got to make excuses.
Yeah, now we can like kind of, mock ourselves.
Think on ice.
There's some interesting giveaways that you guys were doing.
Like what? Just
no.
I think you continued on with a Soundgarden weekend.
Yeah.
We've only touched the surface of that.
What was the Soundgarden? You got to expand on this.
They were giving away some backpacks full of really cool Soundgarden prizes and tickets to a show.
Shut up, Jeffrey.
It was actually Savage Garden,
and it's all in the delivery too. How we're all just happy to be there. And
we got a backpack. We got things in the backpack. Oh.
And I'm just like, I think everything's funny, and I'm just fucking. I'm so happy to just be in the seat.
Rupert.
Yeah, I was Rupert Publican. What? Wait, yeah! Yeah! Rupert Pupkin.
That's it? E-Rock.
I don't remember the rest.
You got one clip we can play before we get out of here?
What happened to the
I can't leave on that note.
Guy? Do we not even get to speak to him?
No, his connection went on the fritz.
Dana, fuck him.
We'll get him.
Yeah, I got things to do today.
We'll get him eventually.
Fuck him, fuck his fight, fuck everybody.
Wow.
Fuck you, fuck you. I've had a kid.
God damn, man.
I guess they got, a UFC fight happening? Good for them. Use your Google and figure it out.
Google.
I gotta go home.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man.
All right, yeah, we can do that. Congratulations, you've won a pair of MyView video glasses.
What?
Oh, I know.
How'd that happen?
Then the Savage Garden backpack.
Danny, trust me, I do know.
I know, kid.
So that means the first person that calls will get this, because I just said you've won a pair of MyView video glasses.
First caller?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, there it is. Let's go. What the fuck do you want? Hello? What the fuck do you want?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? What you're a dumb loser. Hello, what the fuck do you want?
Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
It's Laura. I want glasses.
Laura who?
Newsday Laura.
Oh, we like Laura. I can't call you a cunt.
Oh, I don't know you, Laura, you cunt.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm only joking. I'm sure she's very nice.
Friends or relatives of anybody working for the Opie and Anthony Show or Sirius XM Satellite Radio cannot win this cup. Please, have you ever been over Opie or Anthony's house?
No, this one. If you've ever been to F.H. Riley's, you're not eligible.
All right, Laura, can I ask you these questions?
Yes.
Have you ever been to F.H. Riley's?
Yes.
Have you met Opie?
Yes.
Have you met Anthony?
Yes.
Have you ever been to either of their houses?
Yes.
Have you ever drank with them?
Yes.
Finger in the ass.
Have you ever had a finger in your ass from either one of them?
Yes.
No!
What are you, crazy? You know how much money I could lose?
You're a married woman.
Insane?
You're not worried about losing your wife. It's the money that it came down to for you. You didn't go, I could lose my wife. You went, money!
No, just fucking.
No, she's not a relative or anything.
No.
She's been to your house?
And she was
legitimate.
Yeah.
Did you finger
her
in
and
the
her
ass?
man? No, her and her man's come over.
Her man's.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, come over, drink a few beers.
You know what?
Give her the glasses.
The only reason I'm giving Laura the MyView video glasses is because she brought over 200 people to F.H. Riley's, and they spent a fuckload of money.
Yeah.
So this is plugola, my friend.
Oh, that's wonderful.
No, it isn't.
Thanks.
This was an unscreened phone call.
It really was an unscreened phone call. And thanks for doing that on a day where I thought I'd go to FH.
She's the only
and
person still listening. Everyone turned off what Jason was on.
You know what? Once again, I want to say that
it was nice standing there 4 deep.
Big fan of Jason
We went
Ellis.
to FH and we all got the flu.
Yeah, we all got it was being called the F.H. Riley's plague.
But can we make it perfully clear that it had nothing to do with my brother's food?
No, it had to do with the
'Cause I'll get the phone call
18,000
later.
people that were in there that I couldn't get a fucking drink at the I couldn't get a drink at the fucking bar.
Hey!
I was being treated like a second-class citizen. What, put me on the pay me no mind list? Come on.
Help me out here, Henry.
I need a drink. I was trying to get a Guinness.
Sunday, F.H. Riley's.
Yeah.
Parade day.
Well, that's good. And another time you announce it and it fucking packs up and I can't get a goddamn beer.
No, it's St. Patty's Day. Well, not day. St. Patty's Parade Day.
No.
So all the bars in Huntington are going to be packed. It's going to be a great day to be in Huntington this Sunday. But F.H. Riley's, of course,
Is this
the place
Sunday
to
St.
be.
Patrick's Day?
No,
no.
They do it a week early.
Oh.
You know, because
Wait,
every
what
town
is
has
that?
to have their St. Patty's Day parade, so they kind of
And they don't want it to get overshadowed by like the New York City parade.
So they do it like
Right.
separately.
Yeah.
Laura, you've won a pair of MyView video glasses. We've been talking about these things. They're awesome.
Sweet. Super psyched.
MyView connects to your iPhone, your iPod, your video player, turns that small screen into a big screen viewing experience. And now MyView and the movie Watchmen have teamed up. Visit myview.com/Watchmen to get free movie content. That would be myvu.com. Laura, congratulations.
Oh, isn't that a shame?
Stay on the line for your address for the glasses to
be
be sent out to you.
Oh, that's a
boy,
shame.
that really sucks.
God, there's no way to get back in touch with her.
Nope.
I guess we're just gonna have
Can
to
I
get
have some glasses?
Oh, wow.
We're gonna have to.
Well, we'll
give
put
it
him
to
back in the
somebody else.
closet and give him away some other time, I guess.
Or we could just take another random caller.
Or we can just give him to Steve C. with the other sets that he has.
I'll take him.
I did not steal it.
Yeah.
I swear to you.
All right, yeah, sure. Jim Jeffries, you'll be here all day tomorrow, right?
I'm going to be here again tomorrow, yeah.
You're filling in for Jimmy, so you got to come in early.
If I don't get fired for the Ellis comments, I will be back.
He's cool.
I can't get fired. You guys don't pay me.
He's cool.
Fuck off.
He's
Fuck
that
everyone.
He's that type of guy. He goes with the punches no matter what. You'll come in early tomorrow?
What time do you want me?
Well, I mean, Ed, we could do a little time by ourselves if you want to sleep in a little bit. But
Well, I was here at 7. I can come in at 6:30.
Perfect.
There we go. 6:30.
We'll do the first break, and then you join us tomorrow for the whole show.
Excellent.
As we lead up to the big HBO taping on Saturday, we're very excited for you, Jim.
I'm very excited.
Extremely
I'm going to go
excited.
see my set today. That's what
Fuck
I'm
you,
going to
you
do.
can't.
Yeah.
What's the set?
It's just a couple of big J's back to back. You know, that's all you do. It's red with a couple of big J's.
Couple of big J's.
Otherwise, they said, "Do you want Jim written in big?" I went,
why don't you get one of those? Why don't you go hack and have what? What was it? The red. What the fuck were you talking about earlier? The red kangaroo.
Yeah, the giant. Get a big giant dinosaur kangaroo
Google
behind
it. There were. Put prehistoric kangaroo into your computer. There'll be a picture.
Prehistoric kangaroo. Well, no shit. They were like fucking dogs that were 12 feet high.
Exactly.
Back in
But Ellis was saying that I was a liar, but I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I've only gone off the same news program that everyone else. I'm not lying from the aspect that I used to hang out with them. I've just heard that there might be.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah. I know. I know he's just fucking with. That's what I'm doing the same.
It's not like I hung out with them.
That's fine.
A 12-foot fucking kangaroo. I'm running my ass off.
I used to use them.
Wow.
Yeah, hey, there we go. You can sit in that fucking pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much pot did you
It's a marsupial.
That shit never
That
lived.
thing looks like a...
They've found...
Is that really? Because it looks very sloth-like.
Yeah, they weren't regular kangaroos.
No?
Obviously, look at that thing.
It's like E-Rock.
It had like a head a bit like... It looks
Put that
like
on
Alf.
fattyrrock.com.
Remember Alf, the TV show?
Yeah, it looks like Alf. You're
it's
right.
a big version of Alf.
With a little youngin sticking out of its fucking cunt hole that's on its belly.
It's called a pouch.
A pouch, yeah.
Cunt hole.
The marsupial.
Michael Jackson's doing a press conference. They're actually following his bus.
There's a lot of traffic.
No one gives a shit.
On MSNBC, CNN kind of has it as the bottom part of their screen.
He's going on tour again. The doctor said he's okay.
He's going to do some gigs at the O2 Centre. That's what they reckon.
Is that it?
And it's a bigger red. It was the Millennium Dome. It used to be the big white dome.
The guy said he was just going to go to Vegas.
No one
Vegas
gives a fuck about Michael Jackson anymore.
I'd still go see him though, just the once.
Really?
Wouldn't you, just to see how far? Because I think he hasn't even got his voice anymore.
Yeah, he can't have his fucking voice. So you know what? You'll watch him lip sync. You won't even hear him sing like shit. You'll hear it all fucking lip synced.
By the way, do yourself a favor. I'm sure most people know this by now, but if you don't, the video of the day is one of the most amazing videos of the day ever. A guy survives being. How do you explain that?
A guy's standing near some train tracks, and he can't see down the train tracks because a flatbed truck full of shit is across the train tracks at a 90-degree angle.
Basically a tractor trailer.
Yeah. And a train hits that, and that gets thrown into the guy.
Yeah.
Does he live?
Yeah.
Alive.
I've seen the footage.
He's
I
alive.
thought this was just footage of a dead guy.
Hell,
he's alive.
No. He made
How
it.
does he live through that?
He made it. He had no clue the train was coming because he sees the truck. So he walks behind the truck like, all right, I can get over there.
Under the truck? I seen him get smashed into.
Obviously,
The whole truck
something
smashed
happened
into the
where
guy.
it pushed him, and then the truck must have fallen sideways, but it didn't hit it. It didn't land on him and scrape him across the
There
pavement.
was some kind of opening that he went through.
I would die if someone hit me on a bicycle.
Yeah, and this guy gets hit by a fucking truck train.
I wouldn't last a second with a truck.
All right, we'll see Jim Jeffries tomorrow.
Yes.
Right, cool. Who is the big guest? Who are we going?
You, my friend.
All right, cool.
That's it. You're the big guest.
And it's Friday. We're going to ride your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Because we're down to doing 4 good shows a week. Fuck the 5th one.
Actually, weekend officially starts for us. I consider it now.
For you.
Because, no, for the entire show.
Okay.
Because it's Thursday, and now I'm off until Friday, and Friday's the weekend.
Right.
So I could push it up. It's almost like a vacation day, like a 3-day weekend.
Because it feels good, because you got the next day.
Yeah, and tomorrow's Friday, so it's fucking party day anyway, so extend it out into Thursday night. That's what I say. I'm going to nap, and then drink. I'll put that on my fucking Facebook, so just in case anybody forgets what I do on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, you got to update your status.
Yeah, I got to update my
status. You got to
status.
have people knowing what you're up to.
I'm going to take a nap.
Your status sometimes.
Yeah.
You always do update your status more than anybody else I know.
I know.
I always know. Oh, Anthony's watching a movie. I'm always very excited.
I was very excited when I saw your name, and it was like, oh, Jim Jeffries. I'm going to accept him as a friend. He is a friend of mine, and he will know what I'm doing on a daily basis.
No, I love it. You
hourly basis.
You watched Milk a couple of weeks ago. How
yes,
did you enjoy
I did.
That?
I watched that fag fest. That was Milk. I'm Harvey Milk, and I want to recruit you. Ugh.
Fucking just playfully spanking each other, his young Hispanic man's bottom.
I like that movie.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Sean Penn was fucking ace.
Amazing.
Because he didn't camp it up. He just played it a little bit off kill.
It was obvious he was going to win Best Actor.
Yeah.
I called that one.
Well, I thought Mickey Rourke might have won it.
No, he was playing himself.
Mickey Rourke was
I
the launcher.
said people love the comeback thing.
No, I understand the comeback thing, but what hurt him was when he started doing interviews because he was getting all that attention. People were like, wow, he wasn't acting. He was just himself in this movie.
Yeah, you realize he was just a dolt.
Right.
Fucking dolt. You look at early pictures of him, and just it's not the same guy.
No, the plastic shirt, he's all
It's like a train truck hit him or some fucking shit.
We go home now.
We're out in the.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Even though we sound bitter, we certainly appreciate that you listen to this show.
Oh, we don't just sound bitter.
Come on.
Now go fuck off. 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 Fuck
back in it. Fuck off. 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 Back